Onto your butt.
Fuckers, it's the PSR podcast.
What's up, fuckwits? Get your dick out of your butts. It's like whatever he's gonna say.
On that note, it's BSR podcast. I recorded that. That's the start.
Oh, good.
But it starts with Dereck. Like, there's no here. Since you hate this,
You gotta lower. Oh boy. No, now I don't mind. But like it's
Well,
starting it.
See how it started? It was well, yeah. Let's put that up there. Anyway, BSR podcast. I guess it's 106. It's been a long time,
Oh
boys.
boy. Ooh baby.
It's been a long time.
Warm them hands.
We figured it was gonna be fun
we
to
got
do.
some chill. Ooh,
Let me get this shit out of the way real quick. Obviously, people know where it is already. It's on YouTube. But I just want to say,
Patreon.
if you want to hear it on YouTube, or audio, just rip it. Rip it straight from the video. No
By
one
the
cares.
way,
I do not care.
go ahead. The subscription's free. You can get all the BA Start podcasts you want. Just click that button. Subscribe,
There
baby.
you go. Yeah, bash that button.
That's
We got
right.
Dereck in studio. He's the one that
We need the Dereck
calls you
can.
fuckwits.
Donate for the Dereck.
I didn't say
You didn't
fuckwits.
say
He
fuckwits?
did.
What did I say?
Oh, I thought you said
I didn't say
fuckwits.
You said
fuckwits.
fuckwits.
What did you say?
I said fuckholes.
Oh.
Fuckwits sounds like a thing.
I
you
said
would
something
say.
else too, though. I doubled
He
down.
said, "Get your dick out of your butt."
Which was also funny.
Right.
So there it
So
is.
as long
guys.
as you got your dick out of your butts, welcome to the BA Start podcast.
yeah,
butts.
we
Again.
can start off by I don't know that we're gonna do any news or anything.
I don't know.
No, I have one topic that we're gonna discuss a little bit later. If we want, I don't know. These guys aren't prepared for it. I was drinking and I was like, I want to do this thing. I want to talk about
Austin rolled over through all
sound
the
design.
through the. Ooh, okay. We got some topics.
I like
However,
sound.
before we do this,
Yeah, not yet.
Before we get into this,
Yeah, let's get into what we've been doing.
You want to talk about today, or do you want Dereck to go? Go ahead, Dereck. UFC.
Wait. Just,
Ooh.
no, you're right.
Nobody knows. They just heard a squeal. You gotta give more.
That was
He
me.
just stepped
I
on
like
the
Sarcastically laughing at Alex's stupid ass comments.
Hey,
See,
look
they
at
didn't
your
see that though. They thought it was
God, why are you so-
hilarious. Bruh.
Yeah, it was technical difficulties, but we're good. I can't. Now I want to touch it again.
Don't touch it.
Don't
Leave it be.
touch it.
That's what they said to Kevin Spacey.
Uh-oh.
No, they didn't. That was the
Topical. I mean, when the podcast stopped, that was news. So here we are.
You mean like
Nobody
30
could have
seconds ago?
predicted that.
Bill Crosby, fucking
Sydney.
Crosby?
he was at a hockey dad. Right?
Okay, now I get it. Bill Crosby. Sure,
Right,
sure.
right,
And he
right.
goes,
Duh.
Oh,
So
I'm
anyway.
sorry, I'm dumb. I didn't realize hockey.
No
dad.
problem. Just don't let it
Okay,
happen again.
William Crosby.
let's
Don't
do.
let it happen again.
Let's
Also known as
Alex.
Bing.
Let's do today first.
Who's a monster? Beats his kids. What a shit.
Dave Bing.
Boy.
What?
Yeah, Dave Bing. Can we just keep going? Dave Bing.
Sure.
David Letterman touching the ladies.
Letterman.
And
Mailman.
Of course, shot some stuff in the 90s. Recent Florida. Here we go.
no.
All right, let's
no.
go. All right,
Let's
all
do
right.
today. Not,
Okay.
Not yesterday. 'Cause
So what happened? What shooting happened today?
I was
fucking-
shooting off in some fucking Street Fighter 4.
No, you weren't.
No, I wasn't. I couldn't get nothing to come out.
Yeah, your mouth and you were slamming your fists on the fucking. I was like,
pounding.
we're okay. So Austin and I went to
Pound
this.
down.
We went to this sweet arcade that's in the mall around our house.
The one we used to work in.
It's fucking
for the
awesome, and
I've been in there.
it has. Have you seen
listeners. That was
round
my
one?
first time.
Yeah. So they have Street Fighter 4 and all sorts of imported games. Austin and I are playing fighting games, and I'd hear him on the other side slamming his fist, and I was like, Austin, you're gonna break it, and we're gonna have to pay for it. Chill out. This isn't ours.
I wouldn't pay for that shit.
Well, we might have to. If...
I would have told him the fucking thing doesn't work. That's why I'm mad at it. The
Yeah,
buttons
all
weren't
right, well,
working.
not well. Then they'd have been like, well, those damages may have been occurred from
I'd have been
slamming.
like, catch me. And I took off running.
Then
What
be
was
like,
he going to do with a bartender?
got your card because you bought a beer. Boom.
They can't charge you.
They could do it.
Anyway, go.
You got an arcade repair tab on your bar tab. Youch. So anyway, we played that, and I was really hoping somebody was playing fighting games. I was sitting there at the Tekken 7 machine. Some guy came by and he's like, "Oh, okay," and he walked around, fucking just bait and switch.
The
I
guy-
thought he was in.
The guy with the girlfriend? She could,
No,
there was a
some
couple that
fucking
walked up
super eligible Tekken player nerd was like, okay, and he like looked like he was like going, he was saddling up because they have to go on the opposite machine of you. So I was like, all right, here we go.
Wait, so you're playing on one side and another dude has to go on the other, so
They have to go on the
you
other.
can challenge him?
Yeah,
That's fucked up.
Because
You're like,
because
because it's not like back in the day when you play a game and you just be like,
right next to somebody.
like I'm gonna play Cruising USA until somebody walks up to the MK2 machine.
Yeah, I mean, he could have been fucking. He could have sat at the perch and seen.
Yeah.
But he just walked by. And I was like, ooh. And then like I'm sitting there playing,
You're like,
watching everyone who comes by because in Tekken you can choose if you play against the computer. Oh, hello,
let there be light.
There it is. I'm sorry, you beat me to it. And or you could do practice mode. So I was in practice mode, sitting there wasting my time.
I was gonna say
Looking at every single person who came by, and then like by the time I was getting into it, I heard, "Yeah, it's gay. Oh, it's Gly, it's gay," and I was like, "Who the fuck is?" It's fucking Austin. What an ass.
What was I saying?
He just ran by, said some dumb shit, and I was like, "Fuck!" I thought this dude was gonna challenge me for real.
What did he say?
No, he was saying some dumb shit.
Yeah, it was Billy.
What noise he just made?
I was being typical.
Yeah, he just fucking. Have you ever heard a
board.
foghorn? It's somewhat what he's like.
I was being arcade idiot.
Yeah, well, you know.
Who's he even talking to?
Dude, he was screaming out for me to catch it here, like, you know. And then he just came up behind, and I was like, "Fuck!" And he saddled it next to me, and was like, "Get on the other side and play, you fuck."
I didn't play no Tekken. I wasn't. Gonna
Yeah,
play
he didn't
Tekken.
even bother. Ugh, I would have bodied that ass. Oosh.
Yes, you would have.
Gush.
All right, so let me tell the story the real way. So there's this arcade in the mall that is it's one of these new age arcades where it's like a bar / restaurant, but not really. There's a bowling alley in there, like 12 lanes or whatever the fuck.
No, there's more. There's 15 or so because we were at lane 11.
All right, 16 lanes.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
I guess there does have to be even number.
Yeah, there does.
But
they just cut one off.
So then they got a bunch of arcade. It's like this is what I said when I walked in. It's like a Dave and Buster's because I went to Dave and Buster's the one time and was like fucking so disappointed. I was talking about it on this podcast too. No, it's horrible. They're all ticket games. Yeah. It's all garbage. There's a couple of like old fashioned shit, but this one
and like app games on a big screen.
Right.
Yeah, it's like Fruit Ninja.
Trash.
Yep,
right.
Yeah.
They do have one little corner that's got like one retro arcade where you can play like Donkey Kong and. I don't know.
It also has like
old,
one of those arcade machines that has like every fucking game ever in it, just like all packed into one, and you got to pick it first.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah, but that's it. Like one or two of those.
Yeah,
and then the rest is
the rest is garbage. So I walked into this one. Alex was telling me about it, so I'm like, okay, so it's like a Dave and Buster's, but good. It's like an arcade should be what you would think of an arcade. It's got games that you would actually want to play. And it's similar to that, but they're all fucking Japanese. Everything is Japanese.
They're Japanese imported games. I can't believe you're the only person I've ever heard like to be salty about.
Yeah, but no, because I'm trying to start a game. Even when I was playing King of Fighters, I sit down and it's like, right? It says Japanese letters, and yes and no is in English, but I'm like, what am I picking yes or no?
What it's
for?
asking, like I could explain what's asking you because there's like a little
you
card
don't
tab.
speak Japanese.
No, I don't, but I know what's going on because in Japanese arcades, you buy a card that is like your username, like your gamer tag. So when you start a game, you scan it over the thing, and that it doesn't apply because there's no like database on these games, but it's the same machines. So it asks you if you want to sign in. So the first thing it asks you is if you want to sign in, and then no. Or it asks you, is this the game you want? And then you pick it, and then if you want to sign in. So that is where Austin got confused.
No.
Not even that, and then not even that. Austin played KOF with me. And
oh yeah, I picked the wrong.
There was in the start of the game, not in the start like before Japanese bullshit happens. Like it's like advanced, extra, or this mode. And Austin's flipping through, and he picks extra. Which is not the way to go.
I didn't know he was playing with me. I didn't know. I was running out of time at that point.
And then he picked extra, and I went advanced, and I shouted over the thing.
It's so goddamn loud.
It was loud.
Hear nothing.
And then he picked extra and couldn't do moves, and it was like...
Yeah, no moves are coming out.
I was like, I told you to pick advanced. He's like, it's in Japanese. It wasn't in Japanese.
I didn't say that was in Japanese.
Yes, you did.
That everything else was. I was confused. No, I knew. I remember advanced, extra, and something else. I was just like...
Doesn't matter.
I was like, I can't pick advanced because I'm not an advanced player. So I was like, give me that extra. Give me an extra whatever fucking button. I didn't know what it did.
So anyway, it's a fucking sick arcade. It's got Gunslinger Stratos.
No,
it's got
but
some
all right,
super cool imported games.
The only problem I'm saying is because half of it, the thing where it's like they're paired up back to back. If you sit down on one side and somebody's on the other, you guys are playing each other. If you put money in, it's versus. But that shit's running off of a PC. We saw it right on the side.
Yeah, Austin grabbed it and was like jerking it around.
I was tipping
fucking
it.
Leave it be.
It's a tower. It's fine.
So?
But anyway, the thing is, like, you can get English versions. They've got English language for every game we play.
But that is not. I mean, that. Look, I mean that the machine was you could pick from a lot of those games.
I am the machine.
Kawaii.
Yeah, kawaii desu.
I'm the Flizzash.
Let's just say, if you're thinking about starting an arcade and you don't have the Simpsons game, yo shit ain't popping.
Oh, true.
It ain't popping.
Which Simpsons game?
Konami Simpsons game, you fucking
Simpsons
busted.
game.
You's a busted.
Are you even American?
Don't even go in the arcade, bitch.
Don't act like you ain't never been to Caesar when you
Haven't
play
you
the Simpsons
seen?
game.
That's where I
Caesar?
Haven't you seen where Marge gets shocked and she's got rabbit ears?
And she beats somebody with a vacuum? You seen that shit?
Ooh.
Bart's got the skateboard.
Is it Bart's Nightmare? Because that was the one I used to play.
No, well, dude,
It's just the Simpsons on
just
it.
get off
sorry,
it.
I'm
Get off
sorry.
my jock.
Get off it.
Yeah,
So this arcade is fucking sick. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, speak.
Austin and I bowled, and
That was horrible. Horribly horrible.
Doesn't surprise me.
you can see it in his face, not a bowler. You can see the carpal tunnel in his face. He's like,
It's not carpal tunnel. I just can't throw the goddamn ball straight.
No.
So,
All right, go ahead. Give me
What
your
weight of ball are you using?
well, that's the thing.
Use
So
baby ball.
I grab
Baby's
6 pounds.
Yes, 8.
Really?
I grab
Why?
a light ball and then I grab a heavy ball because it doesn't matter. I mean,
It does matter.
any ball
That's
is
the
going
most
to bowl the pins over.
No.
My problem is I got to throw it straight.
Yeah.
So I start with the light one till I can kind of get a line going.
That's not how it works.
Every time I throw the goddamn thing, it's going left and right.
That's not how it works.
the weight makes it.
The weight matters. And I'm not even a good bowler, and I've realized that. If your fingers can't fit in the holes,
My fingers
you
fit in
don't
the-
play.
Yeah, dude, no, come on.
Homie don't play.
I got a
Homie don't
fucking
play.
large hole size,
Gross.
8-pound ball,
8-pound bulls?
Dude, my
and I
hands
also
are
grabbed
fucking.
a 12-pound.
Lee.
My fingers are super
I feel like
skinny,
I
but
got
I know.
crab hands now because they hurt.
Yeah, and
Middle knuckle.
I realized, like, when I used to bowl more, like, I used to go all the time, I'd throw, like, an 8-pound ball, and I was like, well, I might break this ball throwing it down the lane, so I grabbed, like,
Dude.
a 10-pound or, like, an 11-pound, and it's so much better.
It didn't fucking matter.
Are you muscling it when you throw it?
Hell no.
Okay.
I'm trying to
trying.
throw it straight.
Because that's what I do.
The thing is, like, sure, I can throw it as hard as I can, a fucking 12-pound ball. If I hit any amount of pins, it's doing the same thing to the balls.
Not
the only
really.
thing, the pins might come
really.
bouncing back, but
That's what you want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
sure,
want
but
them to
fuck, I
fly
want them-
everywhere.
not if I hit the fucking 7-pin. I need to make sure I'm zeroing in it.
You want those pins to go anywhere they can.
Yeah.
Dude, you don't gotta teach me how to bowl, please.
Well,
I know what I'm doing.
today.
Today, what? Alex is he's got a
It's not
fucking...
his high horse.
He thinks
No.
he's the big swinging
No,
back
that is not it.
because
Because
he bowled a 116 and a 140 or something like that.
148.
Yeah.
What did
Yeah,
you bowl?
dude, I'm rolling
Did
the
you break
fucking-
100?
No.
No,
I didn't break fucking
but
80.
like
I rolled
I'm
like
not.
76.
I'm not sitting here like I'm some big dick, but I was doing
Some
pretty
big-
well
you are
for
a big
today.
dick. I said that you think you're the big swinging dick.
Well, thank you.
You think.
I did well. I don't consider myself
Alright,
a very good
hang
bowler.
on. Now,
I
to
don't
be
like bowling.
fair, the first game I literally was. Why I grabbed the 8-pound ball is because I wanted to try to get it curving. So I was trying to put some English on it, like probably half of the first game.
You're playing
The
pool.
bigger
That's
ball, the
problem.
heavier
Playing
ball
pool.
is better for curving.
But I'm just trying to get the motion down. honest
Yeah,
to God.
that's
I'm
fair.
trying to fucking get mechanics. That's all I was doing today for the first game. Second game I actually tried and I still bowled a 78.
Yeah.
I looked over and I saw some kid with he had to have a 6-pound ball. Was it 6 or
You
6
said
or
it was
less?
6.
Because
It
he
was 6.
he walked up like it was a shot put. He held it in his hand like he was fucking like he had another head, and then he just was like biggie and just threw it, and it bounced like a bouncy ball and went off, and they just turned around before the pins hit.
He don't care.
Fucking sat down. Yeah, this kid was
Well,
like,
his
"My
dad
dad
was
wants
into
to."
it.
Yeah,
his
was
dad
getting
walked up
psyched.
to the.
Nice job, son.
Yeah. Oh, maybe next time, kid. And he's just like, whatever. Fuck.
He walked up
Dad.
to
Fucking Dad.
He walked up to the counter. He's like, "Hey, Isaac, the ball's stuck," and turns around and leaves. Like, doesn't even wait. Decides
Isaac?
nothing. That was the kid's name.
Poor kid.
Shit.
Sorry, Isaac's out there.
Sorry,
Shout out
Isaac.
to Isaac.
He's a handsome brother. Handsome brother.
Bruda.
Anyway.
Austin
okay.
had
So
it.
that's probably today.
That's today. That arcade's sick. I intend to go there in the next day or two. Because joint birthday with my buddy.
That's the end of the
2
podcast.
birthdays?
My birthday happened last week, and
happy belated.
why, thank you.
You're
And his birthday is exactly a week after, so it's this Friday.
Get out of town.
Pretty sick. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. Crazy world we live in. So we're going. He wants to go to some bar, and I was like, dude, we got to go to this place because it's awesome.
Yeah.
And it is fucking
It's
awesome.
rad.
Yeah. Have you?
Yeah, I've been there.
All right. Tomorrow. Tomorrow's the day. Here we are making some belated plans. I want to go there. I don't know if he's going to go. But anyway, so that was our week.
Yeah.
You already told your week?
No.
Go ahead.
No, I have not.
rip.
I've been playing a lot of PUBG.
Yeah.
PUBG. Have you played it at all?
No, but I have
pretty
H1Z1 or H1.
It's not the same.
Same shit.
It is. But
I played Fortnite for a while.
Fortnite is not fun to me, man.
Fortnite's more fun.
You need to stop.
Wait.
It's a matter of opinion.
What?
But I don't like yours.
You talking about Battle Royale? Fortnite
Battle Royale. Yeah.
That game is no, it is fun. It's better, except for it's not. The idea is
I don't
better.
like the cartoon.
Yeah, the cartoon is weird, but it's not that. It's the fact that, dude, like the weapons level up and people level up. The first time I played it, I shot somebody like fucking 6 times before he turned around. He turns around and kills me.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? If this was PUBG, he's dead.
That's why I like
That's what he
PUBG.
should be.
He had armor. It's more of an arcade thing.
Yeah, but that's
He had
not
armor.
cool. That was my first time playing. I'm like, oh, that was fucking fun.
Yeah.
There was my kill gone.
That's why I like games that don't have that sort of upgrade system. Is like, if you're good at the game, you're good at the game because you're playing the same shit as everybody else is.
You've been had, dude. I'm seeing your symbol on here. Is that the Kame house? You've been had. You got it all wrong, dude.
That one probably says
What's on your back?
I like
This
dicks.
is Chinese.
And
That's not the same as this. That's not the same as that.
Is it that?
No, it's not that. But it's not the same as this.
You've been
It's
had,
just a
dog.
bunch of logos hanging. Oh yeah, and I played Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse. It's a little late, but
Xenoverse
Oh, yeah,
is
I
fun.
saw
I was
that.
playing it this week.
yeah.
And
yeah,
Austin's
me
like,
too.
Xenoverse?
It was free on Xbox for a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah, free play days.
Yeah.
That was the second one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing.
Now I should buy it.
It's
'cause
cheap.
fun.
You like it? It's
Well,
fun.
it was fun.
I like it a
Make
lot.
sure you get it for the anime sale ends. Wait, it wasn't on the anime sale. It was
So,
at GameStop.
did you know that the Dragon Ball Fighters came out?
Yeah. Yeah. My friends were playing it all over the place.
So, yeah, people who don't play fighting games love it.
My friends all over the
And
world.
people who play fighting games love it. So, like, people who don't play fighting games and love Xenoverse are so salty.
Yeah.
It's the best thing ever. Oh, it's so good.
See, that's what I liked about it. Is it's a story. You make your own dude
Yeah.
and all this. Yeah, that's why it was cool. I was like, I'm literally just flying around
Yeah, that
fucking
is
people
neat.
up.
That
It's
is
fun. No, it's a fun game. I like Xenoverse. I was playing it this week. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
It wasn't Xenoverse 2? It was just...
Xenoverse 2. Yeah.
Okay, because I haven't played that one. I played Xenoverse 1.
Yeah, it was
and
free
I liked
play.
that one.
Yeah, it was really fun. I'm thinking about buying it. It's only like $20 now.
Fun game.
Yeah,
But-
yeah, I don't. Probably because Fighter Z came. That's what it was.
Yeah.
It was on the anime sale. File. I was looking for, but that was on Steam. I keep getting shit confused because now I got a PC that plays games. Anyway,
But yeah,
Awesome.
played that.
Nine.
Played Dragon Ball Z. Played PUBG.
oh, we're talking about what
and-
you're playing now.
Yeah, fuck off. But and then obviously UFC because the new one came out, and I've been getting in that ass.
Is it good?
Anaheim? Been getting
Anaheim getting in that ass. Yeah, no, it's fun, man.
Canada.
It's really, really fun.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know, I got really good pretty
Anaheim's in
quick.
California.
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 Anaheim, Quebec.
But yeah, so that's about it.
Mighty Ducks.
Okay.
But I want to play PUBG with you because that is really fucking
Yeah, no,
fun to
that's
me.
I'm down.
I'm so like
I haven't played with a team yet. I've heard people that were disappointed in it.
what?
Because
it's a preview of the game. It's not even finished.
Right. Red
Yeah,
Letter
but
Media,
it
was,
hasn't been
what's
finished
his
for
name?
fucking how long?
Yeah,
A year and a half.
that's fine. That's the problem though, is I'm worried about playing it a lot before or when, and then it'll get
Humble
stale.
bundle, baby.
But
Yeah,
it's
no.
really fucking
Dude,
fun.
Nidhogg.
Oh, Overgrowth is so fucking fun.
Melty Blood. How much?
I just like it because I like
$6
PUBG because like it just
Not
it
bad.
sort of adds
Dive
a
kit.
different dynamic to shooters.
Yeah, yeah.
Because any more shooters are it's the same way he explained it. Too.
I would
So
highly
I don't want to
recommend
steal what the fuck's his name from Red Letter Media, the fat guy.
The fat guy,
What's
Rich
his name
Evans.
again? Rich Evans. That's it. No, and he's absolutely right. Like most fighting games, it's like a fucking It's like a factory of people. You know, you run out, you get shot, you come back. It's just like nonstop, whatever cycle of. Soldiers.
Dude, get Lethal League.
But this one, it's different. There's a lot of. It matters. You get one life.
Strategy is the biggest thing, and some people are so bad at strategy, and some people are so good at it.
Well, and that's kind of the thing. It's like you can be good at the game, I suppose, and you won't fucking. Have you won yet?
Yeah, nah, I've won in a team.
Let me go through this humble bundle real quick.
Hang on, in a fucking minute. This isn't a bundle. This is the store.
Right.
I've played games where I've literally not killed anybody. I've sat there for like 20 minutes, done nothing, and like when the circle keeps shrinking, I'm in like a good spot.
Yeah,
I just never have to move, so I'm like, that's cool. Just wait for people to go down, but that's not all that fun.
But that's how a war would be.
Do,
It's true. I know you do.
That's such a
good
strategy.
You know what's the shitty part though is then it goes down and then I do gotta move or whatever happens. I decide to move and I fucking die. So I'm like, whoops, finished 5th, and I'm like, I just wasted 20 minutes doing nothing.
Yeah.
Ran out and died.
Well, but I mean, if you want that experience, you should play fucking Halo or something, because that's not the
game. But like the biggest thing is like the only time I go out and fight is either when I have to or when I want to get better at the game.
Sure.
So like, if I'm hanging out there and a dude walks up, I'm going to shoot him. I'm not going to run. But there has been times where I've had to run from people because I don't have anything.
Right.
The worst part, though, I'll have to say, I like the game. It's just really easy to kind of complain.
Yeah.
Because even if you're having fun, that's what I'm talking about. When like you reflect on the game you just had, it's like, man, that was fun. Then you think, you're like, well, I sat there for 20 minutes, did nothing, ran out, found one guy, shot him. Got shot from behind. Had no idea where he was.
Well, that's the game. Like that's just what it is.
Deal, yeah.
It is what it is.
I know. Just the length of time.
And people like watching it too.
It's condensed games.
Love watching it.
They should make a smaller map. I'm not saying for the game they should keep the game the way it is, but they should have an option to play a smaller map with everything is just kind of.
I think it's cool.
Instead of that, if they wanted to go that route, they could make you could only drop in a certain radius and the map closed in faster. Because
but it's still too big. If it's closing in faster, you're gonna have people dying from the stupid.
But what I mean is, you can only drop in a certain radius, so everyone's in a certain space already. Then it drops in.
I think it keeps it fresh though, because the map's so big, and you never know when it's all completely random all the time.
Right.
The circle is gonna start wherever.
Yeah.
And that's fun because sometimes it's like, God damn it, my mouth was open.
Keep talking. What are you talking about, dude? There's geese coming in.
You're going to throw them off.
So
listeners.
There's games where you drop in and you literally have to run the whole time, and it keeps it fresh because you're like, fuck, like, I don't have time to look through this house. I have to run through here. I have to go, like, and it's fun. That's what really keeps it.
That's actually kind of the problem with that, Alex. Your idea is that's... If you have to drop in a limited space, they have to reduce the players because there's not enough guns in the.
Nah.
You can go. I've played games where I've gone through 6 or 7 houses, and I'm like, I got nothing. I got no backpack. I got a couple of fucking fake Red Bulls. And not even a pistol. Maybe a pistol.
Yeah, the one time I dropped in and I went to 3 houses and there was nobody. Like, there's nothing in there except for smoke grenades. And this dude came in there, and I was like, "Fuck, I have to get out of here." So I literally just ninja vanished him. I threw the smoke grenade down in the house and then just ran out.
Took off?
Yeah.
Do you have a mic on?
You robbing him?
No. Give some shit?
No. The only thing I wish that they had is like in PC games where it's
smoke jutsu and then fucking vanish.
The only thing I wish they had was
it's so fucking sick.
In PC games where like when you're playing like a big world game like that, the closer that somebody is to you, you hear them like you hear somebody talking in the mic. Like, that'd be really fucking cool.
They don't have that?
They don't have that.
That's fucked. I thought that was the case.
Because I play with my headset all the time. But it's weird because you'll literally be playing and you'll be like inside of a house and you're like, okay, I hear a car. No idea which direction it's coming from because...
Oh, dude, yeah. That's a funny...
Really?
I can't remember if I didn't record it because I had that turned off. I don't want to get into that, but I was playing a game where I'm hiding behind a tree because that's the way to go. When it's down to
shade?
Well, yes and no. When it's down to like 9 people and you know they're all in the same area and there's like at least 1 or 2 people probably are whizzing around in cars.
Yeah.
So you kind of hug a tree so that they can't hit you while you're aiming.
Yeah.
So I was doing that. Somebody drove by and I went for it. I just kind of stepped out to aim and started shooting. And then I have headphones in. Alex is standing right there. I can hear the car coming, so I stop aiming, turn around. The second I turn around, boom! And my little nephew's right there, just scared the shit out of me. It was funny.
I remember that.
I knew it was coming. I went because that's just kind of the risk you take. It was like, all right, well,
it's
I'm
fun.
gonna try to shoot him.
It's fun because you'll see people fighting, and you'll be like, "That's literally not my fight. I have no reason to get in the middle of that."
Exactly. Wait for
you just take out the winner, right?
Yeah. Well, not even that. Sometimes,
possible.
if I'm not equipped to fight, I won't do it.
Yeah.
Like,
forget it.
like. If a dude, and that's the thing is, you'll be sitting there like, okay, I'm sitting in this house, but that dude's way too far for me to shoot. Like, and you'll just be like, well, I guess I gotta let him go because I don't want to give him my position and shoot, and then him know where I am.
Right. Plus, if you start chasing him, he might run by somebody else ready to go.
Exactly.
And he's like, well, I'm gonna let him go.
Yeah.
Get this
You know, one
guy.
thing that that bugs me that is the same as like I played H1Z1 for like one round. Austin saw me playing that for a second. I played one round. I got to 15th, and it was drawn in. I forgot because I only played it because I thought zombies were in that game because I like that. I like the zombie angle.
I love zombies.
But one thing one dude did, and it was like this guy was way better. Like he knew the game back and front.
Yeah.
So like he's just fucking driving around, and I start shooting at him from behind a rock. So he knows where I am once I start shooting at him, and he fucking comes in, whips his tail around, jumps out of the car, and he immediately gets out of the car.
Yeah.
There's not a door in the opening animation.
Oh, yeah,
he doesn't step out. He's just out of the car, and he uses it as cover and shoots me down, gets back in the car, and drives away.
Yeah.
And it was like, fuck, dude. Like, that is such a good advantage that I didn't even think about.
There's shit like that
but
happens.
You wouldn't want to take a car. You're like, everybody knows where I am if I'm whizzing around in a car.
Not the thing is, some people are so good.
Yeah, it's such a good.
Some people are so good at driving the cars, and some people are so good at taking out people in the cars. Because I've been sniped. I've been sniped while in the passenger seat when my friend's driving, and I was just like, "The fuck!" Like, there's nothing I could do.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even know he was there. I'm just like driving around, bam, done.
I know that's the problem.
And we're like driving through the jungle and shit, and I don't know how the fuck anybody's that good at shooting. It's crazy.
I just feel like the game it's fun and I do like it, but it is very, very easy for me to reflect on it and be like, why was that fun? And then I can't figure it out.
But that's with a lot of games. Like, with video games as a whole, like, I've had games, like, fights in UFC where I'm like, alright, this is a 25-minute fight, and I got knocked out when I was winning it in the last, like...
Yeah, but you had you did have a chance. In that game, you had a chance.
Yeah.
If you're talking about fucking whatever PUBG, there could be a time where you have to run for that circle or something. You're like, this sucks.
Yeah.
I'm running. I know I'm out in the open, and boom, they get you.
Yeah.
Like, there goes fucking 15 minutes down the drain. Killed nobody.
It's about strategy.
Get no quote unquote loot because the loot is ass.
You know what happened to me in
Fortnite has good loot. There's a lot of Fortnite. There's a lot of
good
stuff
loot.
that
Loot.
Fortnite. One thing that they did was like. Some guy, we were both running up, and I was like, I could take this guy out while he's running away from the wall.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, pow, pow, pow. And then he turns around, puts a wall up in front of him, peeks behind it, kills me, and fucks off. And I was like, God damn it. Yeah, but that's that game's thing.
Yeah.
Building stuff. But then, like, I got really I got within top 5. And then it all came to this one hill, and it was just like, there's a tower here. And then I was like, okay. Worked my way to the tower, and then it was like a guy with a rocket. And I was like, oh, that's what happens. There's the guy with the rocket who builds the tower in the middle. That's what fucking happens. And it's like, damn, I don't think I want to play this anymore.
No.
And
it was okay, but I liked the game up to that point, but it was like, this is what it will be.
Yeah.
This is what the game will end up. The first one to get the rocket and fucking build the tower.
There's no rocket. He got that in loot. He came into the game with a rocket. It's probably only got one shot.
No, he fucking maybe that's the case. But
I know there's no rockets on the map.
No, but there's care packages. There's care packages that come in.
That's true.
So he picked that up. He got the fucking rocket, and then he built a tower.
It's just not fun to me. Like,
he built a fortress at least.
I don't like when I'm like, oh, I got to jump on somebody, and they're just like, oh, here's a wall. I'm gonna build. I'm gonna hide behind it, and you're like, well, I've been chasing you, and there's no cover here.
I mean,
like,
you can do the same.
You
thing.
can do the same thing.
Is the defense to that argument? But like. I don't know, man. It's a tough one. It's a tough call.
All right, let's get off.
Because some people are so good at that.
Yeah.
Let's get off.
It's fucking fun, though.
No, well, okay.
So, back to Dark Souls.
Well, wait. Okay, you want to go over the Humble Bundle real quick.
Just fucking around.
There's just a couple of... I guess it's hard to remember the last bunch of months. There's been a lot of shit that I've been like, you know what? I would like to talk about this on the podcast. But I didn't, because we didn't do one. I can't remember any of it, though.
Death Road Canada, I heard.
Okay, Alex,
awesome.
you wanted to talk about what now? Oh, the Humble Bundle store. Alex says, let's go into that real quick.
Dude, I'm seeing Death Road Canada. I've only heard that game is fucking hilarious.
All you gotta do is pay $6.24 and you can get
Death Road Canada and some other shit, but I heard Death Road
and
Canada
everything
is
in
very
the
fun.
tier before it too.
Right. Which was like fucking 5 Nights at Freddy's, some garbage.
Yeah, Sister Location, which I just bought for my kid. The kids are into it. This is the thing me and Alex were talking about real quick. Maybe, unless you guys want to get into it, but I hope not.
Well, we'll go into it and we'll see where it goes.
This is how fucking YouTubers can sell games that are ass to kids like nothing.
Well,
they should.
YouTube
T-shirts.
They could
to
tell.
kids that
They
are
could
nothing.
That's
Like,
true.
well, look,
But
on that angle, like the fucking Super Best Friends have sold me on games I would never even consider.
No, okay, that's
They've
fine.
shown me games,
but that's
and I've been
because
like,
they're
I'll
good
play it.
games. I'm talking about like the guy. I'm talking about specifically like Dan TDM or fucking FGTV or all these anybody
Sure.
who plays.
Well, kids
specifically. Hold on, fucking Hello Neighbor. That game sucks. Hello Neighbor is a shit game. And I thought it looked cool. It's a
I did
sweet
too. I
idea.
agree.
Like the concept is good, but the game is awful. And they play that shit on YouTube and all this crap. And that's all my kid
that
wants to
out?
play. That's all my fucking
Go back.
nephews want to play. And the game is not good.
Go back.
I've never
Could you
even
just
never even
fucking
heard of
wait a
it.
minute.
I mean, I've heard of it,
Oh,
but I've
yeah.
never even seen anything for it. Nothing.
Right.
The people that play
why would
that
you?
game, they make it so goddamn popular, and it's not even.
It's like Five Nights at Freddy's.
It's exactly like.
Well,
Five
that's
Nights at
just
Freddy's.
weird.
That
It's a
game
fucking
sucks too.
cult.
That is a point and click.
It's
That
a cult for
that game
kids.
was when it first came out. It's not unlike Minecraft. I don't think Five
No,
Nights at Freddy
Minecraft
was
is actually. I mean,
It's
that's
like
a
Legos.
much better game.
Five Nights
Minecraft
at Freddy's
is far and away better
and
than those two games.
Minecraft were not like marketed specifically at kids.
Minecraft
But-
wasn't barely marketed at all.
But they became like such a niche kid thing. Not niche.
It's
I
not even.
fucking perished the thought
Honest to
using
God,
that
it's
word.
not even a kid thing. It's just a YouTube thing, and YouTube became the thing that parents
But
throw in
it's-
their kids' hands to get them out of their fucking hair.
Yeah, well, it's a funsy. Now it's to a weird point like Lego, where it's like which it is Lego,
Yeah,
but it's like
pretty
a
much.
fucking art style, which is absurd. Minecraft
Wacky?
is an art style. People are making videos in Minecraft, like it's fucking
Oh, I know.
like Minecraft models.
Dan
It's the
TDM
fucking
literally
stupidest
made
thing.
his career off of Minecraft.
Sure, I bet he hates that game. I bet
Oh, he does,
fucking
and I can
hates
tell,
it.
and I know it.
Does
I
he
know
say
it's
he
true.
hates it?
No, but I don't think so. But he doesn't really play it anymore. There's people that have said it. I can't remember where I'm getting this information from, but I do remember somebody saying, like, was it PewDiePie or somebody?
I have so much
Somebody
more
was
respect
saying-
for PewDiePie because he like a few videos happened of, or like he made a few videos of Five Nights at Freddy's, and then eventually he's like, I fucking hate this game. I don't know why you
That's
guys
it.
like it.
Yeah.
I'm really tired of it, but okay, here we go.
That's
and then he just didn't play the rest.
That's the thing.
I really like that guy now. Like I
You
liked
like
him
him
before,
now?
but I liked this
he's
shit
not
before,
giving
but
a fuck.
he doesn't give a fuck.
He's
Yeah.
Tiger Woods in
He's
it.
doing his own thing, and like you gotta respect him for it.
Hell yeah, I take Ambien
I like
and I
him.
fuck bitches.
Is that what he says?
Still gonna golf.
Oh, that's Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
That'd be a
I thought he
weird
was
thing. That'd be a
fucking
weird quote for
engaged. Yeah, it's
PewDiePie.
like, damn, PewDiePie's going fucking
PewDiePie
heel.
Off the rails.
Heel turn for PewDiePie.
I didn't mean that
he's-
word.
He already like.
I don't fucking care about no.
I like PewDiePie. I like him. And then Juan's like, just fuck him. I don't care. And he doesn't like.
Just fuck
think
him.
about- He wants to.
He's giving you permission?
Can't speak for
Give you a
Juan.
hall pass.
No, but
Just
he's
fuck
like,
him.
yeah, hall
I know you
pass.
wanna.
No, but he's like,
I won't be mad.
fuck that guy. I don't care what the fuck he says. He's crap. He just screams. It's like, dude, no. I like PewDiePie. I've always
I
liked
You
don't
like
know.
Logan Paul?
What'd you say?
Oh boy, should we go there? I mean, that's a
Fuck
thing.
yeah.
Wait, what'd you say?
Logan Paul?
I don't know
Hello?
what that is.
Fucking idiot.
Dumb
What?
motherfucker.
What is Logan
Not
Paul?
you.
You don't know
Logan
who he
Paul.
is?
No.
He was the guy who disrespected Japan in one fell swoop. In
Really,
two videos, one fell
Yes.
swoop.
Was it bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Because
rough.
you always hear this, and it's like they take shit out of context.
No.
No, I saw
There's no
both
right
of them.
context.
I
So
believe
there
you
was
guys, I'm
so
asking.
there's two videos. Let me put it into
Yeah,
context for everybody.
let's-
There's two videos. One of them was him going to the suicide forest and he was going to camp out, but then
hell
he
is that?
found
It's in Japan.
there's this
Teach
at
me
the
everything.
foot of Mount Fuji. There's a forest
Foot of Fuge.
that people have gone to for years. For some reason, they go there
Is he
and
butchered it?
they commit suicide. Like hundreds of people a year kill
Sounds
themselves in this forest. So there's like the groundskeeper. He'll go around and find people who are camping, and he'll like talk to them and be like, "Don't do this" and shit. Like try to talk them down, and Japan has a thing about
suicide,
just corpses and dead bodies, where it's like there's a reason that you rarely see ragdoll in games. It's because you're like desecrating a corpse at that point, and they respect the dead.
Sure.
So it's like he went to Japan, found a dead body, filmed it, like talked about it, tried to be sincere, and then he left and made jokes and tried to be like a fucking charismatic guy, which is the wrong way to go. And people were like, dude, you're being a fucking asshole. And his thumbnail was like him like going and a dead body like behind him.
He never shows the face, which is
so there's half of it. Austin Googled it now. Go to images. Go to images.
Joe Rogan does do this.
So there's that, but then like even worse. So there's the picture of him like posing with the hat. He's wearing a hat. He's being a fucking idiot goof.
On top of that, on top of that, he posts a video of him like touring Japan.
Right, that was what I was gonna get.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, I thought it was the second. I thought it was like before. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so he's
that
just
was
being
worse, by the way.
Dick. Like he's just being an asshole. He's like running around Japan. Rich. He's pretty much acting like Chris Tucker in Rush Hour in real life. He's being like not respecting people's cultures, and like he like walks in and like buys a Game Boy, and like walks outside, smashes it, and then walks back inside. He's like, "Hey, there's it's not working."
First of all, he
smashed it inside.
He's dressed as a fucking. He's in a Pikachu onesie.
Yeah, that's all I need to see.
He goes to Japan and acts like it's like a fucking like playground and shit. He acts like it's a an amusement park, and he has zero respect for the culture. Which like whatever, I mean. I'm not to say like I wouldn't respect it, but when you go somewhere, you have to show some respect because you're representing kind of your culture or country.
Sure.
So he went there and he was like the annoying American tourist to the nth degree. He was like the ultimate.
I was gonna say
asshole.
I was gonna say if you look at him, you go, yeah, he's for sure American. Like he's running around. Just being a fucking dick.
Dude,
like he was the worst.
It was the worst thing ever. Like, and his brother's been really shitty, but he apparently
Jake
like
Paul?
Less shitty.
Like his brother. Well, his brother was being like really shitty and immature because he's young, and then everyone was like, Logan's fine, and then he did this, and everyone's like, dude,
and then
both. He's now lost endorsements from YouTube, like big time.
On top
everything else.
On top of that, he took like a 3-week break from YouTube, came back. And then started, like, tasing dead mice.
But before that, just before that...
Just to see what they do?
Like, on the heels of doing the suicide thing, like, he tried to do some kind of, like, recovery thing where he, like...
I made a mistake.
He's like, well, you did that, but he tried to, like, go out and be, like, talk to some of his fans who were suicidal. And did this and, like, saw how he was, like, changing their lives. He did that as, like, to try to...
save face.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he started tasing mice, and he fucking just was being shitty.
How long ago was this?
This was
the mice thing?
Weeks, not even.
As of your birthday, he's got over 21 million subscribers.
He's gone. It's weird. He's got
fluctuated. Over 3.5 billion views. On YouTube.
Yep.
He's fine.
No,
it looks like
he's fine, but he's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Like, there's no question.
But why do they watch him? I don't understand.
Kids fucking love him.
Kids love... Dude, it's one of those things. Like, even after he left the Suicide Forest, people in Japan were like, holy shit, I'm a huge fan. Like, there was people outside like, can I get a picture?
So they didn't even know what he was doing?
No, they didn't know he just found a dead body and reported it. And, like, he's filming, like, EMS going into the forest. And he's like, there's a body in there. You better be careful. It's like, dude, fuck up. He's being a piece of shit.
All right. I've had enough of his Logan.
All right, yeah.
I can't believe I've never heard of him. That's bonkers.
No, I don't.
Yeah, first of all, he was a Vine star. He started on Vine.
Which was kind of funny because it's 7 seconds.
Yeah,
so you don't have enough time.
No one knows you're a piece of shit in 7 seconds.
And you can only say so many curse words in 8 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, he's trying to
show so many dead people.
The worst part about that video, the Suicide Forest video, is he, like, starts it, and he's like, no one's done this on YouTube before, so like,
Yeah.
I hope this doesn't happen again, but this is a breakthrough.
He sells
and it's like,
it.
shut
It's
the
super
fuck
fucked
up.
up.
Yeah, like, what are you talking about? You're not some
He's
fucking...
a 22-year-old. Fuck.
Yeah,
he looks ripped as fuck. He's like 6'2". The kid's alright. He'll be fine.
Austin, you
I'm
got
not
a
saying
crush
he's a
on
good
Logan
guy.
Paul?
I
Ooh,
just
great.
saying, the fucking guy's going places.
He's
you
fine.
can hate him if you want.
Dude, he
but
was
that's
on
just gonna
fucking
help.
Dateline.
The more you talk about him, though.
They talked to him on Dateline. They
See,
were
I
like,
never even knew who he was until you brought him up. Now I know the guy.
Dude, Bill Burr talked about him and like because
Ripped
he was
him
on
apart.
Dateline. They talked to him and it was like the angle Bill Burr went with was like the guy interviewing him could not understand that someone could make money doing what he did.
Yeah.
So he just kept being like, "So you're saying you do the splits in public, and then you make thousands?" He's like, "Yeah, it's a fucking different age."
Yeah. It's
And then he's
stupid.
like, "It's how many times I got to tell you? That's the way it works these days.
All right.
People watch that, and it makes money. Advertising, don't you get
yeah.
it?
Let me,
But you're saying
do you want to get into what you've been doing lately? Maybe? I
already
didn't mean to
talked
say it like rude. Did you?
yeah, we all talked about
I
that.
didn't talk about what I've done.
Now hold on,
What I've done?
that might be true. I will say this. This is something more interesting than I've been playing fighting games a lot. I
good.
have
Shocker.
pretty much just
It's more interesting
adopted
than that.
Austin's VR, and I've been playing.
Yeah, fucking dick ass. I forgot how you had it.
That's why I adopted it. I gave it a home.
Dick knows.
I've been taking care of it.
No.
It's in good
We've been
care.
playing it.
I've been
forgot
playing it.
I can't play it in my
VR,
room. My room's not as big.
I've been playing Rec Room, which is a game that you can play on
Rex
PlayStation
butt.
VR or yeah, that's the sound that follows it. that's my best like
Wreck butt.
yeah. Anyway, it's a pretty fun game where it's just a so hold on. There was a free VR game that like made me want to fucking throw up. It was a game that you so you had to sit down. Like I sat down and I played it, and you're in like a cockpit of a ship.
Yeah, you pick a cockpit.
You're in a cockpit of a ship. You're in a cockpit of a ship, and you like it's full 3D, like or it's full like gyro. You're moving around and the whole thing, and I was just like, so it's all multiplayer, and you move around and you fucking fly, and it was kind of cool after a while, but for the longest time I wanted to fucking barf. It was like they tried to play it fun, and it was like,
Can't wait to be a pilot.
I'm dropping bombs, but I'm like, and like you can move around and shoot, and like your crosshairs are one thing, but your ship is moving another thing. And when you fly around in your control while you're looking and shooting where you look, it is fucking disorienting, and like only somebody like me or somebody who's used to playing in VR could not just barf after fucking 20 minutes. Like I knew that if I kept playing I would get used to it. But even then I was like, yeah, I'm sort of used to it, but I really don't want to fucking play this anymore. Yeah. This is too much. I could never convince anyone to play this. It's not even that fun. Fuck it. But that Rec Room is a lot of fun because it's just you can either play with people and it's like there's little adventure modes, or you can play laser tag or paintball or fucking.
So it's just a shooting game?
No, you can play fucking disc golf with people. Like it's a Rec Room. Like it's like a after school kind of you meet up in a gym. You can sit there and talk to people and fucking hang out.
It's like,
or you can go and play. It's fun, man.
You're
it's
like you're like a floating Nintendo Mii. Sorry.
Yeah, and you can put different clothes on. You can go around and
hard
do you have
do
to
whatever.
VR
There's no walking.
So, you like grab you can get rewards and you pop a little box open. It gives you a new shirt and you can just grab it and then put it to your chest and you wear it.
I want to be like, fuck, I can't get my pants on.
No, it's not. You're not a person. You're a floating Rayman,
I want
basically.
a life simulator in VR.
You're floating me with no legs.
Yeah.
And that's what you are.
So it's easy
So
for you.
that game is actually pretty fun.
It's okay. I tried it.
The
Fun,
more you
but
play
should
it,
be
the more
free.
you play it. It is free.
I know. I'm saying it should be. The thing is, like, I don't know. The thing with VR, there's some good VR games, but VR, man, I thought it was something else when I first got it. Just like being immersed in, like, I don't know. Exactly how it works is fucking really sweet, but I don't know, a game like that, man.
A lot of gimmicks.
Like, I don't get
that game's fun.
It's like the Kinect and the Wii. There's gonna be a lot of gimmick games that come out.
Yeah, but this is what I'm
saying. I'm saying, like, but there's
that...
gonna be shitty developers that come out with like Sneak King for the VR. You know what I mean?
I'd play for it.
Shut up,
dude. You know what you do?
That's great.
Sneak up. You got a burger. You got to fucking give him the shimmy. And then you hand them a burger, and they're like, "Yo!"
I would like a
best.
reverse pickpocket VR game.
Pickpocket?
Yeah.
What is pickpocket?
Putting money back?
Back to people's
Sneak that
but
shit.
You have to be like
Robin
really
Hood.
gentle.
It's Robin
and
Hood.
if you touch them, they think you're stealing their wallet.
That is pretty.
Why the fuck wouldn't you just fucking steal the shit?
Because it's funny.
Because you're giving it back.
It's funny.
And then you're like, no, though.
We're supporting good morals.
Okay.
This is a game for
You're
children.
right.
Sure, okay, I like it.
Go ahead, kids.
I do
give
like
people
it
money before they know it.
You give 6 people money, and the 7th guy catches you, and they throw you in jail for pickpocketing.
I didn't have $20 in my pocket in that pocket, but you put it there. Fuck you.
This guy was in my pocket. He must be stealing.
You've never seen those commercials from Burger King? The reverse pickpocket.
My bad.
He used to fucking put money in. No, he used to put money in people's pockets, and then they'd like catch him doing it, and he would just fucking run.
Give him a sandwich.
But he's dressed as he's the king, so he's just fucking booking down the street.
You know what I remember is him fucking playing football and getting his shit wrecked. And, like, he just gets up and like fucking starts shaking his shit. It's the best. It's so fun.
We're gonna have
The king was the best.
Yeah,
his booty.
Way better than Ronald McDonald.
Booty shake. Oh fuck, dude.
Ronald McDonald
fucking suplex that
kids.
idiot.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Let's go there.
Yeah, let's not go there because everybody's doing that.
So
Jesus.
You're not wrong. We missed that whole fucking scandal. That whole wave of scandals.
All that shit. I mean, they've been doing it for years. That's the scary part.
Thank you.
I was watching. All right, let me get into my shit. So lately, this is kind of going in reverse order.
Okay.
No, I've actually been watching shit, and that's most of the stuff I want to talk about. So I will go in reverse order because lately it's been a lot of Joe Rogan podcasts because it's great. The thing about the Joe Rogan podcast, whether you like him or not,
choke you.
I used to. I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to talk about Dark Souls. Good. We're not going to, and that's. But I will say this is why me and Alex. Or I looked at Alex today and told him that we can't have Juan on a podcast if we do it anytime soon because
Juan now loves Dark Souls. He loves Souls games. Loves.
But let's not. Okay.
What happened, Dereck?
So in reverse order, Joe Rogan podcast. I wasn't sure how I felt about Joe Rogan at first when I had first heard it. But he's great. He's super entertaining.
He's
fucking great.
I like him as a person. He's really entertaining, really good. The only problem is his guests are usually. I'm going to get to that. His guests are fucking phenomenal.
He has the most fascinating fucking guests. It's hard
Neil
to
deGrasse Tyson,
Neil deGrasse Tyson,
physicist. Yeah, anybody like
fucking
so
Mel Gibson brought a scientist for stem cell research. For God's sakes, Bill Burr's been on there 1 million times.
Was on there talking about aliens.
All this shit. He had Pauly Shore on.
Yeah,
which
was actually super fucking interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because
he was so much fun to listen to.
So all of this stuff, all of Joe Rogan podcast is great.
It's great.
I can't even remember where the hell I was going with that now.
But I was sensing
you've been listening to.
Well, no, it wasn't actually going to be a but. The thing was, what I was trying to say is, however you feel about the Joe Rogan podcast, it's fucking really good.
Yeah.
He's just got so many episodes. You can go back 2 years. Generally, you only have to go back about 2 years to find a guest that you want to hear if you're looking for somebody in particular, and he gets the answers. No, you're right. There was a but. The only but is he does seem to sorry, Dereck reacted to me throwing a dart. He does seem to and I don't blame him for this because he has so many different people, and I've heard I've actually been listening to some and don't judge me, and I don't care if you do.
Whatever.
Not even you, but no, a lot of conservatives, politicians sort of things. Like Ben Shapiro and Jordan, the hell's his name again? Jordan somebody or other.
I know
the only problem is he'll have those guys and then he'll have people from the fucking complete other side.
Yeah.
Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with having conversations. The only thing is, at times it seems like Joe Rogan might kind of just be playing to them, which is fine, but he sort of doesn't present it that way.
He entertains every idea is the biggest thing.
Yes, and I like it. The only problem, and to try to say it a little clearer, is it seems like he doesn't want to fucking make, he doesn't want conflict on his show, which I don't blame him for, except for when he does. And that kind of just comes randomly.
Yeah.
He will pick on some people like just out of nowhere.
Yeah,
he fucking decides he's gonna do something. It never gets out of hand though.
No,
so I like him, but the only thing I would say is he kind of talks out of both sides of his mouth.
Yeah,
a lot.
No, I know. Right.
Once you listen to a lot of his podcasts, you're like, Joe was just saying this.
Yeah, he contradicts himself. Yeah,
you also
he's admitted to that though. He's admitted to being a hypocrite.
You kind of have to though. Like it's fucking, you do that many shows with that broad of a like the guests he has is all over the map.
Yeah, and you have to think he's also smoking.
True.
Yeah, he's always
every single one.
But real quick, the other thing too is he's to be able to do that, you have to be interested in what the person is saying, whether you agree or not. Mm-hmm. So the thing he does that I like is Jordan. I can't remember the fucking guy's name, but he said it best on God damn it, the Rubin Report. He was saying that Joe Rogan asks questions and is actually interested in the answers.
Yeah.
So if you're going to be interested, you're going to ask the questions. You have to be like invested. You have to figure out why or what. I mean, if I'm just listening to Dereck talking, I completely disagree. I'm just getting my arms crossed.
Right.
What else?
Well,
Joe's asking.
He's got an obsession with seeing every point of view. I feel because he's even asking. The Tom DeLonge one is probably one of the worst ones I've heard in a long time because you can after the podcast is over, he just goes like, "What the fuck?" Because Tom DeLonge's sitting there talking about aliens and shit. And then he's like, okay, but what do you know? And he's like, it's coming out soon. And he's like, okay, well, that doesn't help me now.
Right.
Like, we're not going to do this podcast where you just talk about what I'm going to see later. Like, there's no point in doing it now then. Like,
yeah, but it's crazy to see, like, you'll see a Joe Rogan podcast in your YouTube, like, feed? Recommend. Yeah. And then it's an hour. And then you'll see, I saw Austin was watching him and, the fuck, what's his name?
The kid from Saginaw or whatever.
No.
It's not Saginaw.
Fuck, director of Clerks.
Oh, Kevin Smith.
4 hours. Yeah. An hour was long. 4 hours. Yeah, it's like, how good of a podcast is this? How good's it going?
Right. First one he did with Kevin Smith was 5 hours. That was years ago.
Right, but I mean, like, that goes to show, like, if it's good, he's not going to stop.
But that's the thing,
but
too.
But if it's, if it's going nowhere, that's a wrap.
But that's the thing is he also says, like, when he's driving in car, like when he's driving, I mean, he lives in LA. He says when he drives in traffic, he's listening to podcasts. He's like,
yes,
I listen to them, and sometimes they're like 2 hours long. And he's like, that's pretty much what he's doing. Is he's just like, we'll just keep this shit going. Sometimes they abruptly stop when they get onto a concept or an idea that you think is really interesting. You're like, oh fuck, I got to get out of here.
Right,
like, damn it,
that's what.
Right, 4 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah. And that's why I love the Joe Rogan podcast because it's all about giving information and it's fucking it's great.
So let's pony off Joe Rogan's podcast. Do ours.
Yeah.
No, but I'm gonna move in reverse here. So again, and I mentioned it. The other thing I've been watching too a lot of is like the conservative type shit, which is fascinating because they seem like Ben Shapiro. He's got a lot to say.
Yeah.
And I don't want to what do you call it? Like split our audience right down the middle. But the guy is fucking brilliant. He's smart as shit. Well, he knows what the hell's going on.
He knows facts, but he's still... There's things he's like... It's the way he says his opinion that pisses people off. He's very arrogant. And he's not saying things that are wrong, but
that's because
there are things that you can absolutely disagree with him. And it's like basic like religion stuff. Like I don't agree with him as far as religion goes.
Well, of course you don't. You're not Jewish.
No, but it's stuff like abortion and stuff. He's
pro-life.
Yeah, he looks at some of those things, and I disagree with that. But
okay,
also,
well, we don't need to do this. This is kind of what I didn't want to happen.
Right. But I mean, I don't know. I understand what you mean. No, I listen to him all the time as well.
I'm just trying to say that those not just.
I wouldn't say he's brilliant or genius.
He is fucking brilliant. He's a lawyer. He graduated from Harvard Law, and he went to I can't remember the school he went to before that. He's a smart guy.
Sure, he's a smart guy, but I wouldn't call him fucking brilliant.
He's brilliant because he's brilliant because he can debate anybody.
He can
of the facts and what he says and the way he presents it. He doesn't even.
Well, no, he doesn't. Someone will come up and challenge him with the question. Usually, to be fair, the college kids who challenge him are fucking.
He always goes to college.
They don't know what he's. Yeah, they don't know what the fuck.
He debated the founder of the Young Turks. Chang.
Yeah, but that guy's a fucking
he is an ass clown.
He gets my nerves.
He lets his fucking emotions get the best of him, and he just makes an ass of himself.
Doesn't matter. The point again, I don't want to do that. I don't want to.
Right.
This isn't a political thing, but I'm just saying that it's interesting, super, super interesting, and nothing else that I've found is like really that interesting. The one thing though, that led me to, what's the fucker's name? God damn it, he's from Michigan. He was on the show. He argued with Joe Rogan about weed because the kid was saying car accidents in California.
Oh yeah.
Well, he's from Michigan anyway, but he does a little segment on his thing called "Change My Mind," where he's doing this shit. And again, I'm not going to make this I'm not even going to share my opinion, but he goes to these colleges and these kids just think they know everything and they fucking want to. They shove it in right back in these conservative people's faces. And they literally, the way they talk and the way they try to, present their points is the opposite of how they define themselves politically. And it's just fucking embarrassing. It's hysterical because I'm like, how can you possibly say that you feel this way and then act this way?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Well, that's
why it's fascinating.
That's the real, again, it's about to get political, whether we like it or not.
No, it's not, because I want to...
Okay, but real quick, it's there's been such a swing between, you would think usually conservatives were don't fucking talk about this, blah, blah, blah. But it's no. Liberals have really become something that's, so absurd. It's you can't talk about something or you can't even say that. And I've always been... It's easy to be yeah, everything should be fair. Mm-hmm. Everyone should have this to talk about. And I believe that's true. But then it's when you... are it's hate speech. Don't even say that. It's but that is part of our rights in this country to be able to say what you want to say, whether or not it's shitty. It sucks. I don't agree with everything anyone says, but it's still their right to say that.
To be clear, no, hate speech is not legal. You can't. Hate speech is defined as something that incites or endorses violence.
But what people say,
right? But they miss fucking categorize.
That's what I mean.
They say hate speech. They say communist. They say bigot. But they say misogynist.
It's a shitty thing to say. The Ku Klux Klan can be racist. It's the right to say what they feel, which is fucked up. But that's the right in this country to do that because everyone has the right to talk.
Joe Rogan again.
Not to carry things out.
I've heard Joe Rogan say it in multiple podcasts, and it's kind of the same thing you're saying. Is the way the extent they take it to. When he was in Washington D.C. right around the time of the election, he was just fucking walking to a place or whatever, and the march was going on.
Yeah.
No, yeah, and the guy's walking. He's talking about this fucking white guy marching, yelling. I probably remember it. Donald Trump. What is it? Donald Trump. I guess I don't. Something.
What was the content? What did he say? What
bigot, racist, KKK, something like that.
Anti-gay, KKK, something
like that. And he's Jesus, how can you fucking say all of that about this one guy? And none of it's actually really true. He said things that are kind of similar to that, or that you may classify as that, but they just fucking they generalize people in that way. Anyway, seriously,
I was just gonna say, going back to Joe Rogan, I think he's the best. In terms of how to deal with ideas and people, I think, I've realized that after listening to his stuff, it makes me open to more ideas and more point of views from people. Mm-hmm. I don't really get angry when I'm talking with somebody that I disagree with. I like to know, and it's he's in the middle. He isn't liberal and he's not conservative. He's I guess the best way to put it is he's for the people, but also a realist.
Okay, one more thing. Well, I kind of want to talk about the week, but no, the thing about the Fallon Fox, right? The transgender fighter, who kicked the shit out of 2 women before
beat up a bunch of girls.
Knew that he was
a girl turning in.
Anybody knew that that she was a transgender woman.
Yeah.
And Joe Rogan stood up saying, no, you can't fucking do that.
Yeah.
Right? You pulverize these women.
Yeah. And it's okay to make a lifestyle change, but you're affecting people's lives.
That's the thing. You can't... It's also, the whole point of, this person's body was mainly based on,
a man.
Brought up with testosterone.
Yes,
for 20.
My favorite.
So that makes them maybe they're a woman, but they have this testosterone, which changes their fucking the structure of their body.
Well, the testosterone won't. Like that? No, because if you're a woman, or if you're a man and you transition into a woman, you still have like the fucking body mass. You've still got a base body that will support more mass.
Dense.
Right? Yeah, you're dense. Yeah,
you're way more
your
dense.
Bones are okay. So my favorite thing that Joe Rogan said about that was he said he was talking to a feminist or something like that, and he or not. It wasn't a feminist. It was somebody. Whatever,
arguing.
Oh no, wait, yes. It was a tweet. It was a tweet.
No, he said he was talking to him, and he said, I can't remember. He said something about she's a man or something, and the person said, "Well, she's always been a woman."
Yeah,
talking about women, right? And then he goes, "Well, what about
mentally, but not physically?"
Well, and he goes, "Well, he's got 2 or 3 kids. I can't remember 2 or 3 kids. What about that?"
No, he said,
"What about then?"
He said, even when he impregnated a woman with his penis.
Hang on, because I'm trying to get to that. This isn't my favorite quote. My favorite bit was when he was talking to, I think it was Ben Shapiro about it. Yes, and he said this, and she goes, "Even then."
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, okay," because then he's talking about how it's fucking cuckoo land. He's like, "So you're telling me that she was a woman when she was fucking somebody and impregnating with the penis?" Right, with the penis. I guess that is my favorite bit.
Yeah, and it was like...
Either way, I was going to butcher it.
I mean, I met up with my friend Matt at this is... We're going to get into this.
Why?
With my buddy Matt at this convention, and we like sat down and... He's gay, but it doesn't really matter. We had this conversation about, like, he's a gay man, and he identifies as a gay man, and he doesn't care about like the gender shit. So I was like, "How do you feel about this?" Because I wanted to hear another angle. Because I don't know,
that's a different
things like this. Hearing these ideas, it's interesting to me. I want to hear a perspective. So like, how do you feel about this? Like, how do you feel about people who are transgender or bi or this or that? I've asked him this sort of shit, and he was just like, well, I don't know, you know. I think people grow up getting. He was just like he basically was like, I didn't care about it much at first, but I've been listening to this shit, and the idea of gender identity makes sense to me, basically. And it was like, yeah, all right, like I can't really argue with that. You like it. It doesn't matter though. It doesn't affect me, so I really don't care all that much. Well, that's the. It was an idea. Like it was an idea that I had to pull back and be like, okay, this is something I suppose I can understand somebody being passionate about.
We have to get off of this eventually, but that is something that, Alex, it will affect you because at the rate they're going, what these people that do care a lot about this want to do is to change everything you know about it. They want you to fucking call them whatever the hell they want to be called.
Like, what? No, now, once it comes to that point, yeah, I'm going to care a little more, but...
It's not just politically incorrect. Eventually there will be laws about calling somebody
in
the wrong thing.
In Canada, that's a thing.
That's an eye test.
In Canada,
they'll come and take your fucking kid at 3 years old because you're denying them the right to start their transition. Like, what the fuck is that?
I don't think that's for
100%
sure.
true.
I don't think that's passed. I think it was. I remember hearing about that.
No, it was passed.
Yeah, I remember hearing that.
If you deny that, if your kid, just forget it.
All right,
I was going to say something else that has to do with that. Is that the identification of things like that? It's getting a little bonkers because there's people that are like...
Let's say there's 60 genders.
No, not even just that. There's people that are saying they're multiracial.
Yes,
and that's crazy.
Jeez, okay,
they're like that's a subgenre of what we're even talking about.
The one drop.
People are saying like they're like dyeing their skin, and they're like, "I'm black."
I identify as a black man.
Yeah,
wait, are you fucking kidding?
Are you okay with it? You've never heard me a black man. I'm allowed to say offensive things.
You've never heard this.
The one girl. Yeah,
there's a woman.
Wait, you mean that woman who was like acting like she was
not
dyed her skin,
who was black or like part of like some movement? What was that lady?
She was white.
No, she was white. Yeah, but she had like what the fuck was her name? And that was years ago though, right?
Permed her hair and
what the fuck was her name?
It was like within the last couple of years.
That was like not. Don't worry, keep going.
Yeah. So there's just stuff that's happening with that. It's like, where do you draw the line
there
in terms of like?
No, before that, you can't get there.
Yeah, like that's crazy. Like I understand.
Rachel Dolezal?
Yes. So this woman was I think she was a part of some group, and she was like...
She was the lead of the group, right?
Yeah. And she dyed her skin.
She convinced everyone. She was doing blackface, if I'm not mistaken. She was doing blackface.
I think she dyed her skin.
If this is the lady I'm thinking of, It's the this lady was fucking doing blackface pretty much.
Nearly 2 years after the crime, blah blah blah. Racial identity. Oh, it was 2 years ago, and this article was.
And she was just like, "I'm black."
Yeah,
in March of last year, so about 3 years.
You know what? This is something I'll admit.
She says she's black.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be black. My mom told me I was really tan, and I thought I was black, and I thought my dad was black.
It ain't all it's cracked up to be. I'm just kidding.
No, but seriously, that's
I want to be black.
Dereck, that is ridiculous, and I completely fucking understand.
No, this is years ago.
If somebody was to walk up to you and be like, "Hey," and start just dropping these fucking things that you would consider offensive,
yeah,
and then you're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he's like, "No, I'm a black. Look, I identify as black," and you're supposed to just accept that. Yeah, that makes no sense.
Yeah, it's rough, dude, because like there's stuff like that happens where I'm like. It's not that I don't care about, like, people, like, if you want to change your gender, I don't, like, as long as you're happy, that's all that matters.
Right.
But
you can't force me to...
You can't, well, no, it's not even that. Okay. If that's what's going to make you happy, that's what's going to make you happy, but you can't...
expect people
You can't change your heritage and nationality. Like,
right, you can't.
Like, that's because if you go from a boy to a girl, or a girl to a boy... You're still whatever, whatever
genetically,
Like
I know people who are transgender and
like your heritage is still the same. If your parents were from Poland, or your grandma was from Poland, you're still Polish,
right?
Like you don't go, I am now this because my family was born. Like that's like making up.
Right, that's interesting, but I completely agree with you. By the way, but I still think that they're both. It's just, you just can't... If you're born with a penis, you have a penis. You're a man. If you're born in fucking... Well, if you're born in the United States, you can be any race. But if you're born in fucking Iceland...
Yeah.
You're whatever the hell
that's all I'm saying is...
Do you know who Blair White is? I like Blair White a lot because Blair White is someone who is transgender, but is so...
Yes.
She's been on Ben Shapiro's, like...
Yep.
She is so...
Wait, is it?
She's transgender.
The one that, like, the hot girl, the girl that was saying that she wanted to be a man and is happy she didn't. This is another. I'm getting
Blair White. Blair White is a transgender woman who, like, she is just like, yeah. Look, I'm born. She just owns it.
Guy?
No, Blair White is a woman. Fuck. Blair White is someone who is now living the life of a woman who has had surgery, but. Like, understands that she is genetically a male. However, is going through a transition, which is what the word trans means.
Do you want to know why this is happening?
Why?
Because...
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of trans people these days.
No, because he's born in Michigan.
Yeah.
And he was fucking an NFL player?
No.
For the goddamn... This is Blair White, man.
Look up Blair White YouTube.
This ain't it though. This is a different person.
I'm pretty sure Blair White is from like Saginaw.
I was just gonna say that's just where I draw the line.
I completely agree. Yeah. Well, I just you can't change the facts, and you can't. No matter what you're trying to change about yourself, I completely fucking endorse. Yeah. Do it if it makes you happy.
Yeah.
But don't look at me after that and tell me that I have to change the way I feel. Like, hey, by the way. Fucking biology doesn't exist. Everything you fucking know about anything is wrong, and call me this.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
change your name. I'll call you a different name. If you're a woman, you become a man. You're transgender. Woman.
It's just transgender man. One of the few times that
this is Blair White
had to draw a line on something. Like it's like one of the few times where I've been like that is not okay to me. Like that's the only thing. Like I said, I've always been about like. Happiness, you can like do whatever you want, whatever makes you happy. I don't care. Like if you want, if you want to change your gender, that's fine. But don't go, hey, I'm now this nationality because, like,
I'm Asian,
dude. Have you heard? That's another thing too. Slovakian.
There's another thing too that people do that. Like even in like Asian countries, they'll change fit like characteristics.
Have you seen that guy who sued his wife because she got plastic surgery and he didn't think he thought she was more attractive before
the surgery?
After he was bummed out because she got like he didn't know she was ugly before.
Hang on.
Oh no.
And he was like pissed.
What?
So anyway,
I was just gonna say that's just
he was getting the last word like an hour ago.
It's just
Well, there goes
I
the podcast.
always try and see both sides of everything all the time, and I never ever. It's not that I don't want to step on toes. It's just nothing's ever going to bother me. If you want to do whatever to make yourself happy,
man.
that's just one thing that I feel super strongly about. Is it's like, man, like sometimes growing up is like a minority is fucking tough.
Yeah, no shit.
And like, don't come up and say like,
yeah, they're just gonna take all the best parts, just cherry pick it.
Like fucking growing up like that is sometimes tough.
There's
and then
a lot
you're
of
growing up
negatives.
for 25 years, and then you decide you want to be
Yeah.
like after you've already gotten your college education, after you've already got this, after you've already gotten that, like
Yeah.
it's just crazy.
Well,
like,
that's the thing. They're like cherry picking the best parts so
It's
that I
just
can
weird.
act this. They think that I don't even. It doesn't.
it's strange, and it's funny because if you guys have ever seen the movie Get Out, that's what it's similar to. Like
You guys talked about this.
I've listened to Jordan Peele talk about it even recently because I watched it again and I fucking love the movie so much. It's one of my
Pretty good.
favorite movies of all time.
Ah!
And he said that there's a line in the movie that says like being black is in, and I was just like, holy shit, because that's exactly what's going on with some of these things. It's like being
what
a minority.
the fuck does
Yeah, if you live in Michigan, like where we do, there's a lot of little white kids that want to be black.
Well, I'm
and
not
you can
saying.
tell.
what did Paul
It's
Mooney
true,
say?
though. It
in,
fucking is.
Paul Mooney said it in
Rap.
fucking
Pop culture.
in Chappelle.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
what-
can't
Everybody wants to. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it.
no. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But
word.
it's
I'm
just,
not saying it.
It's
but
just crazy.
I know what the line is.
To see movies and like,
That's the way
if
it
you've
is.
seen the movie, it's fucking absurd what's happening in the movie. But it's also kind of happening in real life. Like,
All right, we
it's just crazy.
There's also
we
a super weird fucking just not like it's a lot of like culturalism, but it's also a fucking really good horror movie.
Yes,
we should-
yeah,
Really,
we should
it's a
bring
thriller,
it up, but-
and it's a good ass thriller. I
So,
love that movie.
Uh,
By the way, also watch Kubo. Kubo's a really good movie I saw
okay,
yesterday.
You don't gotta.
Fucking
That's
love that
a
movie.
much better topic.
Have you ever
in a
seen
way
Kubo? It's
Than what
fucking
we're
great.
into.
Watch
Okay,
it.
so eventually
Love that
we ought to
shit.
get all of our. And I don't mean this to be offensive at all, but it will be. Like mildly educated about politic friends, and then we can do a political podcast. We've fucking.
It's been a while since
already.
we've ran it, so
That's true. But anyway, then it all started because I've been watching that on YouTube. But I've also watched since the last time we stopped recording or have recorded the podcast.
Sound
I watched what?
sound in games.
Yes, but hang on. The
right, let's
Flash,
not
man.
start.
The Flash on the WB is fucking a really good show.
Yeah.
I don't even care. You can say it. My first thought. So I'll
I
give you a
hope they
little
hear that
background
whole
since
thing.
Dereck is sighing, over the top sighing. I saw it. A little kid, he's probably in middle school.
About to Earl.
I was babysitting, and whatever. He's allowed to do whatever he wants. He was watching Netflix. Excuse me, and he had the Flash on. And at first, I see this show, and I'm like, the way it's shot, all this stuff, it screams WB. Which, by the way, in turn screams Twilight and like teen movie type. It's like, what is this shit? This is stupid as fuck. But guess what? Great fucking show. The Flash is a phenomenal show. I started it on Netflix. Can you shut the fuck up? God damn it. I started it on Netflix. Watch the first season. The first season, I challenge you. I dare you. Go watch the first season of the Flash, the WB Flash. Fucking great.
do you watch
It's all-
Arrow?
Huh?
Do you watch Arrow?
I started Arrow actually. I did. Arrow was actually part of the reason that I was so against starting the Flash because I hated it.
Have you
I
seen
hated.
Death
I
Note?
never even watched. Would you shut the fuck up? And yes, but before I watched, that, or no. God damn it! So you guys got me. I can't.
Me?
I can't even. Well, this guy. I know. Before Arrow, there was a trailer for the first season of Arrow, and it was the first season because since I've watched it, I hate it.
sense.
Whoever the fucking guy who plays Oliver Queen, he was. There's this line that he's got where somebody's saying something like, I can't remember what it's a detective, and he asks him a question. He says, so, like, why blah blah blah. And fucking Oliver turns to him and he goes, I don't know. Catch him and you can find out. Or catch him and you can ask him. And it's so fucking pretentious and just like, could you shut the fuck up? God damn it, I'm going to kick you out of here.
Should I leave?
No, just shush for a minute. No, this is him. That line sucked.
Yeah.
I hated it.
Yeah.
So I was so
Not great
against
writing.
watching The Flash, but once you watch it, especially... No, I'm telling you right now, the first season of The Flash is good. It's got everything. There's a little bit of horror in there. Not even horror. It's just creepy, mystery, good acting. I can't even... The kid who's The Flash was in Glee. Not a lot,
Oh, thank God.
but he was in it a little bit. He's a fucking good actor, man. And I love the dude who plays Cisco. He's fucking amazing. I can't remember his name either. He's like Spanish, a little sort of Mexican guy. He's got long hair. Mm-hmm. He's fucking hilarious, and his shirts are always funny. It's a good show. First season's phenomenal. Second season, it's not good. Second season, not very good. And then the third, I don't even know because I haven't.
I think
started.
it just got a bad connotation of.
It's because of the CW.
Flash. Not just because
DC?
CW.
DC.
It's because I fucking
DC's great.
hate Big Bang Theory, and that's like all the motherfucker wears is Flash and Green Lantern.
Oh, is that true? I didn't
Yes.
even know. I don't watch that.
Yeah.
garbage.
Oh, it's so bad.
Big
but
Bang Theory does suck.
It's really bad.
Is
Have
he
you seen
ruining the
video where
Flash?
They take
Why-
out the,
No,
they,
it's like a red shirt. It's like the classic.
they take
red logo.
out like
Yeah, but I
the
live
fucking laugh track.
They did
Yeah,
because nobody laughed,
Well, no, like they
couldn't even fake it?
I have
There was
to
a
pee.
video where they took out all of the laugh tracks,
and it's just not funny.
and it's just fucking like, wow.
Yeah.
The show is really unfunny. It's like it lives and dies by its laugh. It's like such a cue to tell people when to laugh.
Yeah.
That without it, everyone is just like, fuck this.
It'd be
Even-
weird watching a lot of
I
shows
didn't
without a
laugh.
laugh track, though.
Right.
If you
That's
watch
the thing.
Friends, you'd be like, you'd laugh, but
Yeah, okay, Ross, shut the fuck up.
yeah, for real. Hey, Buzzkill, you turtle man, get
yeah.
out of here.
Meanwhile, Seinfeld's still funny.
How I Met Your Mother? I don't know if it's fun, like as funny without a laugh track.
You know what? I've never been a fan of that fucking show. Neil,
Austin,
Yeah.
How I Met Your Mother. Would it be funny if they
You
took
like
out the
the show?
laugh track of
No.
How I Met Your Mother? Do you think you'd laugh?
No, they've got to
You
change the
know.
entire cast. I hate that show. I hate it.
don't like it.
I
don't
like
I don't like
Friends
the
is
main
still
Neil
funny.
Patrick Harris. I don't even like Jason Segel in it, and I like Jason Segel.
He does funny.
I
shit.
like Jason
I like
Segel, but
that
I hate him in the
fucking guy.
fucking show. He's like brain. He's like an idiot.
I don't like the fucking.
he's not, but
I
he
don't like
is,
the French
right?
horn up the girl's vagina girl.
Oh yeah, I don't like
Robin.
any of them.
Yeah,
I don't like the
whatever.
show.
The blue French horn.
No, the fucking redhead chick.
Hey, what was the question?
Oh.
If they took the left,
If they took the laugh track out
why is
of
it so cold?
some of your favorite shows, do you think
My boob
how
is
it's
over.
written would still hold up? Like
Uh,
Seinfeld's still funny. Friends
Seinfeld,
still
Friends.
funny.
Those are my two,
Yeah.
and that's what literally what I was gonna say. So
Seinfeld's
thanks a lot. Just keep talking for me, Derek.
I was just gonna say it's funny to think about them taking that out of shows because man, like Community is fucking hysterical. If you've ever watched Community, and there's no laugh track in that show.
Right. It's funny. on
Office,
some-
The Office.
The
But-
Office is still funny, but that's dry. I feel like if it wasn't filmed in front of a live audience,
Yeah,
it'd
but
be weird.
You know what the difference is with Office is
It's
the
on-
laugh track is the shot to fucking
Yes.
what's his name where he just looks
Yeah,
off.
Jim.
Yeah.
No, he looks in the
That's
camera.
that's
he looks
the,
straight
it's
in the
he
camera.
fucking
mugs to
funny.
the camera, so that's the
Who's this
fucking-
guy?
That's your cue.
take that off,
Yeah.
and
J-
then he doesn't have the laugh.
Jesse L. Martin plays Joe West
Mm-hmm.
in The Flash on the WB. He's not a great actor, and here's my thing. I actually thought Ashton Kutcher was good in the
70 show?
That 70 show is still funny without a laugh
Fucking
track.
funny.
That's funny
Fucking
now.
funny.
I never liked it
Funny
before.
show.
That is funny.
I
That's
always
just-
thought that show was
I
funny.
never understood it.
You ever
though.
see the
I
one
just
where
didn't-
You
okay,
dumbass.
fucking Ashton Kutcher gets his hand caught in the vase?
yes.
And then he's like,
got
oh, it
we-
smells like chocolate. And then he hits himself in the face. And then
And he
it's-
does it again, yes.
He
Yeah.
only has his hand stuck because he's holding the chocolate.
He's not holding. It's weed.
Yeah, well, he's holding it, but the only reason why his hand's stuck is because he's holding it.
Right.
And then he just has to let go.
It's like in Clerks.
Anyways,
It's
can you guys
Anyway,
let
sorry.
me get up,
Sorry,
jump
go
off
ahead.
this cliff finally and kill my goddamn
Please.
self
Go ahead.
for saying these things?
Please, Joe.
I actually thought Ashton Kutcher was good in the Steve Jobs when he played Steve Jobs,
Yeah.
and people hate it.
Yeah.
he won a Razzie or whatever the fuck they call it,
Yeah.
for it,
Oh, yeah.
which is for like the worst performance.
Yeah, but who nominates that?
I don't know. But Red Letter Media fucking hated it, and I really respect those guys.
Okay,
it's
some
like-
people fucking hated Social Network, and Jesse Eisenberg's really fucking good in that movie.
Yeah,
Right.
but like,
But okay, my
that's,
point
that's
is,
to say he's probably not bad, but the movie's bad, right?
I don't know. I just bought it. I bought it. I that's all I can say. The reason I thought he was good is because I bought it.
I
But
think
that
the movie
maybe
is
that's on
probably
me.
fine,
I don't
but,
know.
I mean, he's probably good, but the movie's bad, right?
Okay,
People
that's
hated
happened
his
before.
performance.
You know-
in the-
Fair enough.
well, let me just say this before,
I can't say.
because this was the point of me
Yes,
bringing that
yeah.
up. Is this guy Jesse L. Martin, who plays Joe West in The Flash? he's fucking phenomenal in my opinion.
Yeah.
He's like tearing up. He's doing shit where I'm like sitting there watching it and I'm starting to cry.
Isn't that weird?
Yes,
Isn't that weird when you see things in movies?
No, they're fake.
No, like when you're watching it and you're like, fuck, this person's good. But it's not like, it's like supporting cast, like in Get Out.
It's
the
not
dude,
only.
the
The guy
brother.
who like fucking...
The brother.
The brother.
Flashes, the guy who
Like
flashes
brother?
him?
Or brother?
No,
When
that
he
guy's
flashes,
good.
And then
but-
he starts to like fucking freak out and
Yeah.
tear up.
No, I'm talking about
That was good,
the
though.
girl's brother, of the family, the brother in the family.
Oh, yeah.
You're watching him and you're just like I was watching it and I was like, this dude, I don't know why he's good, but it's fucking it's unsettling.
Right.
But
Yeah.
it's not
Really-
unsettling because of how they shoot it.
Have
It's
you
just
seen
how he
that movie
delivers
also?
it.
No.
It's fucking
The-
weird.
The real problem with a lot of that is because like I don't know. I just know that some people I think are good, and if I say it, I can be wrong somehow.
Yeah.
There's like some standard that exists that I'm unaware
Do you guys-
of. I'm like, hang on, I buy it. Hang on though. Let me just.
No, go ahead.
I
Sorry,
really
sorry.
want to give this show credit, and then I'll be done. Grant Gustin's the guy who plays Barry Allen. Fucking great actor. He is good. I don't even know what to say. He looks like a teen movie kid. I can't stand it in a way, but he is fucking good. He is the Flash. That's one reason I don't want to see the Justice League movie because
That
I
kid's
think
good,
this
though.
fucking ass clown is horrible and his comedy's garbage. You should watch the episode where they go to Earth 2, which is ridiculous. But
the universe.
and this
It's
Flash
injustice.
that exists in this world is just the smart guy, and he's a fucking nerd. It's just like, goddamn, man, that's good shit. Last one, Cisco Ramon. This guy who plays Cisco Ramon is fucking. He's awesome. I
Yeah.
love this kid. He's walking through this. They drug him up or whatever. Basically make him conscious during his dream, or whatever the fuck it is. And he's walking down this super serious moment, and he looks down and he says something about this shirt. He's like, I can't remember what the fuck he says. He says something about his shirt that he's wearing in the like out loud. And Barry Allen or Joe West fucking cracks me up because he sits there and he fucking like laughs, and I'm like, dude, this is good. That show's got its finger on the pulse of people.
Yeah.
I think you need to watch it, especially if you doubt it.
Yeah.
Check it out. First season, great, fucking great.
I like to give things a fair shake. So
Yeah.
like people will be like, this game's fucking garbage. It's like, let me decide that.
Well,
you
I know
know
people who just don't.
what I just saw? I just watched the newest Spider-Man movie. That movie's fucking good.
That was pretty fucking good.
really
now
fucking
that's something
good.
that Red Letter Media likes.
Really
I'm
fucking
gonna
good.
say something that
Spider-Man's my favorite superhero, so I was like, when
I
they
love Spider-Man too.
like
When they get it right.
they got it more than right though. It's weird. They change a whole bunch of things. They change a whole bunch of characters.
Yeah, well,
I want to.
Whether like, I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
No,
nothing.
I was gonna say they just changed like people's ethnicity. People are different, and like Flash is like a Mexican kid. Like Flash Thompson, like the bully of Peter
Yeah,
Parker,
okay.
he's like a Mexican kid,
sure.
and it's like it's weird, but it's cool because you don't know who these people are until they say their names, and you're like, oh,
It's fine, though. It's no
and
big
it's
deal.
fine.
Who is?
Mary Jane's a mixed girl.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I love me some Mary Jane.
I like it
whatever
when
she
they do
wants to
that.
be.
Like in the Flash,
Yeah.
Iris West is black.
yeah,
Joe
it's just
West is
cool.
black.
It's really cool.
There is a black Spider-Man.
Yeah, Miles Morales.
Yeah, right.
So I watched a scene the other day that, like, what do you guys like? Fucking Ricky Gervais.
Yeah,
You like Ricky
you
Gervais?
should be coming back.
He's
over here.
okay.
Why are you
I'm just
standing?
warming up over here.
he kind of
Well,
gets on my nerves
good for
sometimes.
you.
Yeah, I know
Why
that's the
not?
thing. But man, have you seen the show Dereck? Dereck?
No, I
How have you not?
But I
He
saw
plays-
the screen, like the screen cap,
Well,
and
then-
he looks really weird.
Well, yeah, he plays like an autistic guy basically,
Oh.
and he
That's for
he
you.
just spends his time at a
Don't
retirement home.
Mhm.
So there's Joe. It's like a comedy, but like he's at a fucking retirement home, and he's an autistic guy who like connects with old ladies or whatever. And I watched one clip of that show, and I fucking cried my eyes out harder than I've ever cried at any like Balto made me cry when I was a kid.
Cry?
Yeah, but like I fucking couldn't. His dog died. His
Balto.
dog, not Balto, but I'll send you the clip. He's got to put his dog down, and he's sitting there, and he's like,
Fuck that shit.
dude, he's just. Man, oh man, I'll show it to
Is
you.
it on Netflix?
Don't even.
Was it on
I don't
Netflix?
know. But
I'm
it's on YouTube.
insensitive. I'm insensitive when it comes to dogs. I don't care. This country has an obsession with something I could give a fuck less about. I don't like dogs.
This country.
Hot take.
Fuck
Hot
dogs.
take.
Fuck it.
Fuck dogs. Fuck you if you love them.
I love dogs. I
do too.
love animals.
That's
I
fine.
care about
Keep it out
things.
of my face. That's all I want.
Look,
That's
whatever. The bottom line. By the way, this country, he's fucking British. Anyway,
Okay, the world. Even worse. China's got the right idea. Eat them.
Right.
Hot.
Austin.
Hot.
Okay.
Just throwing fire.
You know what?
Fire takes.
Dereck is a...
I'm not going to make a hard stance in the Joe Rogan podcast, but
Fuck
fuck animals
dogs.
and everything you love.
I'm half joking. Jesus.
We like cats.
I do love cats.
Fuck yourself.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah, but you're... Okay.
That's why. That's
So
like me.
Derek's-
That's like me saying
so
that.
the plot thickens.
That's
for the
like me
audience.
saying one sports team is great and the other's
Yeah.
Okay,
A couple of drafts
so-
can change my opinion.
Yeah.
Get your hand off my fucking
So
screen.
Wayne Gretzky's putting down Fedorov. Like, fuck, whatever.
Fuck you! What are you talking about?
Also, we give a shit at that point.
Sergey,
Put some
forget it.
content. Like,
See, okay, now I'm glad everybody's
I'm half
aware.
joking,
Everybody's
come on.
aware of
I'm
how Austin
totally
feels
joking.
about dogs.
I'm totally serious
because
when I
he's
say
partial
that.
to
Fine.
cats.
Yeah, right, exactly. Fuck a dog, man. They're ugly and dumb.
I fucking
They drool on you and they feel like
Cats
they
just run away from you all the
can...
time.
Yeah, but dogs
Cats-
feel like they can sit on your lap. Any cat that's gonna sit on your lap, that's fine.
Cats
a dog,
will eat
They
you.
might be like 70 pounds. They're
If
just like,
you-
fuck you.
If you died in a house with a cat, it
They're
will
gonna eat your
you.
body.
It will eat you.
Dogs are going to
What's
try
wrong
and
with
move you.
A dog will either move you or cuddle up next to you and die with you.
Not all dogs. Some dogs are dumber than shit.
Some
and,
cats are
and
dumber
we're
than
just
shit.
supposed to like them?
Dogs that have a connection.
Why do you think God blessed
you.
them with 9 lives? Because they're dumb.
Cats
Great.
don't have they don't form a
Give me
connection
one or
with
two.
you.
They
They're
probably would.
fucking carnivores. They're predators. They don't give a fuck.
I love that.
They're baby tigers.
I don't care about that.
All right, whatever.
Dogs
No,
are dumb,
no,
and
I guess.
they beg, and
Hot
there's
take.
nothing worse than a begging dog.
Dogs
Especially when they
are
bark.
smarter than cats. Like
No, they are
statistic-
not.
Yes, they are.
Cats are intelligent as fuck.
Damn it.
Dogs.
I'm
are-
getting dumber
Oh,
listening to this. I can't
Anyway,
handle
shut up.
it.
Yeah, no shit.
I love all animals. I
Me
love
too.
cats and
Okay,
dogs.
okay,
Like,
stop.
bottom line. So anyway, the fucking guy's dog is dying, and he has to put it down.
Good.
It's a very upsetting moment.
Ah!
It made me cry my fucking eyes out because he's like, the dog's kidney's failing, and the doctor's like, he's just like,
I'm not going to watch this show.
I
It's
have to
making
send-
me sad already.
It's only one clip, and then it's just like he's just like, yeah, I just give it my kidney. It's fine. I give it my kidneys, and then
This
the
little
nurse-
baby dog?
The nurse is sitting there, and he's like, she's like, you can't give me kidney, Dereck. It doesn't work that way. And then he's just like,
Wait, the
nurse is
dog's
just like, you
talking?
can't do that.
No,
you need your kidney.
Derek wants to give his kidney to
There's
the dog.
Derek.
I know, but
there's
he said,
the
"Give
nurse
me a
from the
kidney."
nursing home, and then the doctor or the veterinarian who's about to put it down.
You know what this is? This is
And
a transition.
the chick is like, she's like, yeah, fuck. So the chick is like,
Can you sit down over here, man?
I want to warm my cheeks.
So do we all. You're blocking the heat.
Sure, you are blocking it.
So anyway, Derek agreed. So
I appreciate
So anyway,
it.
so he's just like, she's like, you can't, you need your kidneys. You can't give your kidneys up. And then he's
All
just like, I don't use them. You can have them. Fuck, just watch it.
I get
okay.
that.
I
Derek
get it.
puts his dog down. Look it up on YouTube.
Okay,
It's
so-
fucking, it made me cry like a goddamn baby.
I got a question for Austin.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Fuck me, right?
No, I
Or
said
wanted to
sucks
know
to you,
something about
goddammit.
it.
How dare you like dogs? Fuck you.
I was just gonna
Cats
say,
are the best.
when's the last time? Okay, what?
When's the last time
When's
your
the-
heart beated?
When's the yeah, more or less? That's all I was gonna ask. Where, when, who hurt you, and why is your heart in an icebox?
My dog Shelby died, and I don't give a fuck about dogs. That was the best
Dude,
dog that ever
I was just
existed,
gonna
and now
ask,
she's
Kino's
gone.
pretty
Not
great.
so much
Kino's,
that.
Kino's a horrible dog.
No,
but-
he's fucking not.
Yes, he
he's my
absolutely
best
is.
buddy.
Okay, my question.
He
would
loves
be,
you, and you should
That's
love him
because
back.
you're shallow.
He
and
loves
dumb.
you, and you should love him.
No, he doesn't love me. He sees me as the alpha. That is 100% true. He literally...
You are not the alpha.
He obeys
Bad news.
everything I say because he is afraid of me. Every time I approach the kitchen, if he's eating, he steps back. I could dig into his bowl and shove it in my mouth, and he wouldn't do shit.
Is that what you want from a fucking dog?
Sure,
yes. You want him to be the alpha?
Well,
you want a wolf in your house?
I don't want my dog to think he can come up to me when I'm eating and beg for my food. Because that is the most annoying thing I've ever experienced.
He doesn't fucking do that. You know what begging would be? If he's like,
are you fucking drunk? Get out of your room once in a while. This fucking...
What does he do? How does he beg?
Forget. I'm not talking about Kino. We're done.
He fucking looks at you.
My question was,
how dare he?
When's the last time you've watched a... Even if it's The Flash, before The Flash, when's the last time you watched, whether it was TV or movies, when's the last time you watched something and you were, like, super deeply moved by something? Whether it was, like, sad, happy...
It's good. It's a good question. Oh,
I have an answer to this.
Go ahead and answer.
For Austin. For you.
Oh.
That wasn't what you were... Like, what was that movie with the... Jim Carrey was the narrator, and it was, like, in the past... It was a kid and his, like, midget friend. And the midget friend, like, dove down and saved kids from the, like, a sinking bus. Sounds ridiculous.
Sounds like a Man of Steel movie that you're mistaken for another
Jim Carrey
movie.
was the narrator. He played the kid in the future. And
is it Eternal
Sunshine? No.
I've never seen...
The kid...
I swear to God, I've never seen this movie, whatever you're talking about.
It was like a...
I think you're mixing Dumb and Dumber.
The little midget kid had a crush on... young Jim Carrey's mom.
I don't think you can
hit the ball and hit a baseball and killed his mom, but he still was friends with him. And that kid saved kids from a bus crash in a lake and died. And I cried because he was dying.
I thought you said this was for me, dude. You literally did.
Now this is why it's for you. I cried when that kid was dying, and you stood there and called me a fucking douche. You called me a bitch. When I was a kid, you were a kid too.
Oh, and when you were a kid? I thought this was a movie that came out recently.
No, and my sister was like, my sister was sitting there, and Austin was calling me a piece of shit, or like a pussy or whatever, and I was crying, and then she was like, "At least he has a heart."
Aw,
and it was like, oh, and then I was like, thank you, Ashley. That makes me feel so much better.
Yeah.
Because Austin's heartless and loves
cats. That's the last time you felt something.
Loves cats. That's what I'm saying. No, it is.
That's the last time.
No, that was when you were a child. That's the last time Austin probably
absolutely
did. Like, that's probably when Austin's heart, like, there was a pulse happening.
Nope, because I am a baby as far as media goes, and I hate it. Because I'll fucking tear right up when, like, shit's going on in a movie, and I get so mad at myself. Because I'm like, nobody fucking look at me. So, it is a good question, but the answer is pretty much anything with a sad bit.
You can't... Okay, that you can
anything
remember
with a
memory.
sad bit?
Do you mean, like, that's, like, made me choke up, or something that's really moved me?
Both.
I remember... Because I have a kid.
Simon Birch. Simon Birch.
All right, okay.
Oh, okay. Click it. Was that the one?
Just let me tell my fucking story. Can you
click it and let me see. Go ahead.
If you stop talking, I could.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Adult Joe Wentworth.
Anyways, the movie was
fucking
the Woman in Black, or whatever the fuck. Where it's a ghost lady with Daniel Radcliffe, and she's killing kids. Mm-hmm. And that fucking movie had me going. Like,
yeah.
I even, like, I almost called, I think I texted my kid's mom. Mm-hmm. Like, where's he? And, like, is he okay? Because it was just so... I don't know. I just didn't feel good about the fact that she was only targeting and killing kids.
Yeah.
It really got me.
I could see that. I mean, you're obviously a father, so, like...
That movie was...
Do you know the movie that I'm talking about?
Simon Birch?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I clicked it. It's going.
Yeah, so he dies trying to save people in a bus.
Yeah.
And he's, like, dramatically trying to save them, and I cried.
Yeah.
And Austin was like, "You're such a baby."
Yeah, but
and my sister turned and was like, "At least he has a heart," because she was crying too. And I was like, "That's right."
That's the problem. They always took me way too seriously.
Okay, Austin, you were sitting there telling me I was a bitch.
Smutty,
quit being a bitch.
Either a bitch. If he called you a douche, that could be the funniest thing I've ever heard.
That would have been fucking hilarious. He's called me a bitch.
Oh, you're crying? You're a douche. And I was like, oh.
Okay, fine. Okay. That would have been something.
Hey, you fuckface. Why are you crying so hard?
Hey, you little... Pull your wiener back out, you bitch.
Pull your wiener back out?
From the tuck between your legs.
Oh, I see.
Okay, what's something... Here's another question for both of you.
Good.
Whoops.
One, like...
Ooh, stop banging the table, fuckface.
I can't.
You pussy, dude.
I'm always banging wood.
What movies do you think, or like movie or show, came out that you were super excited for,
Oh, God,
and you couldn't have been more excited for, and it actually delivered.
And it delivered.
Yeah.
And it delivered.
I wish I was into movies and shows as much as
Like I don't
want to be, but I'm
Man.
not.
Or even genuinely surprised.
It
That was
probably-
better.
Honestly, I'm trying to say it'd probably be a game because I'm not into movies and shows as much as I
Yeah,
wish I
If
was.
I could
So-
remix the question,
Yeah.
there's a point
mix,
where
but go
I
Ski
Ski
mix?
Let's get the ski mix on this.
His name is Ski. His last
Right.
name- his last name-
Let's get the ski mix.
His
That's a
last
segment. We got right. Can we get the ski? And there's like an intro to it. Anyway,
Oh, I do. I like that. It's like, yeah.
so there's a point where I just stopped having any sort of like. I stopped thinking. Yeah, expectations just stopped. Like boom, I'm done.
Okay. Sorry.
Can we? Do you have that?
No, I just thought of one, but I didn't.
Because
interrupt.
I was so excited for Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and I know I've said it before, but I was like so excited that someone had to be like before it came out, they're like, "What if it's bad?" And I had that thought
Never
had not
occurred
even
to you?
occurred to me,
Yeah.
and I was like, "What do you mean
Street
if it's
Fighter
bad?"
and Tekken. I should.
But like I thought about it and was like, "Boy,
Yeah.
it could be bad."
Yeah.
That is fucking weird and crazy.
Yeah.
Shit, dude. Turns out it was.
It was bad?
It wasn't great.
Yeah.
It's not bad now.
I remember playing it and being like, I don't know what's going on
it wasn't great at first.
You
Like,
spent some
it was
time
bad
with
at
it.
first, but it's not bad now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to start this heater. It's really fucking loud. No. Okay. So this might be cheating, but
Well, I just
'cause it
fucking
didn't
cheated
come
the
out.
whole thing. I just started the fucking
Ski mix.
good. I'll ski
whole
mix it too.
segment.
I'm gonna ski mix
Oh,
it
sorry.
because this was already out. I had read.
Or even books. Yeah, books work too.
Even that sword.
Well, no. Here's the thing. Like
I want that thing.
you read a book.
May I?
Actually, wait a minute. Did it happen?
Been
like
knighted.
this? I guess it didn't. Guess it didn't fucking happen like this. So I guess I'm lying again. All right, never mind.
Can I put this in my room?
No. I was going to say Girl with Dragon Tattoo movies, but as good as
Rough.
I would have expected.
Rough watch,
But
though. Rough.
sure, the rape scene.
Now, which one? The
actual-
Girl with the Dragon
Daniel
Tattoo.
Craig
the
one.
French one or the American one?
It's not French. It's
The fucking
Swedish.
one's the fucking
Swedish.
sitting on the toilet.
It's Swedish, but no, the American with not Daniel Radcliffe. Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Daniel
Is that what you said?
Yeah, I said Daniel Craig.
Shut up.
Run it back.
Check the tape,
motherfucker.
Chopped and screwed. But,
that. But no, I am wrong because I actually watched the movie before I'd read the book. So
Okay.
So I was gonna try to say that,
Or-
but that's not the way it happened. The way I'm thinking of it.
the one that probably for me that I was like even better than I thought it was going to be was Cabin in the Woods. I had no idea going into that movie. I was like, okay, well, it's like written by Joss Whedon. And
Wait, it was a book?
it was a movie,
Right.
but it was like Joss Whedon does everything. He did Buffy. He
Yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah.
He directed the Avengers.
Firefly.
And Firefly. Who I met an actor on there. He goes to my gym.
Who's
No
that?
shit.
Yeah, I don't remember what his name is.
What does he play on this show?
He was. I'll look him up.
In
We'll look him up.
Firefly?
Yeah.
I'll look him up right now. I love that fucking show. Serenity. There's only one season.
Yeah, I
Austin.
just have to remember his name.
Guess what,
Fuck it.
Austin?
Anyways, but so Cabin in the Wood. No guess what's. No guess what's.
Yeah, let him go.
No, guess what?
No, there's
Cabin
guess
in the
what.
Woods.
Okay, but
And that you might not be aware of, but it's about that show. But continue.
Firefly?
so
Yes.
Cabin in the Woods. It was
Yes.
like the dude's first movie that I think he was directing. His name's Drew Goddard. Sean Mayer. But
No shit. No shit. Sean fucking Mayer did. I fucking
so
went to high
I
school with
didn't.
that fucker.
I had no idea how it was gonna be.
He's 42.
and it ended up being like satire for horror movies. Like it like
Cabin in the
changed.
Woods?
Yeah,
Right,
it like
yeah,
changed like the formulaic
Right.
things of the themes of horror movies. Like there's a jock, there's this, there's that, and they make fun of it in this movie, and it
Well-
ended up being insanely good.
They go the whole angle. It's a huge
But
spoiler.
when you were anticipating the movie?
None.
the spoiler is that like
You did I thought you were saying
It's-
I lived up.
I thought it was gonna be good, but I didn't anticipate it being that good.
like it's a horror movie in a horror movie. Like
Yeah.
it's the design of the rest of the movie.
Yes.
It's so hard to explain.
It is without giving away too much, but it was
It's
so
already
fucking
given.
good, man. Like, me and my cousin saw it in theaters, and we left so pleased because we didn't expect much from. Not that we didn't expect. We were like, okay, it's probably going to be a low budgeted movie.
Yeah.
But it had like fucking
Cabin
Chris
in the
Hemsworth.
Woods. It's not about the cabin in the woods at all.
It was more or less. It was like Evil Dead, like that kind of deal. A Cabin in the Woods kind of movie, and it was fucking great. So if you're a horror fan and you haven't seen that movie, go fucking watch it.
I would
it's
agree.
Really good.
I would agree.
Good.
I've never seen it, but I know that this is probably making a ton of noise. I'm annoyed.
Yeah.
But it's cold in here.
This
It hasn't fucking warmed up.
Sean's gay. He's got a partner named Paul.
He's very nice.
And he likes to sweep your legs.
Don't worry about
your
really
feet.
nice.
Don't.
So anyway, what I was gonna say about Firefly.
He's also an arrow.
No, I want to say something real quick. Is
He's an arrow.
Is he an arrow?
Yeah.
There you go.
What the hell was I
Take
going to say?
that.
No, but isn't it funny how many I'm sitting here trying to respond to your question. I can't think of any. Honestly.
I bet you think of them after.
But no, there's so many fucking that go the opposite.
Yeah.
How much shit you've anticipated that's just been ass.
Yeah.
Well, not you, but him.
Ass.
Blair Witch. We talked about it on here.
Which I watched again recently. Not good. It wasn't good.
Wasn't fucking
It's
good,
jump.
Eric.
Well,
Wasn't
I
good.
haven't got to see horror movies. I know right now that I don't want jump scare. That's not creepy
Yeah.
to me. I do like creepy movies.
I don't mind
Horror
jump
movies.
scare.
The fucking new It movie I hear is nothing but jump scares. Super
It's
loud
fucking
noises.
good.
Super abrupt
I
and
bet it's
loud
alright.
noises.
It's good.
Let's watch it.
It's fucking good.
But I don't want to be. I don't.
I'm telling you.
The
after
first Blair Witch,
the original is so fucking bad. Watching it now,
No, it's not good,
does
yeah.
not hold up at all.
Well, no, I never
new-
thought it was good.
No.
so.
Okay, but it's creepy though.
It's
No,
creepy
it's
good.
not.
It's
No,
well
it's
acted and it's
It
good.
is too. It does. No, I would say.
The original's fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Okay, but guess what?
By the way, the original was a fucking mini series. People
On
forget
USA.
that. Yeah, it was
who
like
forgets that it was made for TV movie? Who forgets that?
lot of
anyone
people.
who's like, oh
No.
People are like, yeah, I saw as a kid, sort of in passing. People talked about it.
That was
I
it's a
remember.
TV.
I remember as a kid watching it, and the pacing of it says that it's a TV miniseries.
Yeah, it was fucking
how it's
3
paced in
hours.
terms of-
Fucking TV movie.
Well,
Yeah.
hey.
It was a book though, obviously, and
Yeah.
there was
Yeah,
a
it
lot
was a
of weird
book,
shit
but it,
that
like-
isn't in it.
There's a series you should watch, and you should watch. It's called oh fuck, I forgot.
forgot?
Cineflix. It's Cinefix maybe.
Cineflix?
It's they go over like what's the difference between the book and the movie adaptation of everything. Lord of the Rings,
Shit,
fucking
you can't.
It.
There's too much.
They go over
there's
so
some
many
big
different
things.
There's a
so
lot.
many
There's-
different
right,
movies.
There's fucking
orgy.
kids
There's a
having
child
yes.
There's a kid
Yeah.
orgy,
Yeah.
but there's
And
also
it,
like Pennywise shows up and is a hobo and asks to suck a kid's dick and
Yeah,
shit.
he does a lot of
Like but they go over. There's so
Yeah.
many different. There's Rambo. There's this. There's so many different movies. It's a really interesting series. You should check it out.
Fight Club, I think, is
If you
different too,
don't
isn't
want
it?
to,
That's not sloth.
they didn't. I don't think they've covered that one yet, but they might. But it's a really interesting
Watchmen?
video series. They didn't go over the Watchmen.
Watchmen's different.
But
Watchmen's the book and
check out that channel. They deserve it. Cineflix. It's
right.
super good. Super good. Cinefix.
Is that right? Okay, I'd like to because I
What's
want
the
to see the Lord of the Rings ones, which I know. By the
They
way,
go
you
through the whole thing
kind
and
of
Harry
bombarded
Potter.
me with that question the other day, and I couldn't remember. I was thinking he asked me what Aragorn's sword was. I said Elendil.
That was yesterday.
Because of the reason I said that is because I was thinking of the BBC like radio series or dramatization where he's about to jump in and fight somebody and he screams Elendil and he fucking goes and swipes his shit. I don't know. It's made for radio, but that's his grandpa. That's his grandfather's name.
Do you want to get into
It's a what is it? It's a
video game sound shit?
yes, we will really soon. But
You used to
What
be
is this guy- what's a
Aragorn,
goddamn
and now
sword?
you're Legolas.
shut up, you motherfucker. That's so stupid. Star Wars sucks ass. How does anybody like Star Wars? How can you even compare those two?
my
That's
God.
not
Fuck
even-
you.
Listen.
That's not even comparable. The books are great. The
Hey.
movies are great. Then you got Star Wars. No books. George Lucas doesn't even know what the fuck's going on.
There's no
He's
books.
not even
Fuck
in
everything.
charge
There is
anymore.
books.
Of Star Wars?
Yeah.
But it was a movie. It's not an adaptation. The books are an adaptation of the movies.
Yeah, but that
The
doesn't
books
make
are written
something
by,
better
like-
than anything else.
The books are not
I'm
bad.
telling you
By
why
themselves.
it's better is because there's no fucking there's nothing there.
Yeah,
He
that's
wrote a
the
lot.
thing. That's the
He
thing.
wrote
Lord
a
of the
lot.
Rings had things to write off of.
Now hold on.
Because he wrote it.
That's what I'm saying. Is they had things
George
to write
Lucas,
off of.
Yeah, and it's
then
great.
Star Wars
George
is an original
Lucas-
movie.
George Lucas. Now he had a mythos
Hang on.
like like extended, and then he wrote the story, and then different directors. He directed the first one, and then different directors.
He doesn't
direct the rest.
No,
he doesn't fucking know what's going on.
And he knows the goddamn.
I don't think anyone would question that. But
I don't think anybody would question that the movies suck ass. Every single one except for 3. There's 3 good.
Wait. Except for 3
of them.
Oh, I thought you meant Star Wars Attack.
No, movies.
Leave.
Oh,
your original trilogy.
I haven't seen it.
Stack your original trilogy up to the fucking Lord of the Rings original trilogy, and it's
now,
still
30 years later.
No one's doing
Also,
that. No one's doing.
If you're right, no one's doing that because everybody just assumes that Star Wars is this fucking godlike thing.
Hold on.
No
one needs to do
also,
that.
though,
That's not fair.
It sucks.
Make Lord of the Rings in 1970 whatever.
Okay, fine. If that's why you like it, is because of like
adaptation.
cinematography and all that crap, then forget it. Because there's
No, I'm just saying, like, it's hard to compare the two, considering one was made 30 years later. You can't make
he's not in the movies.
You can hardly make the scale of Lord of the Rings in terms of
nothing can make the scale of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I know.
A fact though.
Yeah,
Tolkien,
even The Hobbit. Fuck The Hobbit.
The Hobbit wasn't very good.
No, it wasn't.
But that's a kids movie that never should have been one movie, let alone 3.
It was garbage, and I fucking didn't care for it.
It's not garbage. It's just not good.
I'm just saying that's my argument to try, like, for people to get into Star Wars, because as a kid, it's not easy to get into Star Wars.
Dude, I don't even. I was when I was single.
Yes.
There was this fucking. I was watching The Hobbit one time, and I was texting this person, and I go, "I'm watching The Hobbit," and they go, "I should say this too," and they had said, because I never told this on the podcast. And they were like, "Oh, never saw it," and they're like, "I'm a big Star Wars fan, though."
God.
And this is we're talking about
Apples and oranges.
early 20s girl.
Yeah.
And she goes, and she's not like arguing. But this is just the way I think of Star Wars fans. I'm a big Star Wars fan, she says. I'm like, okay. And I can't even remember what the hell we were saying. But she goes,
Fuck
yeah.
Star Wars
I was going.
and The Hobbit.
Can you shut up? Jesus. We're talking over here. She goes, and I was going to name I love Star Wars so much, I was going to name my kid Anakin. And I don't know shit about Star Wars, but I go, yeah, isn't that a bad omen? And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, oh, I don't know. He becomes a fucking dark Lord of the Sith.
Yeah, but then he
that
turns
kind of
out
thing.
That he it's good in the end.
I can't
Started
remember.
off good too.
I can't even remember what her
good,
excuse
bad,
was or
bad,
what
turned
she
good.
said about that. But
Full
I'm like,
circle.
I knew
Yeah,
a
you know,
girl
he
who's
kinda
going to name her
becomes
kid
Darth-
Arby.
can you
She loves Arby's.
when I talk? Do you think that it's okay? Like, I don't understand what your idea is here. I'm about to Bill Burr it. I'm gonna just make a big deal out of something that's not a huge deal. That's what-
Harvey?
She loved Arby's.
Anyways, okay.
That's
No, I'm
it.
just saying I don't
Can we go to
understand.
Arby's right
I don't understand why
She loved Arby's.
both Lord of the Rings and Star Wars get compared to each other.
Because they're trilogies. That's it.
It'd be one thing if it's fucking
simple
it
if
is.
it's fucking Friday the 13th versus Halloween. They're both horror movies. They both kill people.
and they came around around the same time.
The
too.
setting's fairly similar.
Well, they also
Slasher flicks.
Yeah.
Period.
Same time.
They
Get
take-
it. Makes
they take
sense.
beats from
Sci-fi, but they're not even like. I know.
That's what I'm saying. Is like same genre.
I wouldn't even ever fucked with it if like it wasn't a big deal in these
Street Fighter
nerd
Mortal
circles.
Kombat. What the
understand. I understand.
That makes sense. Though.
Star
fuck?
Trek.
That makes sense.
Star Wars. I guess I understand. One, they started off as a show, and then they did movies.
Well,
but
yeah, it's in space. One's political and the other's not. So
Yes.
debate it.
Yes.
There's space movies, but you're talking about like fucking primitive medieval movie.
30 years of film, and you're comparing them. Why?
I'm only
Not
doing
you.
it
I'm
'cause it
saying.
exists.
I'm saying. 30
Let's
years.
talk about video games.
Yeah,
Tom?
we're about to, dummy.
Okay.
You're
What do
the
you wanna
one
say
that
about
went off
fucking-
on your political blah blah.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
How's old Arby doing?
Asshole.
I wish Arby.
All right, just kidding. But anyway, all right, to the
Delicious.
topic of the week. By the way, real
Ham
quick,
sandwich?
I was going to say this at the end or whenever. I should have said it at the beginning, but
Some Arby's.
shut up. This isn't a weekly thing again. It's not going to be... The podcast isn't back weekly.
So
But
when we weren't-
I want to do it whenever, like, just
We
I want
weren't.
to do it here.
We weren't.
Especially when it's warm.
Especially
Yeah.
when I get some Arby's.
And that's why it's on. That's why it's on YouTube again.
Sponsored by...
No more money.
Fuck
Not
Arby's.
paying. Not going to ask about money. Patreon's down. Everything's down. We're not going to do that unless people want to do that. But we're not doing it.
There's a
It's-
donation button on my Twitch account, so there you go.
That's that. That will go straight to Alex. So don't do it. Just subscribe to the
Do
shit.
it.
Subscribe
Do it.
and share the videos. But again, you can rip it. Nobody cares. You don't
If
have
you like
to go,
what I'm saying right now, you
Shut
gonna do
up. You don't
Dude.
have to go back to YouTube to watch it over and over. Please rip it. Put it on your iPod and we'll get the one listen, and that's all.
Most has my
We don't care.
initials in it, right?
But the topic of the week, I wanted to talk about sound in games because it's fucking important, and the reason that this came up, in my opinion, is because what?
Because the UFC that clip.
No, but it's funny because that tied right into it, and I didn't even think about it when I was watching it.
Tied.
But
Clean up the shirts.
God damn it, dude.
I'm just giving an aside.
I remember that's not an aside because we got one mic. We're trying to share it.
I'm
here.
whispering.
We need headphones. Joe Rogan said it. You got to have your headphones on because that's when you realize you're talking over somebody. If you got headphones on, you won't do it.
Also, mics particular to everyone.
True. Okay. Anyway, no. What brought it up is because I've been playing a lot more games lately than I have in a while. And one thing I've always liked doing is and you got to listen to this, you guys. I know I'm talking to them, but this is a discussion between us. I know. Whatever. So it was. I like playing games and listening to music or watching a video or doing something else. And Alex seems to literally have no fucking problem with it. I'll give you. Don't respond right now. But I've been having difficult. Like the only games I can do that with are like sports games. Some fighting games, and only like when I'm doing single fight or arcade mode or something like that. But outside of that, I cannot have headphones on for something else when I'm playing a video game because to me, like the sound design in a game is so fucking important. Like it especially obviously I should say if you're doing like a story mode. I wanted to play Injustice. I wanted to finish Injustice 1 and 2. Not because it's not. But, and I did, by the way, and I should have talked about it, but you guys hijacked my fucking segment.
Please.
You did.
Yeah.
Injustice,
that's all me.
That's important to talk about. I should. But
Can we just focus?
Yeah, story mode, you can have subtitles on, but it's not enough.
Same.
Yeah, you've got to pay attention to this. You can't just, hold on, I'll finish real quick. You can't just read it and be done with it. And fucking have something else on. I have to be immersed in the story with the sound, no headphones, nothing else. It's important to me. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that Superman
I'm leaving.
is not.
Sorry.
I don't like his character model at all in Injustice.
Bullshit.
Injustice 1 or 2?
2.
Injustice 2 is horrible.
Bad.
The stupid chin strap and the fucking sideburn.
No, I'm saying like even him, like he looks like old, like super old.
He's
a terrible
old
person.
Old
But
man.
he looks. Yeah, he also is a dickhole in that game.
Yeah,
I can't
something
see
else.
anybody siding
He's
with
not
him.
as bad as in the first game. Because in the first game, you're like,
called
Well, yeah, because
Super-
they make him.
Super
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, we can talk about it.
doucher.
I
But-
did just finish No, we can't. We've already started this topic of the week.
No. I was just saying that, like, I get what you're saying. I just fucking. It took me out of the game almost because I was like, Superman
His
doesn't
character
look
model?
like this, like to me.
Well,
at all.
neither does the Joker. They made
No.
They made that like the
No.
Jared whatever the fuck his
Jared
name
Leto.
is.
Yeah, they went
Character.
the
That's horrible.
punk ass route. I don't know. It was.
I hate
it's
it.
terrible.
But on that note, real quick, just we can talk about Injustice
There's,
another time. But I actually really like Harley Quinn in that game.
Yeah.
She's great.
I
She's
fucking
great.
love her.
Well, I play her in that
She
game.
looks good. She acts good. The sound again. There you
Well,
go.
Tara Strong.
Is it Tara Strong? who
Fuck
does
yeah,
that?
it
Fuck
is.
yeah, it is. She's
great.
amazing. I love
But,
her. I gotta pee.
Dude, fucking Eris is talking about the Joker. He's like, he scrolls over the Joker. And he's like, it's just some streamer. He's a Tekken player. He's like, yeah, you look like a bitch. He do. And like, it's like, yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. He do.
It's weird because even like you get all this shit to customize people in that game, and no matter what you do,
The Joker has a
still
hat.
fucking
He's got a
sucks.
fucking trench coat. He looks like a douche. His chest is showing.
Yeah.
He's got damage on his head.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
yeah, it
But,
was dumb. I don't know what they're doing. With,
So
with the
back
Joker.
on Austin's fucking
sound design.
sound design thing. I was playing this game the other day called Betrayer, which is so fucking cool. That game is really cool, and it's really not known much. It's you show up on this island. It's there's a bunch of fucking what is the Spanish conquistadors? Yeah, there's a bunch of conquistadors, but they're like zombie fucking mutant conquistadors. And
Smallpox.
everything, you walk up to this one base, like this one like outpost that was like occupied by, I don't know if it's conquistadors or whatever, but everything's black and white at first. and the wind is constantly blowing. All the trees are blowing one direction, and it's all black and white. And then if you see anything of value or you see anything of that's a threat, it's bright red. So like you'll have a bow in your hand and your bow is red, but the Conquistador is red as well, and it's fucking awesome. So it's like they're like zombie guys. There's some kind of corruption going on where you are, and that's your job to figure it out. Like you go there and like you ring a bell, and then you go into this fucking like dark world, and everything's fucked up there too, and the sound completely changes. It just throws itself like opposite. It's still windy as shit, but it sounds different. And the Conquistadors, when you see them, when you battle them, and they can hear you and see you from fucking 8 miles away, which is fucking fucked up. But anyway, they sound like monsters. They sound like they're like grunting and shit, and they're running at you like crazy. They still can use weapons, and they can still draw bows, but they sound fucked up. So I got to the next part of it, and like I'm hearing like birds, and I'm hearing all sorts of shit, and I'm like, wow, that's really crazy. And I'm like, but wait a second, these fucking Conquistadors sounded like bears, and they sound like monsters. So I'm hearing like some kind of like fucking roost, and that's probably not right. So I sneak around this hill, and I see these dudes who are like ashen, and they look like they're completely burned. And right when they see me, everyone howls, and all these dudes come up, and I can hear them all around me.
Yeah,
and it's really, that game is so fucking cool. Visually, and it's so fucking cool.
So they set a trap for you?
Well, no, like audio? Once one sees you, they howl, and everyone comes in.
So was you hearing like birds, and then you're like,
no, they sound like birds. Once you hear like a bird or whatever the sound they make, and it's like, that isn't the sound of an animal.
Yeah,
that's the sound of this fucking thing, this guy. So it's like, there's a lot of symbolism in like the audio design. It's fucking sweet.
That sounds cool.
You should play it. It's fucking
What's
sweet.
What's it called again? I was
It's Betrayer. It's that Betrayer game I told you about. It's so cool. So you have like at all times, because you only have a bow or like a flintlock pistol or like a fucking muzzle loader like thing, and when you shoot it, you have to do the whole in the like. Can
you pull it up? I want to see at least what it looks like visually. Like,
so
because you've painted a picture. I just
right, it's fucking sweet, and like you always have a tomahawk you can throw, but you have to go collect it.
Yeah,
and like maybe like a bomb grenade thing you can toss out, but they're like you can get gold and buy them at a thing, but they're like $100 a piece, so they're a huge deal. You can turn on really hard where like you drop all your shit when you die, which is like absurd mode. But man, this game is fucking sick. I highly recommend it. I play a lot of horror games, so there's a ton of sound design.
Your taste is like fighting games or like super immersive.
Yeah, I really love symbolic. Like, ooh, I love
like
that
I get
stuff.
that. Like, and I like I appreciate that kind of stuff.
Imagery
that's how I am.
and like so I really appreciate that sort of thing.
So that's kind of the fucking point. Where I don't know, Alex. So would you say because of the sound, if you is that a game you could play? Alex is fucking. This is the reason I thought of it, because every time I look in to see what he's doing, he's always got his headphones on, watching a video or listening to music while playing something else.
Well, first of all,
the thing is a fighting game. I get it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like, well, first of all, Austin will barge in while I'm either playing a fighting game or playing an MMO.
Just answer the question.
Right, like I'm playing an MMO and it's like, yeah. So that's like the other. Also, we're looking at visuals, and it's either like that's the main world. Go back to the girl.
So it's like
that's what you usually see. This is the other world. This is what you usually see.
1600 Sin City is pretty much the picture
like
is what it looks like.
Right, you're in the 17th century, and this is something like you can see green and fauna and shit, but by default you don't see that. You can turn it on, you can change the settings to make it all green and stuff, but the way it was designed is to be in black and white. So it's like I want to watch that. So it's fucking cool, man. You gotta play this game. It's really cool. I would recommend it.
Seriously though, can you play it without? Can you listen to something else, or is that
No,
part
I
of
mean
the game?
that like there's a huge audio element. Like, when you're in this other world, if something sees you, it's like and it like erupts,
Overwhelms you.
and everything around. If you shoot a gun, everyone hears you.
Yeah.
See, that's kind of that's what some games do, and I think it gets lost on people because
It's a
you don't
fucking terrific game.
You don't have the
What's it for?
the audio loud or whatever.
it's just
This is
PC,
on
yeah.
Steam, but you
$5 full price. $5.
anyways, if you don't have the fucking audio up, if something sometimes like a horror game is scary because of the noise. It's not scary because it's abrupt noise and
It's the
loud,
same-
like
yeah.
a
No,
jump
it's,
scare
you know.
type thing. But it's the unsettlingness of that sound that is supposed to scare you. It's not necessarily what you're seeing.
Well, it's how you're framing it.
Especially in video games,
Yeah.
because you got a fucking gun in your hand.
the
You might not be
burden-
scared. You have to hear that sound.
The burden of a horror game is to put you in this situation.
We're talking about the sound, man. That's what I'm trying to fucking talk about.
Well, what genre is more prevalent of having
Sound
design than a fucking horror game?
No, obviously no sports games that you do need
Yeah.
really audio.
You can hear the
You can
audience
appreciate
roar,
it.
or you
But-
can hear the
no.
people clash, but
Well, that's the thing. You'd want that once or twice. I mean, you don't need it.
You don't need an NBA game.
If you buy,
NHL, no.
if you buy, like for me, every year I
In
buy
Blitz,
I'll
I
want
wanna
to
hear 'em hit,
them. I want to hear the first. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
for
want to
like
hear
the
if
first
there's
month that
any
you're
new
playing
audio.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but after that, literally, it's not only you don't want to hear it, you fucking want to turn it off.
Yeah.
The commentary's got to go.
Yeah.
It gets.
I
I block it out.
annoying.
I've already blocked out the UFC commentary.
Yeah,
when you
like-
brought it up, I was like, oh yeah, that's funny.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
It's almost all Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
In that clip that we
Yeah.
had.
like I hate to be like I know the most about this, but it's like what genre is going to be more prevalent than
You're
a
building
horror
suspense
genre? Yeah, it's
through
like
Is more
visually.
important.
There's
and audio,
so many-
through audio.
And that's what-
Silent Hill alone is like its atmosphere is based on you go into a room, nothing's even there, but you walk into a corner, you're a glass smash, and it's like fuck. What could that be? Is there something there? Like they
Right.
want to trick you into feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Right.
You need to be brought out
That's
of your,
why
your
right,
comfort
and
zone.
too many people listen or play a game fucking doing other things. Everybody wants to fucking well, I want to listen to this music while I do this. I got Pandora on. You can have that was a big ass thing for both the new consoles is background music.
360 is that was like a
They
thing that I
had
thought was cool.
So did I think PS3.
I love that shit.
Either way, people were begging for it on
Yeah.
these new consoles, which is fine. You want it for your sports games and shit, but if people are playing like
Don't
a
do it
game
with
that like you do, if people are playing every game like that, then you're missing literally half of the
Yeah.
experience, and that's trouble. I don't know. I
Well,
think that's wrong.
I mean, if you're playing sports games, who the fuck cares? But if you're
Right,
playing like,
that's what I mean.
see, fucking
or
playing.
Call of Duty even.
What I was gonna say, Call of Duty.
The
fucking-
story
I
mode
don't
don't.
care. No, but I was just gonna say, fuck. I was gonna be down the lines of that. The only problem I feel with sound design or design at all in terms of horror games is that they're built off of triggers. So I like random generated shit where it's like, oh fuck, I don't know where that window broke. But
Yeah.
like that's cool to me. But like in horror games, it's hard to replay horror games because you know where everything's gonna start.
Well,
Like
that's the thing about stuff like that. Like you're always gonna get the same experience.
Yeah.
Usually.
But like playing
Hiccups.
like RE, like the one thing that like I thought was one of the coolest things I ever played in a game is playing RE4.
Yes!
Having to bunker up in that
Oh,
one house
RE4.
when all the dudes are start flooding in the house.
Oh sure.
That's one of my favorite parts of any
Dude.
game that I've ever played. Is like, oh fuck, you literally have to put bookshelves in front of doors. You have to guard every window. You have to cycle up through this window, go upstairs, look at that window, go downstairs, look at that
Right.
window. Because that was like the first time that you've ever had to worry about being like shuttering up and like having to monitor everything, and you don't know when it's going to happen, and you have to worry
Right.
about being overwhelmed. I thought that
Which-
was so cool.
In the end, this is not the point, but actually became a reoccurring annoying theme for the fucking Resident Evil game. In 5, you do that way too many times.
6, you definitely do it.
That's dumb.
And
But
6 was not great. So
and it is horror game, but Resident Evil 4 is a fucking great example of a game
It's not
where
a horror game.
It
it's
doesn't
action.
RE4.
It's action.
It's not a horror game.
Okay.
It's action compared to 7.
Sure, if you got headphones on, if you fucking are immersed in that game, the sound is what would make it a horror game. You don't have to see the people coming. Sure, you're overpowered. You can do crazy shit. I guess I don't know why you would say it's not a horror game, but the sound, the native voices when you don't even see them.
Yeah.
You hear like Rabados. Like,
yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
There?
It was terrifying.
Or you hear the fucking chainsaw in the distance. You're like, no,
yeah,
gotta go. Like
but,
I'm fucking. You gotta find that chick before she gets within an inch of you.
Yeah.
Or you're dead.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do. So that's creepy, and the only way to fucking know it's coming and the only way to actually fear it is to hear it.
Or put your subtitles on.
For the chainsaw?
Left 4 Dead. Put the subtitles on. Screech
For action.
Fucking smoker in the distance. They tell you. Yeah.
I guess that's good.
It fucking
no
lets
point.
you know.
It's not
you're,
fun.
If you're on LG,
unless you're deaf, I suppose. Jesus, man.
I got the hiccups. Fuck off.
But for a game that's
Sound
not
effects.
a horror game,
Yeah,
PUBG.
Okay.
PUBG's like that.
Oh!
I'll be inside and I'll just be like, the point that everybody is supposed to do is when you walk into a place, you open up that door,
Yep.
and then you close the door behind you, so that you
Yes.
know that when you're inside, somebody's going to either have to A, break a window, or B, open the door. So you're going to hear it both, like, because I play with, like, my headphones on. I play PUBG with my headphones on.
Yeah, and you need to. I do too.
You have to.
Yep.
Like, because
Stereo.
you literally, you hear it, even if it's a little bit. But the problem with that is sometimes I'll be playing and I'll be in a house and I hear somebody walking around and I'm like, huh. I'll walk around. I'll, like, sneak around, but it's next door. But it sounds like it's inside my building, which is fucking stupid.
But if it's that quiet, you might hear it.
You wouldn't hear it
Maybe
like
not.
that.
The thing is, it's hard to imagine because that would be a world where like there is no refrigerator running.
Yeah.
All the like noises that you're used to in your house isn't going
But
on.
you'd
or
hear
even
it
next
muffled.
door.
If every door is closed.
True. Yeah, that's true. And it is an early access
Yeah.
game, like you say. But there's other things with that, like when you're in any one of the, like any of the, I don't even know what fucking weird ass country this is, in like Russia
It's
or
Russia
somewhere.
or something. It's Eastern Europe.
Yeah, there's something going on. But you hear even the gunshots.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, there's a fucking firefight going on.
You'll know when a
You
silencer's
can't tell
going off.
where it's at. Yeah, yeah.
It's crazy.
How about
It's super loud if it's close. It's like medium. I mean, you can tell, you can judge distance by hearing it.
Yeah.
And that
how
makes-
about
it's important?
Counter-Strike? Counter-Strike sound is so important. Footsteps,
Yeah.
so important.
Yep. All of that shit's important, and that's
Oy vey,
that's
come
why a game like that, and it's not just the sound. Obviously, this is a thing with like the technology. Nobody's gonna make a fucking game where the audio is in mono anymore.
Yeah.
It has to be in stereo.
Have you ever seen that Metal Gear clip? Metal Gear 1, they're like, there's a part where you need stereo sound, and if you don't have it, the colonel's like, oh, he's using a mono TV, and then another person comes on and is like, don't worry, Snake, you're not a piece of shit because you have a mono TV. Don't worry about it. It's so it's so funny.
They did some weird
Samsung
shit
was
for the
such
first
a
Metal
fun-
Gear game.
It's so
They did some
fucking
weird
great.
shit.
That's
He's
an
using a
advertisement.
mono TV. What a piece of shit.
Having to
Whoever
plug
the
your-
fuck came up with stereos, like to say this in your game, you're getting fucking $500,000.
Dude, that was the point where like it was like some people don't have that, man. It's not technology that everyone has.
That's crazy.
Not everyone has a plasma screen.
I was gonna say it'd be like the difference between playing like with an HDMI cable and playing with AV cables.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just means a lot to me. And the thing about sound design, too, like, or not just, I mean, it's so fucking, it's not difficult. It's just hard to notice sometimes.
It's hard to notice, but when you're missing it, you notice.
That's the thing. And then,
You don't know, it's hard to tell good from great sometimes.
sure, if you get used to a game, though, too, no matter what, like, if you're just used to it, whether
Yeah.
you hear it a lot or whether you always have headphones on, you pretty much become, like, kind of numb to all of it. It doesn't really matter. You can always have headphones on, and then you fucking turn your TV, you crank it up, you're still not paying attention to the sound. Whatever's going on in the game is what's got your focus. But the thing is, the sound can immerse you in ways that you don't even like, it's subconscious.
Yeah.
If you do always have the TV on and then you put headphones on, you're less immersed in that. You're listening to what you're hearing, and you're not paying as much
It's a
attention to
job.
what you're doing.
It's rather a job than like entertainment. Like I feel like let me put in this let me get this win in Madden. Let me get this win in UFC. Let me
Right.
get this win in whatever.
And it's fun, but yeah, you're right. It's fucking.
You're a machine
just
rather than,
working,
like,
you're just-
yeah.
yeah. But
Like Call of Duty
You're
is the
still
same
having
thing.
Fun, I know.
But then again, I used to play. Me and my friend used to play Halo, Halo 3, I think, and Reach, and we would just crank up music and just fucking play.
See, I can do that with NHL.
Yeah.
Like, that's my game. If I'm playing NHL, I can most definitely have music on. Even Madden, which, by the way, has got the worst commentators ever.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers. Here's an example of some shit. In the new Madden, no matter what game mode you're doing, if you're playing the commentators or who the fuck cares who they are. I just hate them because they're pretentious. They're assholes. They go to halftime. The halftime show, in quotes, according to the fucking commentators, is the most important thing, and don't ever do any... Because once it gets there, you can hold A to skip it, which you do every time. Because why are you going to look at the stats that you can just hit pause and look at it any time? Hold A to skip it. Right when they're like, all right, we're going to send you to the halftime show, and by this time, they say all that while you're holding A. So this is how far they get until it skips. Yeah, we're going to go to the halftime show. Okay, I guess forget that. We're just going to skip right along. They literally talk shit to you for skipping the halftime show.
Yeah.
I'm not even lying. If you play the Super Bowl and you skip the halftime show, after you skip it, he goes... Really? You're going to skip the halftime show? It's the Super Bowl. Watch the halftime show. I'm not lying.
You.
That is what they say. I turn those fucking assholes off. Or, it's a video game and I don't give a shit. This isn't real football.
Yeah.
So if it's late in the game, I'm scoring touchdowns, man. This is fucking my guy's career in quotes. I'm gonna beat Tom Brady. I'm gonna break every record there is because I don't give a shit. They talk shit to you.
Yeah.
Like, why are you running up the score and blah blah blah? Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
This is a video game. Don't make me hate you.
Yeah.
The opposite, NHL. Ray Ferraro.
She scores!
Nope, Ray Ferraro's got a line. It's great. Because in NHL, this is all commentary, so this is audio, but in NHL, here's the thing. The clock is an accelerated clock. So it's a 20-minute clock, but if you put it on a 5-minute game, it'll be a 20-minute clock, but it'll decrease
it'll go
in
super
5
fast.
minutes.
Right.
It'll get to 0 in 5 minutes, even though it's 20 minutes. But if either team takes a penalty, for their 2-minute penalties or 5-minute penalties,
real time?
It's real time. So if you're trailing in a game and get a penalty, Ray Ferraro literally says, he says something about you wouldn't be trying to take a penalty because it slows down the game. He's like, this isn't a video game. This is real life. It's like, who would do that?
Yeah.
He says something like that.
What a
It's like
fucker.
cheeky. It's cheeky, but it's fucking great. I'm like, you fucking bastard.
Yeah.
Because that's what people do. Online, you're trailing in a game. You're losing 2-1. It's fucking whatever. 2 minutes left. Take the penalty. Make it a real 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That's the way
So
it goes.
you'd have to have like a really good PK.
Sure. Or, yeah, right. I mean, it's a video game, so people don't play.
Penalty kill.
Yeah, and people don't play with penalty kill. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. If I steal the puck, especially at the point,
Yeah.
then I'm in I'm fucking in all out attack anyway. So the second I get the puck, my AI is out of the zone, lead pass, we're trying to score.
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm 4-on-5.
Yeah.
We're going. Anyway, it's just funny because that's the right way to do it. EA, whatever one's out of Montreal. It's not
Montreal.
Turbine is the fucking dicks who make Madden.
Yeah.
But I can't remember.
Those dicks.
EA Canada, I think it is now.
Yeah.
I don't know who the hell makes NHL.
Well,
they know what they're doing. Madden doesn't.
I was just gonna say that there's shit that they get wrong in the UFC one. It'll be like, I'll hit somebody, I'll fake, like, because you can do feints, so you can literally, like, go to throw something and cancel it and pull it back. So, like, I'll do that all the time. So, like, I'll throw, like, a 1-2, I'll keep throwing 1-2, and then I'll throw, like, 1, and then I'll go to, a 1-2 is a jab cross. So, I'll throw a jab, and then I'll fake like I'm going to throw the 2, and then throw, like, a kick. And they'll say, like, oh, you hit him with the right hand, and I'll be like, no, I didn't.
Oh, do they really?
No, I didn't.
That's
I
an
did
EA
not do
game
that.
thing.
Yeah.
They only got the programming to say.
Yeah.
They can only say so much.
Yeah, I know, and then you realize it when you're playing the career, and you're just like, God, it's so. They have to be so vague. They'll be like, the champion is the, and you're just like,
Jaeger.
Jaeger?
I always love that. Fucking SmackDown, shut your mouth or whatever. You could like pick a nickname, and then Taz is like, Jaeger is going at him.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's how it is in the UFC.
No,
No,
but
my guy's nickname is Downtown.
I don't think if he doesn't say Jaeger.
Downtown Derek Shadlowski.
He's like, Jaeger is going at him. Jaeger just threw it across Jaeger.
So it's
Put him
always
in the pin.
It's always the same clip of the one.
Well, I mean, you know,
it's so the cadence.
they
is
can
a little
only,
mixed up, but
they can only
See,
like record so many lines, so they got to do
right,
this
and
many.
they do, but that's a really good example. I'm glad you brought that because it's hard to think when I decided sound design was going to be the topic, like what exactly to talk about. But no, you're absolutely right. Like customizable sounds,
it's tough.
but it's great because like a sports game. They have to record the audio that is basically universal.
Yeah.
Insert any name does this.
Yeah.
And the does this is always the same.
Yeah.
The name changes.
So-
and to make it fucking flow.
Right.
I
To
really
like
think
match
NHL
the
does.
cadence.
I'm sure EA's probably good. Yeah. To match
never
To like
heard
match the cadence without hearing the
right.
of your console.
Without it being like
and
you
then
just
the loading.
said, like
yeah.
Jaeger. Blah 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 blah. Or this person.
But that's
blah,
the
blah,
thing
blah.
is, I can't remember in NHL them doing any sort of name. Like they'll just go, "Oh, he's on a breakaway," and like
They do a lot.
that's it.
You're right.
Which is fun. I never notice it.
But there you will notice it because if you play first of all, they
NFL hits.
Well, that's old.
X1201!
Yeah,
There's a shot from X1201!
That's NHL. But no, the more
10101!
those are completely different though
what?
because
Come on.
even though it's the same, they're
Yeah, I mean it's arcade, but it's still
no,
like
but what I mean is like in NHL, the new NHL games they have they literally have Doc Emmerich and Ray Ferraro. They don't have they do have Eddie
the brick.
what's his name?
Fierez.
Anyways, these guys
Like,
they're talking,
I'm
but
trying to do this.
they only got the NBC Sports crew like 2 or 3 years ago. So every year they still call them in, and they're still building on the audio they have, and then it kind of fucking fixes. But you will hear it when they say city names because they'll say Detroit's. It'll be like Detroit's this and that, and it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Where you would want to say.
It's plural when
and I'm
it should
trying
be.
right.
Pluralizing a
So
state.
you understand what I'm saying, but yeah, they'll be like
city.
Detroit,
so you would
Michigan.
say, for example, you would say like Detroit's power play is this
Yeah.
and that,
Oh.
but they'll use
So the
Detroit
bank-
when they don't do that, and they're
The
like
bank of names is like
Sick.
not
Fucking disgusting.
It's like
plural
randomized.
for some reason. They'll say Detroit's got it. I can't remember how they do. I really can't. All I remember is
Detroit's
that
got a
is the
boner
thing.
for Calgary.
Detroit's got a boner for Calgary.
Well, something funny that we're talking about this because I was
Boners?
playing.
I want to bring up that clip before we're done.
What's that?
But go.
Oh.
Detroit's got a
one
boner
that we
for
showed
Calgary?
of yours.
Oh yeah. So in NBA, they kind of just said fuck anybody.
2K or live?
2K. They just said fuck anybody. You have like your Be a Pro mode.
Yeah.
Everybody's name's DJ.
Seriously?
That's what they did. Everybody's name's DJ.
What is
Oh,
DJ?
sure. So they got like a story.
Yeah,
where
so
you
they got a
are
story.
DJ.
You got all of this stuff. I think you might have. I don't even know if you have a voice in that game. But everybody's name is DJ. Like everybody.
Why?
That's because the story is
Because
the story
revolves
of DJ.
around DJ. But
You can customize
Online-
his look and shit, right?
online,
Okay.
you can play with other people. So everybody's DJ, but like your name says, like
DJ Hayden.
no,
or
your name
that's
is
a real
like
person.
your real name. So
Oh, there's no
John
DJ?
Smith, but your nickname is DJ.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
But like,
But it makes sense because
I mean, I guess
you
it's
gonna
like
do?
the same logic of like,
Continuity.
Samurai Jack. Oh, just Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
It's just Samurai Jack. I've been calling him Samurai
It's
Jack.
like James Bond, pretty much.
Who cares what his name was? Yeah.
Pretty much what they did, or what they were thinking.
his
is that
moniker.
James
It's a
Bond
moniker.
is his moniker instead of his actual name.
Right.
So
Sure.
that's kind of what they're
You're
doing.
a regular James Bond, JB.
BJ.
But I kind of almost prefer that because it's just like it kind of
That's-
sucks.
That's
but
not a bad. That's a.
I
That's
don't
a.
fucking care.
That's a
because-
band-aid. That's just a way to forget it.
It's your
Fuck
nickname.
it, yeah. Because
Rather than being like new guy. What's up, new guy?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like
But-
Final Fantasy X. He had a name. His name was Titus.
Sure.
Titus, whatever.
Titus.
So
But that's all the
instead of
names
saying
you can
that,
change
they
the
just were like the new guy, or being
Yeah,
like
or him.
you.
They kind of did that in South
He
Park.
is
They make
this.
fun of that. If you guys have ever played the South Park Stick of Truth or Fractured
There's
Butthole.
the new kid.
No, but
You're
I
just the
want
new
to.
kid.
Right.
It's pretty fun, but they shit on you. You're just like
Right.
you'll be like what's your superhero name gonna be? And you're like, all right. You type it in, and they're like, all right, douchebag. And you're like,
Yeah, you're just
you're like, but no, my name is this. He's like, oh yeah, whatever, Sergeant Douchebag. And you're like,
Nice.
fuck. But
See, now
that reminds me of a Nier.
What's that?
Near, but like near Automata. There, it's not so much that, but it's like you go through all the like. Oh, I still got the hiccups. Fuck. You go through all the settings of your like console, and one of them is like the character's like, hey, turn on self-destruct mode. Do it, and then like you try to turn it off. Like I turned it off, and they're like, no, you're gonna need self-destruct mode. All of these units, which you are, need self-destruct. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And he's like, I know you don't want to do it, but you gotta fucking do it. Turn on self-destruct mode. And I was just like, no. And then he's like, fuck. Okay, look. Fine. I'm gonna ignore it this time. But it's not gonna happen again. Turn this on later. And it's fucking crazy because it's like, it gives you an option, and if you just keep saying no, that game is so fucking good. Play Nier Automata. PS4 only.
You won't let me.
I'm glad I just like ripped the fucking podcast off the rails.
Now we're not
Play
talking
Nier.
about audio anymore.
Okay, well, sorry. I was gonna say, what's the best game in terms of all of that, including audio, including everything? What's
Like
the most...
how they handle it?
No, I was gonna say, what's the best in terms of fully customizable, where it's been the smoothest?
Well, Dark Souls. Just kidding.
But that's your kind of the.
Dark Souls does do some
Everybody's the same
sweet
guy.
audio
It's a
shit.
joke.
It
Yeah.
does do some great audio
You know what? I like when they and this is the wrong answer, and I'm not trying to answer the question right now. I will, but I like the shit that they would do in like a Zelda because they don't talk. Your character doesn't talk.
It's a
And
cheat.
even the games that don't talk,
Yeah.
you're reading dialogue, but they'd be like, "What's your name?" This? Oh, that's a weird name. Where they're always like, they fucking make a stupid comment
Yeah.
about your name.
Well, yeah.
They just
Which, by the
completely
way, your
ignore
name is-
audio.
Your name is always highlighted and in some fucking color.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You're
like,
oh, AG.
you could be like,
Or-
That's not excellent sound design though, because they just ignore the fact that
No,
you're.
I know.
Like
again, that's
yeah.
it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
but
you
that,
could just make your name Zelda, and then Zelda's like, boy, Zelda, I've heard that name somewhere.
Yeah.
It's
No,
like, that is fucking
okay,
stupid.
like I fucking
Pooh
love that.
Butt. Why have I heard Pooh Butt in my dreams?
When you get the option to create a character name, I love when developers add like specific interactions with depending on the name you pick. Even
Fallout 4. Fallout 4.
but I think the best example is fucking ridiculous game. But Emily is Away. When you make your name like John Cena in Emily is Away, there's a certain point where you're talking to Emily and she's like, "Who is it?" And then fucking you don't even type. The thing just starts typing by yourself. It's like, my name is John Cena.
That is fucking hilarious.
And then his fucking entrance music starts playing.
That is
Like,
fucking
oh
hilarious.
my god, yeah.
Have you ever played that game? It's
Oh,
like
dude.
an AOL Instant Messenger sim.
Oh,
it's like
God.
It's
for
awesome.
our age. It
Oh,
is
yeah.
it is a
If you use
game
it.
pure like no one in
Nostalgia.
this day and age could understand.
Yeah.
It's
no
purely
kidding.
just for us.
Yeah, it's amazing. But
It's fucking great.
and it's Brad, unless you make your name Brad, and then it's some other fucking guy. I can't remember. Whoever's throwing the party. If you become Brad, you can change your name to Brad. Because she's always falling in love with this fucking Brad guy, unless you steal him away. Or steal her away. But if you become Brad, because that's your name, then she's dating whoever the hell's at the party.
It's a fucking great game. Play
It's
it.
fucking...
Don't
and,
spoil
that's
it.
not even part of it. Again, I'm going on.
It's a.
I
It's
was
What?
going to say Mass Effect is probably one of the best
Mass
ones.
Effect, good fucking answer. I like that, actually.
Yeah, it's okay.
Because
Because...
everybody's Shepard. Which is fine.
Sure.
That's a good workaround.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's what I was gonna say. That's a bullshit. Because sports games, it's always coming back to sports games because I think there's so much.
Liger.
You have to be able to customize that in a way that like is like to an extent that nobody else can do.
X2F01.
Because you're talking about cities, team names. You can add
Cities you're picking from a
and team
bank,
names.
not in UFC. You can only pick certain cities. You can either be Dearborn, Michigan,
Right.
or Detroit, Michigan.
No Flint.
No Flint.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
guys. Fuck
So
you.
it's
no
just
Pontiac.
No Pontiac.
Pontiac,
But it's
No Waterford. No hell.
No Holly, Michigan.
No Sault Ste. Marie or Canada.
No Sault Ste. Marie too.
so if you're from the UP, you better just better be from Wisconsin.
Yeah, fucking Iron Mountain.
But
Better find Iron Mountain, Missouri. Daho.
Daho.
Montana.
Montaka.
What is it?
What?
Oh, it's Montana. Fuck the U.S. All right, no, but
No one knows.
I want to
this.
say, I want to answer it. I don't. You're gonna. This is good. I like this, but No, I think that's a fucking cheap-ass workaround, and I hate that. Nobody wants, because I love, and I've always talked about this on the podcast, my favorite game modes
praise it, girl.
in sports games. It's actually changed. But for years, and you know it, because I would do years and years and years of this, and used to get fucking on me about it. No, I'd do like the Be a Pro, and I'd be like, yeah, well, they're like, I can't. I remember coming to work and like complaining about certain
to let my team win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, fucking fifth straight year. But no, I remember I would say something, and Dereck would always, I can't remember what I would say, but I literally remember this quote from coming out of his mouth. He'd be like, yeah, that's because they don't design the game, or they're like, because they don't expect somebody to play for 11 years.
Yeah.
Like, you don't go through 11 seasons. Like, what the fuck's the matter with you? But the Be a Pro game modes...
Dynasty Warriors custom mode?
I love that.
It's like fucking 100 years
in
the making.
But
don't even get me started.
Whoa, the new one. Anyway,
I don't give a fuck.
The new one,
weeks.
though. The new one.
Open
this
world.
time.
Open world. Forget Lou Boo is going to be fucking
30 years 30 games in the making. This
Hang on a
one.
minute.
So let's start it off as fighting games.
This one. They did PS1 3D fighters,
And they were cool.
Nah.
It was pretty cool. At the time?
Well, Soul Calibur's around. But...
All right, listen, motherfuckers. No, here's my point. 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 So, and this literally is going to tie into everything we've said. My favorite game modes in sporting games are
fighting game modes, sport game tie-ins.
I literally never say a word when you talk. Like, people would think that you're a goddamn king on this show. You just get the...
I'm glad you said it, not me.
They would think. You're wearing the Goku shirt, but that don't mean nothing.
You're just a Yamcha, bitch.
Yeah, that's right. You ain't even Yamcha.
Wolfang Fist?
No, you're Tien.
You're Tien with your third eye.
Because Yamcha's pretty sweet.
Tien actually is way better than Yamcha.
Fuck you.
It's got the fucking Tri-Blast. Have you played
Tri-Blast?
That is Piccolo.
That's Piccolo.
You're fucking high. Piccolo's sick. I saw a tweet that was like, celebrating Black Dads, and it was like fucking
Piccolo?
all these shows
Nail.
and Piccolo's at the end.
Wait a minute.
It was like,
What about Skeeter?
He was
from Doug.
Gohan's dad.
Gohan's dad?
Dude, yeah, he was. He rockin' raised Gohan.
He rockin' raised him.
He
Piccolo is the black stepdad of Gohan?
Dude, sure.
Goku did not.
Yeah, 'cause
Goku was dead and was
35
like,
times.
"Go, Piccolo, raise." Why did he wear the clothes? He loved Piccolo.
Yeah, he wore Piccolo's... Yep.
But you're like, Goku's a dick. He was dead. He didn't raise his son.
Yeah, fucking
like,
guy. Dead.
Meanwhile, he's still
literally dead.
Go on, I'm not proud of you until you've killed Cell. Fuck you, and you're
That's
not
a dad.
strong enough.
That's a dad.
That is a dad.
That's a hockey dad.
That's Batman. That's why...
That's
hockey dad.
Damon
Goku's
Wayne.
the hockey
Goku
dad
is
of
that's
anime.
what the name of this
Wayne
podcast
followed
needs to be.
Superman.
Goku is the hockey dad.
Yeah.
They need to hold off till the fucking 5 hour.
Hockey dad.
He's a hockey dad.
He's
No,
a hockey-
it's 4. Okay, anyway, we're not...
You didn't get that fucking goal.
Let me say my shit.
Slam
So,
shot,
the,
Gohan.
My
Go
favorite
on.
goddamn game mode in fucking sports games, that's right, I did swear, is the
Dynasty.
mode where you control the player. You're only the player.
Yeah,
You
bro,
make a
yeah.
decision for the player. You are not responsible. You are not able
You're
to
laying pipe
make
in college.
decisions for the league, team, owner, anybody. You're just a guy. Okay, you're just a fucking
You can
player
get
on the
traded.
team.
You can...
Exactly. It's fucking great. I love that. But the thing that is happening is
What is
exactly what you said. Is nowadays, and it's kind of it seemed like it was going down that track about a year or two ago, and it's sort of maybe not. They're adding the option, but they're not making it mandatory. Is to go kind of the route that 2K games were going, especially the basketball games, where it was literally a movie you were playing. You were
Madden.
playing this character that you named after you and created him in your likeness, but you were pretty much, you weren't in control of what they were doing. They were going to go to this fucking thing. They were going to get heckled at this point, or get hazed, I guess, by veteran players. And they basically make it a movie. FIFA's doing it now. They got the story of Homeboy. There's Longshot in Madden. There was the Spike Lee joint in quotes in 2K, where it is a movie, but you play the player.
I don't like that.
I hate it.
Because
but
I like being able to make decisions.
right, so it's
You don't want to play
it's-
fucking Streets of
Rage, yeah.
It's
I love that
entertainment.
shit.
It is entertaining, and there's all that. And I'm not going to go as far as saying
Streets of
this.
New York.
I'm not going to go as far as meaning this. I will go as far as saying it, but don't take it super seriously. But I don't
Ignore everything I'm
necessarily want I don't want my game to change because of sound design in that way. Like, I don't want, just because they want to be able to seamlessly say my character's name, I don't want them to fucking make all of his decisions before it. No, I'm saying
Shepard.
Yeah.
Well, not Shepard.
Okay, they just call you Shepard.
Shepard, what do you what's your problem? What's the point you're trying to make, Shepard?
Shepard,
talk to me.
In these
Shepard,
games,
I'm trying to get
a movie that everything that you do is already decided.
You need to walk.
And there's like a fucking tree. It's
Shep.
like every other game. You fucking go along this tree, but you can only end up in this one spot.
Now here's the thing:
and you can only take these few fucking moves.
But like,
in a fucking Be a Pro, I can request a release or a trade at any time. I can pick whatever team I want. It doesn't matter because they want to be able to fucking tell my story through Doc Emmerich's mouth. I think that's the only reason that they do this. It's because they want to tell the story to you through the game.
I don't like that.
I don't want them to change the mode. You can have a separate mode where it does that.
Because the whole point of these games is to get immersed in a game as if you were this character. Especially if you're doing a story.
Yeah.
I want to be like, okay, if I was in this position, and if I was a rookie coming up and people were fucking with me, I wouldn't take that. Because that's not what the fuck I would do.
Yeah, and you only got 4 options, and sometimes it just isn't
Well,
what
it's
you
like,
would do.
it's either like, go along with it, like, haha, laugh it up, tell them to fuck off,
or do it.
Request a trade.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
I don't play these games, so I don't have a dog in this race.
It's more of this. It's like it's the equivalent of playing like GTA and making decisions, but you never created the character.
Right. Yeah, because you don't anymore.
Yeah.
And you never did, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, you well,
it would be GTA 3. The character has like no name, but he does.
Name.
He does, but
Claude,
but he didn't.
Claude.
And it doesn't matter. Yeah, his name is Claude.
Because he's in San Andreas.
Yeah, but they always call him Kid and shit.
Yeah, right.
Well,
that's the thing.
That's how it is in the Mafia.
He's
you
the
wouldn't have a
means
name.
to an end to the
Kid.
story.
Yeah, he'd be Kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't care what the fuck your name is.
I want compensation for this insult.
That was fucking not Bill Burr, but
don't
guy
smack my bitch up. That's what the
8-ball
thing was called.
I need to eat some spaghetti.
You always got hungry during these podcasts, but no, that is good if you're done.
What? Oh yeah, no, I was just saying like, I don't know. It's hard. You have to walk that line in terms of customizable modes that have immersive storytelling.
Yeah.
Is that like in Fight Night Champions? Which I always go back.
Great
to.
move. That's a fucking great game.
It's
was
a great
that the
game.
one for the original Xbox?
No, it's for 360.
Fight Night Champions
is
like
the one
last one they made,
where you get the story mode. That's like
You're
a
Rocky.
gangster story.
Telling
You're
a
Rocky
story.
Not exactly.
You are not Rocky.
You're like you're involved in like shootings and stuff and like that. And
You
shit's
are
going around
no
around
way
you.
Italian.
Yeah.
You're a black American.
Is this
fighting a white American?
Gangs of New York or fucking Gangs of New York? Is this fucking Def Jam? Fucking
No, this is.
It's an underdog story, but it's not an underdog story in that your character is underpowered. It's that the champion is so fucking strong.
Yeah. So your guy, you get 2 different modes. You get your whatever story mode that's a pre-made story.
Sure. Yep.
And then you get your own career that you can do.
That you've always had in the Fight Night games, but they had the option of this fucking really well put together story that's presented like a movie.
Yeah.
Which they do. Like Longshot.
Do.
You have these options like Longshot in the new Madden, but that's a separate thing. They're not like 2K does.
Yeah.
Hijacking your entire GM mode.
Yeah.
Dude,
they have them.
That's
both
the
now.
problem that's happened with Monster Hunter. Oof. Monster
I
Hunter
just played
games.
a new one.
Do you have it on PS4?
Worlds. Did you play Worlds?
It's pretty cool.
On PS4?
So
anyway,
PS4.
here's the thing about Monster Hunter games. Monster Hunter games have always had like a single player story kind of focused mode, but then you could always go online and just kind of rank up and play with your friends at any point. This game fucking forces you to do single player content before you can play any sort of higher rank. And that is fucking annoying.
It's dumb.
I just want to fight the Kieran with my buddy because we're both at fucking HR4.
Yeah, I completely.
Like, I want that.
No,
Yeah.
that's
Thank you so much.
No, and again, I know people that play like sport, like fucking NHL, and I'll be playing an online mode like Hockey Ultimate Team or offline like Be a Pro, and I'll go talk to them about the game, and they're like, literally never played those modes. They only play like a ranked online with regular teams, and that's fucking
Yeah, but
fine.
I want
the game
that.
Doesn't
I
force
want
you.
that, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's good. Like the game doesn't force you to play any mode. They just offer these modes, and that's why, again, I think, and this has got nothing to do with it, but NHL is really fucking doing it right, where they're just adding modes. Now they got this 3-on-3 mode that I thought before the game came out was going to be huge with non-hockey fans. And maybe it is. I don't know.
The 3-on-3?
You may
Threes?
be gifted the game.
So fun.
Threes. I love it. Exactly. But you don't have to play any. They don't make you play any
it's
of this.
It's the most fun of any of them because it takes all the sim shit out of it.
Yeah. It's
fun.
an arcade version.
It's hits.
But again, there's 6 or 7 different game modes that you can play, and you don't have to do any of them to unlock anything, to do anything. Just pick whatever one you want to fucking play and play it.
That's my complaint with the new UFC game is that the Ultimate Team is fucking atrocious. It's really bad. It's really fucking bad. It's super steep. It's moves, but you get people, like you get actual... Before, you made your own person, and you bought cards, like through their little currency or whatever, and you would add those moves to your created character. Your guy that you made.
Yeah.
And this one, you get cards of actual people, and some people are so fucking good off the bat, you can't do anything. Like,
that's annoying.
You can't earn coins because even when you play the single player, like offline,
it's good that they have
the
that.
CPU is still so fucking good that it doesn't matter, and you earn the same coins whether you play online or whether you play single player.
I hate the idea of like a competitive thing where it's not like fair. Like
no,
it's not
fair.
an average.
Right.
Like you don't have
it's
the
pay
same.
to play.
That's the ultimate
Fucking hate
pay to
that.
win.
Yeah.
Even. It's
Yeah.
not pay to play.
Yeah.
But technically, you can I've never spent a dime in NHL, and that one's been around for years. UFC's only on their 3rd game.
Yeah.
But
second Ultimate. That's the only time they've done
Right.
Ultimate Team twice.
NHL's had it since like 14, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Anyway, it's getting better every year, and they've got way, way more offline things to try to get up there. But it is true, if somebody's going to spend money, you just can't compete.
You can't.
And that's what's so frustrating is playing games and losing because they've got fucking Nick Lidstrom and Pavel Bure and all these players, and you're playing them, and you're like, they're really not good. Like, this motherfucker can't win a face-off. How basic is that?
I just wish...
But he's scoring because all he's doing is shooting.
Microtransactions, I hate that they exist in some of these games.
Well,
it's never going to change.
And like,
I just hate...
It may because of Battlefront 2.
In competitive...
Yeah.
Oh no. Well, that could have ruined it for everybody because, like, I think it was like the German government or some government was like, this might be like gambling because like loot boxes.
Right.
This is potentially on the level of gambling or...
It is.
Well, if New York State
so
picks
that's
that
gonna...
up.
If that ruins it for that country, which would make it illegal to play that game... It could ruin it for everybody.
Good.
But no, exactly.
Good.
I'd be talking to fucking...
That being said, loot boxes for games that are like, you got a color for your character. I don't fucking care about
That's
that.
fine.
And shit.
That's fine.
Like Overwatch, I don't fucking care if I get a new color or a new stamp or whatever. That's fine. The game doesn't change because you got a loot box.
Yeah.
Dude,
I don't mind that at all.
Even if you get minor, like, +1 through 4 anything, that's pretty minor.
I don't know.
No. Any advantage
yeah.
over another player because you spent money is fucking
level
bullshit.
playing field.
As
Okay.
far as I'm...
If you spend money.
If
I'm
I
talking
spent
about
money,
random.
I should not. If someone spent, like in Street Fighter, if someone spends money and buys a costume, I can buy all the costumes I fucking want.
Sure.
Who cares? If someone complains and is like
Again,
I
just
hate the
talking
way
about
the hate the way the fucking like I don't know micromanaging or whatever the fucking the marketplace works. It's like who cares? You can play the same character I play. And you just don't have to have a costume. I want to look cool when I fuck you up, or when I lose. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like it's my choice to buy that. It's
A
my
level
choice
playing field is
yeah,
the
it's a
best
level
People
playing
have
field.
been saying that
Bottom line.
for years, though. That's really the problem. Is I don't think they're.
I don't want someone to have an advantage over me.
Because I know already, I'm really fucking good at UFC already, and I'll go on and play Ultimate, and it's like I've never played before. I get dropped anytime they want, and my tactic doesn't work the same at all. My person's
because
way
they
worse.
paid?
What's that?
Because they paid, or
because my guy is shit. Like the card that I got is shit. The stats are terrible.
You have to like re-roll. Or
you
some
have
shit?
to keep fucking playing to get more coins.
Unless you spend money.
Unless you spend money, which you could keep doing and keep getting packs.
There isn't like a tier. Like there isn't tiers of like I'm this shit and we're all shit. we should fight each other in
Sure
this.
Yeah,
there is.
no, there is.
Yeah,
There's
okay.
there's different I think it's 1 through 5.
Yeah.
I'm on 3 or 4, which is out of 5. I think 5 is like the lowest. But
They'll show.
I just don't play it enough, because I'm just I fucking crack people all the time. They just don't fall down because their character's better, and then I'll go and look at what they have, what their character is. Because I got a pre-order, I got a free Conor McGregor card. It's a 3-star Conor McGregor card, which is supposed to be good. And I'm getting destroyed. It's out of 5.
Card? What does that card do for you?
It's your fighter.
Stats.
You can use Conor McGregor.
You can use Conor McGregor.
I thought
but
you
he's
used
not
your own
as
character.
good as he is in real life. He's for instance, his stand-up striking is a 78.
Yeah, I hate
out of
this.
100.
I do. I hate this. And you level the card up.
And
right?
you level the card up.
That's
you
like
add
Madden.
moves to him.
So everyone's playing Conor McGregor?
Anybody's
If you
pre-ordered it, you had the choice to get a bunch of different people.
But then you get cards and you fucking put them into this card.
What a terrible... This should be a
That's bad.
totally separate mode from the actual ranked game.
There is.
No,
there's
yeah.
online ranked where you could play just whatever characters
right.
are in that division.
Yeah, well then fuck all that.
That's what I'm
Every
saying.
bit of that.
I never
Fuck
played
all
it.
of
But,
that.
okay,
Don't
Joe
even think
plays
about
it. Joe loves it.
I completely agree with both of you.
Yeah.
Because that is shit. That's the way Madden does Ultimate Team as well. You'll open a pack and they give away shit because this is their way of making it sound great. They're like, oh, we give packs away every week. It's cool. I just opened up a fucking Kurt Warner card from the Rams when he's winning Super Bowls. It's a 78 card.
Yeah.
Oh, the fuck am I going to play the 78 overall? They're like, but you could level it up to a 94. I'm like, fuck that.
So how much time am I going to have to invest into this person?
Yeah, and get other cards and shit if you play NHL. Sorry, but I'm going right back to it. They're doing it right.
Yeah.
All the cards are the same. There is a fucking 97, what the hell's his name? There is a 97, oh my god, Conor McGregor card out there, but there's also other Conor McGregor cards that are fucking
shit,
not as good.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you fucking pick up a 93 Conor McGregor, he's going, or Conor McGregor, god damn it, there you go. What, did I say McGregor the first time? Conor... What the hell is his name for the Edmonton Oilers? Fucking Connor
McHolahan.
Mick.
Schmiggity.
What is his name? So much UFC.
I'll
throw it the other way because I can't remember his name. Austin Matthews. So
Yeah.
you get Austin Matthews. There is a 97.
McDavid.
Conor
McDavid.
Jesus. Yes, 97.
Hoity
Oilers.
hoity.
I know.
I feel like I could have got there if I kept going.
Yeah.
Red Deer Rebels. I know the guy. So anyway, personally, if you get a 91 McDavid, he's going in your lineup. But there is ways to you don't upgrade the card.
Yeah.
You get other cards that are that one, so he can replace that 97 will replace that. You're not putting in two separate cards that are fucking all going into the one to try to level that up instead of the other fucking 13 players on your offense. Only.
So this has made its way into fighting games in the form of Injustice 2, which is garbage.
It's just...
And what really sucks is if you
different.
don't want to play a ranked match, which you shouldn't always have to, when you play a match, both players have to agree to not use their fucking bullshit power.
Yeah.
Like their bullshit, their
Fucking bullshit.
fucking gear.
Yeah.
They have to both hit square and then hit L1 when they don't want to use their gear. And the menu will come up for both players. But they have to hit square and hit L1
Bullshit,
as well.
bitch. No. I'm hitting X.
People pull that shit all the time in the
LB.
UFC. I'll play, and you can play as...
Like, it's sitting there, and it's like, hit the fucking button, and you scream the mic, and you hit it over and over so they see the prompt, but they just don't.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I got my gear, I'm gonna do this. It's
Some
like, you're
people-
a fucking bitch.
Some people will play quick matches on UFC, and I'll be like, okay, cool. And I'll put, I don't want to play with created fighters, because you can completely max them out.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, alright, cool. So I'll put my person, and I'll be like, I'm going to play as this guy who actually exists. And then the other person will be like, they'll scroll past, and I'll see if they have a created fighter.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. And then they'll pick one before him.
Who, by the way, can look like...
So when I
Spider-Man.
ready up, he switches
Hit
and goes to
B.
the created
What
guy.
a
And
fucking
I'll just
bitch.
hit X, and I'll just wait. I'll be like, I know you're going to do it. I'm just going to wait for you to ready up before I ready up, because I'm not playing that shit. And it's just crazy. It's a quick match. It's not even It's not even a
You should
ranked
not be
match.
able to see-
Well,
And-
you can quit and leave their asses...
Yeah, and that's what's funny is, I'll even put, no creative fighters allowed. Somehow they sneak in. I don't know how they do, but somehow they sneak into the lobby anyways.
That's bold.
There's still a way that they can pick them. And I'm just
Okay.
Do you have to be that big of a piece of shit to get over on somebody? Like, you can't play me as an actual
play
person?
With the rules that
Like,
I put in the title.
you're doing a thumb wrestle, but you fucking use your hand.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're fucking cheating! You have an advantage, your hand is in here!
Yeah.
No
it's
shit.
dumb. Like, it's just...
I'm gonna wear a weighted glove.
That's the way, yeah, it's like, you have a distinct advantage. I fought people...
I know that.
In Injustice, because I only use Harley Quinn. Like, I only use Harley Quinn.
Good.
So, like...
Nightwing's fucking awful
I had my
Nightwing's
gear...
awful.
Like,
The
I
first one is
used
amazing.
my gear in a way that, like, was just style. Like, I only picked style because I would always turn that mode on, because I don't want to fight anyone.
Shaders.
I don't want to have an advantage for any reason. Like, it's not... I want a fucking fair fight. Like, I want to beat you due to my skill.
Play
not
the
to
game as the developers fucking intended.
Right, so, like...
Without they intended for...
So they, like... People won't... Like, Bane. Bane will fuck you up if he's close. Half damage. It just happens. So it's like, you just zone the guy, and then they send you a message, and you're like, fuck you for running and fucking shooting at me. And it's like, dude, you had level 15 gear, and I'm level 3.
Yeah.
And that means a lot. That you have a huge advantage over me.
Yeah.
It's not your skill. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. I could zone you out the entire game, and then you get in and you fuck me up. By the way, there's 300 seconds in a match in Injustice.
Injustice is a good game.
Absurd.
I'm just saying.
I told you. I remember being
it's
not good.
No. What I hate is the B.
It's fun.
I don't like the B button. It is dumb. Circle button.
You mean your trait?
Yeah, because it's a fucking 3-button fighting game. And then you're
Well,
gonna argue, it's 4 buttons. It is 4 buttons.
Which one's your...
that is 4.
Which one's your
the
charge
fourth
move
button
or whatever, where you... Is that...
Well, the heavy
That's
button
A.
is a... it's like a
you
launcher.
Hold A
Yeah.
or X.
Yeah,
Hold
launcher.
forward or back.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it launches. It's your fucking smash
It's your heavy attack, but
Smash
you can also like charge.
I like that.
But
I think it's cool.
Yeah,
It
and then
is
you have a
cool,
trait
but-
button. Yeah, it's
yeah,
a
you charge.
3-button fighter, like
I don't
fucking
use-
Persona.
I don't
wanna
use B a lot.
That's 4 button, dude. What?
That's the same thing.
No,
3
because
buttons and then an
Accessory.
Persona button.
not true because fucking your Persona button in quotes in Injustice, you can push that button and push it and hold it in any direction you want. Nothing changes.
You can't mix combos very well in Injustice to me, I didn't feel.
It's
got some
footsies are
creative.
important in that game, and I really like it.
What?
It's not all about doing moves.
Yeah.
Moves are important, but the openers and shit are way more important.
That's
in
what I
that game.
appreciate in the UFC is that I can throw whatever combo I want to. I can go left, right.
Yeah, but that's
Left-
realistic.
I
not
just
all-
like that. I like that.
No,
I like being able to manipulate exactly what I want to do. Like I can throw, like I fuck people up all the time. Is I'll slip, throw an uppercut, and I'll throw to the body, and I'll throw an uppercut again.
Right, like
Mike Tyson's done it in real life 1,000 times, and he's killed people, and it
it's
works
hard
the
to
same
do, and
in
people
real life, and
can't
same
do
in
it
the
in
game.
games that you don't see Balrog or Homeboy from Tekken doing it.
Yeah,
But like weird people like you should
You gotta
have
just
that in
know your
games, and I'm
moveset.
happy that you can do it.
yeah. No, it's I like
I'm
because
talking
I like
shit.
You
technically.
should play Steve Fox in fucking.
I love him.
He's so.
I love
fucking
him. I love the
cool.
weaving.
His
You get two
kicks.
buttons.
His kicks are weaves.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
And his punches are fucking sick.
well.
Yeah.
See, there's characters in Injustice too where 2 of their moves are like fucking high evade, low evade. It's like goddamn, there
Like
goes
Catwoman.
fucking half of my shit.
Yeah.
Well,
No, Catwoman's only got high evade.
she's got. Well, no, she
I
does.
think
She
it's
can-
in the.
she can
I think
bump.
it's in the first game. There's 2 of them that does a high and low, and it may be Catwoman. But I don't
Catwoman has. Well, she.
Somebody that you play in the story has a high and low evade, which is like Hadouken and back Hadouken. It's like there goes half of my fucking. What can I do?
Yeah.
Dude, the Ninja Turtles
Let me
just
say-
came out in.
Did you play as
They're
all
not
4?
out yet.
Huh?
Do you play as all 4? Or do you pick one?
No, all 4 in one.
No, you
That's
pick
weird.
one. You pick a. You pick.
Oh, okay,
each
sure.
one.
Okay.
Well,
I was just
saying,
saying how you revealed it, it looked like all of them were.
Leonardo seems to be. Well, they call in strikers. Like they
All I
call
was
in a
saying
different
is
one and
it's,
they do a move.
Yeah,
but
it's one
you
tile.
pick one of them.
It's one
So
tile.
like Raphael has counters. So he puts his hands up, and if you hit him, he fucking counters you.
That's weird.
Raphael
A lot
has,
of people
or
got that.
Leonardo has his swords, and he does a ton of chip
Batman's
damage.
got a cape parry. Same thing.
Yeah, he throws this thing over, and then he fucking
Raphael
counters
doesn't
you.
feel like
Don't
he'd be
do
a
it on
counter guy.
accident.
Right, like I don't know.
That's weird.
Psy,
No,
I guess
okay.
Psy
Because
are
they're fast.
they're
Time
they're
out.
meant to like kind of parry.
Oh
it.
yeah. Okay.
Times out. One of the coolest things I think about Injustice 2, and it's weird and it's hard to notice. It's really not.
But he throws them like
shut the
this way.
fuck up, dude. God damn.
My bad.
Just kidding. But
Sorry,
seriously,
sorry,
no.
master.
One of the coolest things about fucking Injustice
Chop.
2 is the interactables because characters react to him differently.
Yeah.
Batman is not. He does not have super strength.
He doesn't pick it up.
Well,
So
no,
he can't pick that shit up. He'll
jump-
kick it over, or
there's
he'll jump
up and
There's
grab it.
strength
Where
and gadget
Superman
characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
will fucking chuck the goddamn thing.
Which is weird because the Flash, I think, is a gadget character.
He's
Yeah,
a gadget.
definitely.
Yeah, he
He's
doesn't
got
have
no
the strength.
strength. Yeah.
He's
But he's
Yeah,
fast,
Flash
so
is-
you think
But
fast
he-
with speed comes strength.
No,
Well, that's a
Uh-uh.
stretch.
He's
They
regular.
can't. He can't have everything.
He can't pick shit up. He'll run into it. He'll fucking.
I mean, with his
Whoa.
speed, he could get it up there.
Yeah.
No, he could not. No, because if he's moving fast, he's vibrating. He'll go right through it. He phases through shit.
Fair enough. Fine.
That's what the
Fuck.
Flash does.
He phases.
My
Yeah,
two favorite
his
characters are
molecules move.
Yes.
Right. he can
Flash
move
and
through things.
Cyborg. I love
He
Cyborg.
Cyborg, I love because it's
He's
the fucking
fucking
Teen
cool.
Titans guy. That is Cyborg.
He's cool because he fights like Jax, and I like
So
Jax
there's a
and Kid.
player
So
in the
does Superman.
Detroit scene who is named Eligard, and he plays Cyborg.
Cyborg's a fucking
He also
monster.
plays-
Cyborg's pretty hype.
In Mortal Kombat, he plays
Does he
what
use a
the
green
fuck
skin?
is his name?
Jax?
No, he plays fucking
Triborg.
got the hair. He's got the fucking
Kung Lao.
no, fuck, shut up.
Kun Jin.
He plays the tribal guy. What the fuck is his name? He's a new guy. He's awesome.
Jin.
Not Kun Jin. Fuck Kun Jin.
Fuck you.
No, he plays
Oh yeah, he plays fucking the goddamn
Kotal
guy.
Khan. Kotal Khan. He's so
Hate
cool.
Sorry,
him.
but I said it. He's
He's so
horrible.
sick.
He's
That
stupid.
character
He
is
is
garbage.
sick.
He's a dumb character.
He's so
character
fucking
sucks.
sick.
Okay, he may be.
His
he's
design
cool as a
is
character.
fucking sick.
I don't like the idea of him.
I
He's
hate
just Shao
every
Kahn.
bit of him. He's not a cool
Well, that's
character.
it. Well, dude, the story is like he
He's the Khan.
fucking
Stupid.
overtook him.
He's
Dumb.
He's got the fucking air throw. He's
He's
so,
just tribal
that's
Shao
so
Kahn.
cool.
Shit! He's helpless. I can't.
Fuck Shao Kahn though.
Yeah.
He made him a person that can be defeated.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
What's
Shao
wrong
Kahn.
with that?
I don't
He's
like-
got a big fucking sword.
I don't like that. For some reason,
It's
I
hard
don't
to use.
like
So
the
sick.
big characters because most of the time I don't fucking use them.
They're just difficult to use.
So like, I like Liu Kang, I like Kung Lao, I like all the
Liu Kang
stupid guys.
is cool in that
I
game.
believe that. I believe that
His
Kotal Khan
X-ray,
is good,
where he
but-
just fucking like
good to use.
beats the
Yeah,
shit. Have you
like
seen that? He
palm
just beats the
strikes,
shit
yeah.
out of you.
Palm strikes and karate
Oh,
chops,
he's
they're
so
gross.
fucking. It's sick.
But yeah,
Kotal Khan is
All right.
shit.
How we looking here?
We're looking good. Is
I
that
want to
it?
eat some
Are you done?
spaghetti. I want to
Yeah,
eat some
you always
spaghetti.
trying to get out. What?
Eat some spaghetti.
Good.
yeah,
We alright?
All right, cool.
Kotal
So-
Khan's sick. Can we all agree?
No,
Khan?
No.
absolutely
I
not.
hate him.
Kotal
No,
Khan
no,
is the worst fucking character in Mortal Kombat.
Oy vey.
Whoa, that's
Straight up.
a stretch.
Okay, maybe
Dude.
Aaron Black.
Goro's
Aaron
brother,
Black
too.
is fucking cool.
He's
Fuck
horrible.
off.
Goro's
Aaron Black is
brother,
so cool.
what was his
He's
name?
a dick.
You mean
Worst character.
Shiva, who's
His-
a girl?
No,
No,
the
Gore's
tiger
brother
dude.
is also a girl,
That's fucking
Kintaro.
Kintaro, and Kintaro is sick as fuck.
and that's a woman,
Goro's
It's
garbage.
a woman.
No.
isn't it? It's a cat.
Yes.
It's Catman.
They
not a-
they
that's not a
they
boy.
made him. Yeah, Kintaro is a
not
male.
boy.
Yes, Kintaro's a male.
He sucks. I hated him.
Fucking high.
I was like, oh, Goro sucks. What could you do to make him?
Goro's
oh,
stupid.
he's got three arms.
Kintaro is cooler.
Does he have three arms?
No,
No,
got
he has
4
4.
arms.
Does he?
Yeah.
Kintaro,
them.
Mortal Kombat.
Well, that's not how you spell it anyway.
I think it's
that,
K.I..
Just do MK. We
Do
got
Mortal
time to...
Kombat.
Man, my fucking...
Yeah.
Kintaro.
K.I..
Yeah, I also posted somewhere like Kitana, but I spelled it properly, and everyone's like, "You stupid." It's like, oh, fuck off.
Well, yeah, I mean,
My
well,
bad.
that's kind of the thing about Mortal Kombat is if you spell it the way they do, you're spelling it wrong.
Yeah.
Kitana, not katana.
Stupid.
You're spelling it all wrong.
Stupid.
You're spelling it
Humans less,
Less
ugly when they burn. Oh,
bitch.
fuck. Dude, he's cool. except
He's
when
not
a fucking,
cool.
That isn't cool.
That's a
That
shit
spread up
model.
there is fucking sick.
Nah.
It doesn't
look
make
at that.
any sense.
Looks
Is
like
he
he's
his
got-
half brother? Because how is he a
They're
Catman?
not, bro. They're
You're
the
right.
same race.
Oh.
You're little racist.
He should still be.
Yeah,
real. I
he's
don't
a
know
tiger
what
man.
this is.
I don't know why they made him a tiger man.
He's a
It's fucking
bastard
weird.
man.
No, because they what? Oh,
He's a
just
Shokan.
because he's a fucking Shokan, all that entire race has to look the same. Fuck that.
No,
He
what?
does look like he resembles Goro, except as a tiger.
Except barf.
Yeah, literally.
It's fucking
Shokan.
dumb.
Well, he also resembles fucking Shiva, except for a little bigger and a tiger.
It's fucking dumb.
I don't. He's not a tiger originally.
He's a tiger man. He was always a tiger man.
Look at those stripes, and what the hell is that on his face? He's wearing the Flash's mask, or he's got the fucking...
He just has fucking face paint. Fuck it. Who cares? He's
That
a
ain't
fucking
face
tiger.
paint.
He's a tiger man.
tiger stripes.
Whatever, dude. He punches. He kicks. He's got fucking 4 arms.
He's dumb.
And
He's
3
cool.
fingers.
He's
I always
dumb.
thought he was cool. He's cooler than Kane. He's cooler than fucking Goro.
I thought you would
How
say
is he
cooler than Kano.
Goro?
I was like, yeah, a
Yeah,
lot of
well,
people are cooler
that's
than
not
Kano.
How is he? I
I think
that
Kano's
he's
cool.
literally the
Kano
same
has the
score.
choke. Can you just tell me?
You literally can't like anybody except for Batman and Injustice 2, and if you do, then there's
Batman's cool, but
you can't side with Superman in that game.
No,
it's an option, but you can't.
He's a huge piece of shit. Like he's an unbelievable piece of shit.
I know.
It's literally if you're an
great?
evil person,
Right?
You know
If you're, it's like you chose the asshole route. Like,
you have no morals.
I know. And I
Superman.
need to
You
do-
either
I'm
are an
sure-
asshole or you went for an achievement.
By the
basically.
way, well, no, and I'm going to eventually, not for the achievement, but just for the 100%, because I just want to see everything. You just go back through and for every
That's not how you get
for
to 100%.
every chapter. Yes, it is. For every
Supergirl.
you
chapter,
got to do some online.
no story.
Oh,
If
there
you want
go.
to
Fine.
100% the story, all you got to do
Fine.
is for every chapter where you're two characters, you just got to go back and do the fights where you didn't pick that one.
Supergirl's cool too in the game. By the
She's
way.
fucking
like her.
awesome, by the way. She's very, very
Supergirl
good.
is
I've
that
seen a-
character is literally that's the.
I've seen a
just
Twitch
like the
name-
CW show.
No, I like her. I like
I've
how
seen
she plays.
a Twitch character, a Twitch name called
How she fights. I like how she.
Yeah, a
I
Twitch
like
name
playing as her.
Yeah, so a Twitch name called
can't be
it was fucking
only
Delete
do it.
Supergirl. It was great. People don't like her.
Really?
No, they love her, but she's really, really strong.
Yeah.
She has a fucking Shoryu to cancel.
I know. It's really fucking cool.
It's a sick loop.
Well, that's the thing that they got rid of. And when I was playing through Injustice 1, Superman is you don't have to be good to do this because it's
No, they didn't
it's
get
a
rid of
start
that.
and
He's
an end.
still not. He's still bullshit.
he plays like shit.
Okay, no, they did get rid of it. The fucking scoop toss to uppercut.
Oh my
now
God.
his
Oh,
scoop
they
toss ends in that throw where you could scoop toss and then do the uppercut thing and end a combo like that. Now you can't. If you scoop toss, it ends itself.
He's still bullshit. Where he boo 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 boo.
Yeah, and he covers so much
He's
ground.
fucking
He's
bullshit.
So fast.
He's so strong as well. Like they're not gonna make Superman and Batman like bad. They're gonna make them entry level characters.
Yeah.
You know, those are gonna be like Ryu and Ken. They're gonna make them
He
characters
doesn't
who.
play easy.
He doesn't. He really doesn't.
Yeah, but like
Batman kind of does.
Batman does too. Batman has the
Yeah, but not
up
really.
down.
He's better.
The exploding batarang shit.
Yeah.
Is so easy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, but
so easy.
That's B button. His
And then the
is
slide,
what's good.
the
It's
slide
easy
back,
about him.
dude. Batman
He's a
is
simple
so easy to
character.
play.
The
He's Ryu.
Superman is just not.
He's
Yes,
Ryu.
yeah, I was gonna say he's like sure.
Batman
Okay,
is
but
Ryu. He's
the
a Shoto.
the
He's the
thing
game
that
Shoto.
makes characters that hard is doing basic inputs for air moves. You don't if you got an air move in there, you should make it a little more difficult to do than just like a fucking Hadouken away.
Well, it's
my
tough
opinion.
because that game, there's so many. They have to adapt a genre where there's so many lasers.
Yeah.
They can shoot a gun. So
Well-
the scope is so large. Everyone has so many has it, but they have to have a way to get in really consistently, or else they're just you can't even play them. So it's such a strange game that like range means so much. So it's not necessarily super fun to watch, in my opinion, but.
No, because
You
too
can
many
see
juggles.
by
It's
the
like-
way it is, like
Juggles and saving your meter.
right, meter is
Yeah.
so important in that game because it means so much. You can do so much with it. You can you can push block. You can fucking roll through things. You can use EX to bust through moves. You can use it to break a grab and
Or-
reset
Yeah,
someone.
down almost their whole meter with whatever the
stupid-
crazy.
Oh yeah, well
You
that's
mean the
that's in the
Clash?
second round, and
I hate the Clash.
that I've won games based on it.
Yeah,
But,
too.
like,
I've laughed at computers while they bet, and I just save my meter.
well, right, like that's the
Go ahead, defend.
it's cool
33%,
to-
That's nothing.
You know what? There's a double-edged sword to that because apparently the devs didn't even care for that mode in the
I can't
beginning,
stand that mode.
but when it like
mode.
already became a thing, they were like, we have these actors who have recorded these lines and we paid them to do this.
I don't buy it.
It's not going anywhere. We've got to make it. We've got
I'd
to
like
have it
I'd
happen.
like to hear that because I still think that. It's
However,
like, this
I don't
game
think
is
it's a
trying
terrible-
to not be a breaker. It's like, well, you can't have a breaker because fucking MK has it, and now fucking Killer Instinct. Has
Well, there's
it.
so many.
You can't have a breaker.
There's plenty more games that have a breaker, but
but that's
it's the way
that's
they
what I'm
handle
saying,
it.
But that's not a. That is a breaker, but it's not a breaker.
Like Skullgirl, it's a breaker, but
But
Skullgirl
it's
is like
not a breaker.
well, it depends on your meter. You can totally use you can use it like early in the combo if you know someone's going to combo the fuck out of you, or if you just get the meter and you know you can do
You
it.
activate it like a breaker, but that is not a breaker. It stops their combo, sure, blah blah blah. But you can
It puts
take
you at a
damage
neutral-
or
it-
get health.
But it puts you at a neutral state, which means it's a breaker. So anyway,
But
there are
that's not a
games
neutral
that
sta- that's not a neutral
yes,
state.
it is. Just because damage happens one way or the other, you're at a neutral state when you start. That is a breaker.
When you start or when you finish?
When you finish.
No, one person's on their ass, regardless. And the other person gets health or you take damage.
When you stand up, you are both at the same frame. You are both at the exact same frame. When you stand back up, you're at a neutral state. You're reset to a position which is neutral. So anyway,
once you stand back
there are games that handle resets in different ways. Like Skullgirls, if it has a system that if you're doing like an infinite combo or a combo that could be infinite, this thing goes over your character and you have the option to hit all buttons and you mash out and it breaks them from you. But that can be baited out. So like they could be doing it and then see that you're about to do that and back off and then you break and then you're not safe and then go right back in.
That's the same thing in UFC. You can do the same kind of shit. They don't have like, they used to have parries, you knock down people's punches. Now it's not quite a breaker. It's like, so I do it all the time. Some people will just throw 1-2s and I'll slip one, like I'll wait on it, like I'll eat it on my gloves and I'll slip one and throw an uppercut and it rocks them almost every time. And it's like the same sort of shit. It's crazy.
This is more like I'm getting comboed to death. It's like I'm getting comboed to death, but they did the same exact combo 3 times in a row because of the way the game works. Mm-hmm. So it's like the game realizes they just did the same input. No and then you have an option to hit it. So they can bait it out, but you can wait. Mm-hmm. Like it's a mind game. It's like, are they gonna break right now because I baited it, or they're gonna drop the combo and bait me out, and then I'm gonna go back in on them?
They always have. That's the thing about fighting games is the developers intended to go one way, and then with dashes and cancels and weird shit, there's always ways to juggle. Like MK9.
Stuff. Well, that's how fighting games are.
It's literally what I just said.
It's a ballet.
That's the thing about fighting games. That's how they are. That's good and bad. I'm not.
Well,
saying...
that's like the thing about chess, or that's the thing about
stuff like that, and you're applying it to something.
That's the thing. Like once you get to that level of fighting games, where it's like, I'm no longer thinking about how to do this or how my combo works. I'm just worried about when this fucker's gonna drop his, and I can punish him with this combo I've spent this long on.
Yeah,
that is when fighting games are at their best, and that's what stinks because it takes a long time. And I wish you would really play Rising Thunder, because that game cuts a lot of that out. The combo, there's some combo shit in there, but you don't have to focus on doing inputs on moves. You just have to hit a button and a move comes out. There's a cooldown, but you can dash in after it. It's so fucking sick.
That's what I say about. That's the thing about fighting games. That is how it is, and I'm not saying anything bad about it. But in truth, that is when they start to lose me, like a MK10. Where Raiden especially, they'll just fucking juggle you, get you in the corner, juggle you, reset the combo, just keep going. You're fucked. Unless you got a breaker, there's no way to stop that shit. And there's no way I'm ever going to put in the time to learn how to do that combo and not drop it.
Yeah, but you don't... The point... You don't have to worry about... Like, you're getting comboed because you didn't know how to defend against what he put you in.
You mean
which sucks?
Hold one button in MK9 and block it? I mean,
there's 2 blocks in that, and you can get overheaded. But anyway, okay, but like hate on it. But that's
I'm not hating. I'm just saying I'm not going.
Well, that's the difference between someone who puts the time into it, learning a game out like that.
I
works.
Understand that.
You have to understand his strings and when he's going to go high, when he's going to go low.
But
his strengths, his weaknesses,
the difference
why
is,
he would go high,
the reason
why he would go low.
I said MK9 is because that game is shit. That is, you exploit that. That's not the...
Well, that game is
new games and good games.
MK9 or MKX?
9. Good games develop ways to fucking prevent that. Where these combos literally cannot go on forever, like they can in MK9. You can fucking, especially Raiden. If you play MK9 online right now, if you get a match, you're probably going to fight Raiden. Because there's a fucking combo that, I don't know, maybe it's different. I don't follow fighting games, but whenever I would just be like, I'm going to go online, I'd always fight these motherfuckers, and they would just juggle me from start to finish, and it's over. New fighting games don't allow that. However they force you to do it, they will make you drop that combo. My character's falling down, and there's no way to put me back up to the top so that I'm still falling. In MK9, that's the way it is. The game is broken in that way.
Well,
there's breakable.
I don't think he can 100% combo you. I don't think that's the case. Usually,
it's not one combo, but it's
a reset.
One combo.
It's a reset.
Yes, and you reset it, and you can't break it.
No, but the reset means you have a chance to counter him, but he mixes you up. A reset means he mixes you up.
Well, I'm telling you right now.
He mixes you up, which means you have the opportunity to counter him, but you're just not aware of how to do that.
Fucking forget it, dude. When it gets to that point, fucking forget it.
Yeah, but...
Even if they can get you to,
But that's the point.
health.
Here's the thing. If you're going to learn a fighting game, get a rival that is on your level. Juan and I learned...
Don't learn
Skullgirls.
MK9, that's the thing.
If you and I learned MK9, which we did, remember that when we fought at that one party, you were beating me.
Yeah.
I could learn what you did. I could take what you did and counter it. I could learn a counter to that.
Right,
no
because
problem.
That wasn't shit. That counter
Sure, but
was
like,
special move counter. No.
Okay,
at
but
all.
like what I'm saying is like I could get to the point where I countered what you did to me. Like I could find the holes in your offense, the holes in your defense. I could learn the way to beat you, but it matters if I care enough.
It's true, but that's what I'm trying to say. Especially
But then
with
we
MK9,
and then I
MK10
beat you,
too.
and then we keep rebounding off each other, and we
Sure,
both get
but
really good.
Listen, you can't give. I still think NetherRealm games get too much credit because it's literally all about the opener. You get the opener and you're fucked. Without a breaker, you can't do shit.
But that's
It's 2 or 3 combos. Go watch high level play. 2 or 3 combos end a round. That's it. If you get the opener and you can't break it, then you're good in a NetherRealm game.
That's not necessarily true. That's
Watch
really
fucking
boiling
Sonic
it down. Well, Sonic Fox is on another fucking level because but you don't understand resets. Like I can look at his combo and see when it resets.
In this game, though, they really. I don't think.
He resets. I don't know what to tell you. He resets.
There's no way you can avoid it.
Yes, you can.
Maybe
he resets and then Aaron Black. He fucking does a thing and then he throws out.
No, he plays Alien. The ones I've seen.
Well, now this is the newest version. He had been playing for years up until Alien, where he plays Aaron Black and he throws out caltrops. Which, if you're standing on them, they're doing damage to you. Which, even if he resets you and you're in a block string, they're still doing damage.
Still draining you.
Yeah, and his punches are damaging you, which is a very valid strategy. They even named a moment that he fucking killed someone through caltrops.
An achievement.
Right? They named that after him, which was the hypest. I'm not very good at that game. I don't even really like that game, but that is an incredibly entertaining game to watch.
I don't like them. I couldn't get into it.
I
play
love
them a little bit, but I
games.
cannot play a Mortal Kombat game.
I would recommend fucking Street Fighter 4
play 'em
before
online.
I'd read.
That's what I mean.
I played Street Fighter 4.
Unless you want to
continue to play.
Really
Continue to play.
do that
Keep
shit.
playing it.
No,
Street Fighter 4, PS4. I think I'm gonna just forget
Street
Street Fighter 5.
Fighter
I can't
just
play it
play
now. I
That's
can't
dumb.
catch up. There's
No,
way I
you
can
can't.
catch up.
Don't think like that. Don't think like that. You just have to. Like I just said, if you two played each other and you didn't, you could. No. That is the thing.
That's the thing is I want to play online when I want to play. Like,
here's the thing.
Play.
Hold on now. Juan would come over because we used to play Mugen with each other all the time.
That's fun.
Mugen is fucking silly. Yeah. And then we started playing Street Fighter 4. And we played it. Juan would come over and he was pretty much the only person I'd play it with.
Yeah.
I would play with him all the time. And Juan would pull some shit on me and then I'd be like, fuck, how the fuck why would he do that to me? Why would that work?
Why would he do that?
And then I would make the fucking change. And then I would realize that. And then Juan would make the fucking change when I started beating him. And then we both would go back and forth. That's how it fucking works. That's how you get better.
Okay, but guess what? When the game's been out for years, people literally have mastered it.
Fuck people. The two of you could do it.
The reason that is not the same, like a sport game or something like that, or a game where they make minor changes, they fucking rebalance characters.
I guess there's no point to play hockey because there's already pros playing hockey. I mean, fuck, why would I even play? Why would I join a minor league? People are already playing hockey and they're already the best.
Okay,
so fuck it. I
stop. Guess. Can they patch real life? No, they can't.
That's not the fuck. No one's patching Ultra
Street Fighter 4. They make adjustments
4.
based on fucking high level play in fighting games.
No,
they do.
They don't make it based on high level fighting games alone. No, they base it on everything. They look at more than that.
You're crazy. You're fucking nuts.
I've only been playing these fucking games for 10 or more years now.
And you're not a high level player.
But exactly, and I see the changes that they make, and they're not based on high level alone.
Okay, so you're
my character's been nerfed for no fucking reason. Not even a high level character. Nerf the fuck out of him. Why is that?
Two noobs.
I don't know.
Right, that's what I mean. So 2 noobs go at it and learn the basics of fighting games. That's all you got to do. to become good at fucking fighting games? How good are we talking?
What I'm
Consist-
saying
consistently
is
play and put in your reps.
to
I guess I can
making
understand.
that's in anything.
Yeah.
to making if you want to make progress, you need to have a rival in pretty much anything you do. You gotta sit there and get challenged by someone at an equal level, and then you'll make the difference. Being like, you could look at somebody
I've done it.
that did one minor thing, and you're like, I see what he did. Like, now I get it. I saw that, and I can make a change.
Okay,
to do
I get
that.
what you're saying,
And then
but
boom, you do that.
Yeah, but no, you don't.
Step
Like, that's the type
by
of person
step.
too, though.
Boom, 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 boom.
No. If somebody doesn't want to do that, then they're not going to do that. You
Okay,
have to be
that's
that-
not the type of person I'm talking about.
That's not you right, but that's not universal advice.
That
You
is
have to
not
do
the
that.
type of person I'm talking about. I'm saying
So
if you
fix your
want to get
advice
better,
to fucking appeal to me, because I'm not going to do
no.
that.
If you have a rival, if you care, which means you have a rival, that means you give a fuck.
No.
A rival means you fucking care. If you don't give a shit, they're not your rival. They're just someone who's better than you. If you care what the fuck they're doing and how they stack up against you, they are your rival. That means you're at an equal playing field.
Sure,
That's a
I
rivalry.
guess. Yeah, okay.
You're taking the piss out of yourself.
No, I'm not. That's not what a rivalry is, dude. A rivalry is a person where it fucking means more when you play them. Like that's
To
it.
you
That's what a
personally,
rivalry
that
Yes.
is equal to you.
Yeah, not necessarily. No, it means more.
Yeah, that's someone who you could. That's someone who's
A
on your
rival
level.
is somebody that you play a lot, and now there's personal fucking feelings in the game.
No.
Doesn't matter the skill level. They could be much better. Rivals can be very, very overmatched. A rivalry doesn't have to be fair.
It
doesn't
implies
matter.
that you are gonna get to that fucking point, or fine.
In the way
Austin,
you wanna
fuck
say it, sure.
Like, do you want to take the piss out of this fucking metaphor?
I don't know.
It is what it is.
Here's my thing. This is why but this is why I'm arguing is because I've done this before in certain games where I have cared, and me and this person, and I'm actually thinking of a specific game and a specific person. We've gone at it and fucking gone over and over, and there was a point where I just realized he's better, and I don't even want to play this game anymore because I kind of don't care. This is his thing, and I did this because he's playing it, and I just, the fucking, like, the point of trying to figure out what he was doing, I'm like, this is a video game, and I'm not going to put
It's
the
like
time
when,
into this.
when we used to play NHL, we used to play clubs.
Yeah.
And he was clearly better than me and...
Not Joe.
Joe
got
pretty good.
Yeah, Joe got good.
Me and him played together.
He stopped playing me, but
Yeah.
I felt like he could have beaten me.
Yeah. Like, we would play all the time, and I was like, oh, about to take another L. Maybe I'll get there eventually, but, like, it was the same sort of thing.
Well, it was NHL.
Well-
My friend Rick, we were playing, we literally did an 82-game season, wrote 82
the fuck is that?
tallies on a list.
It's a lamb.
Oh, okay. 82 things on a piece of paper, or writing it down, got about halfway through, and it was fucking neck and neck, and then he took like 10 in a row. And I'm like, I don't even know what he's doing at this point. I don't even fucking care.
Now, what if the difference is fucking 5 games in, you're like, where am I going wrong, Rick? What the fuck?
Hell no.
Critique me in some way.
Nope.
No, I just figured it out.
There ain't
Either
no
figure
way.
it out or like.
There ain't no way I'm asking him what I'm doing wrong.
Well,
in the
then
game
if
that
you
I'm okay
you just
at.
gave up.
I didn't
That's
give
the
up.
difference.
I didn't give up. We kept going, but we finished about 50-50.
No, you
Or no, we
finished
didn't.
it, but then you stopped that and you were like, "Fuck this, I'm out. He's better than me." That's
I
that.
didn't say I'm out. I ate it. I decided, I can't figure out what he's doing because we're playing the same game. I don't know. He's scoring more. Sometimes that answer is not that simple. In a fighting game, sure, maybe because it's balanced. But in an EA Sport game, I guess maybe this is the difference. But in an EA Sports game, sometimes it's
so
just not
minuscule.
balanced. It feels like the game
It's
is
weird.
coded for certain outcomes.
Well, then that is
At
not a
times.
game that I'd ever be interested in playing because
It's not
a
necessarily
team would
true.
have an advantage over another fucking team, and fuck that. I don't want anything
No,
to do
one
with it.
team's
But-
just better in different ways.
But that's the thing.
Well,
like
no,
that.
what I just said, hang on. What I
That's
just said is
fighting games
Hold on,
work
don't
that
let
way
me.
too.
Don't let that
Go ahead, go ahead.
What I just said is the game is coded. I said it feels like the game is coded for a certain outcome.
It's like when
At
you play.
times, it
It's like
feels
when,
like.
when you play a career mode in an EA game, and you're just like beating the shit out of everybody.
Yeah, it
fucking,
feels like
and then
fucking
one dude,
that 11th
one dude
game after 10
that
straight wins.
shouldn't even get close is like kicking your ass, and you're like,
Yeah,
dude,
you just can't do
what
it.
the fuck's
No,
going on?
yeah, it's
weird.
like you're playing a game, and depending on the difficulty, it doesn't matter. You're kicking ass. 10 straight wins. Every single game is by 5 or more goals, and then there's this one team that every shot goes in.
Yeah,
like
it's weird.
How are you telling me that this game isn't coded?
Yeah.
To fucking lose for me to lose.
So that is an interesting take on sports games. However,
it's weird. It's
I can
I've seen
only
it.
look at this from a fighting game standpoint, and
because
if the
you're
two of you
controlling everything.
played Injustice from your skill level right now, like, you would only get better playing each other. There's no question. If you kept playing one another,
You would get better.
you
Not
would
even one
only
another.
fucking get better at that.
If I were
of course,
to play Injustice
see,
right now against
See,
nobody, I would understand
that-
framing.
Here's the
and-
thing.
That's my point.
You would...
That's my counterpoint.
Now, hold on.
That's
You
the
would-
counterpoint I would subscribe to. Is you don't have to have a rival.
Well-
As long as you put the time in, you can get better.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the control to this argument. I had a rival in Juan. Juan and I played Street Fighter 4 for the longest time, and I had access to online. He did not. So I learned more
And you got
faster
better
than he
quick.
did. I got way better than him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Juan, at this point, like, we started basic at the same point. I'm fucking way better than Juan at fighting games, all fighting games,
So
basically.
technically,
So-
Juan had nothing to do with your success, though.
No,
you could
he absolutely did, because he was part of the passion of why I wanted to play, because I wanted to be like,
you wanted to get better.
I just learned so much.
But you
I
went
can't.
on-
But
Juan,
you didn't
come
get
over.
better to beat
Hello,
him.
Juan.
he probably
No,
got better
but
to
I
beat
did,
him, but he didn't
but
get
I
better
did.
from beating him. You didn't
Not
get better from
necessar-
playing him.
but
You went elsewhere.
he
you might
gave
as well
me a
have read a
goal.
book to figure out how, and then done it.
But I didn't want to play. If it wasn't for Juan, I wouldn't have cared.
I get it. That's the passion.
Is it a
that's the
rivalry, or
drive.
is it just fun to play with him?
It was also a lot of fun. It was both. It was a
Okay.
marriage.
Yeah, see,
fair.
Because it was, we both played. That was our thing. We both fucking played all the time.
Yeah.
We'd play 3 hours.
I'm not attacking the point. I'm just
Right,
asking.
but like,
Oh, I do.
then it was
But-
also like, I love this game. I'm having a ton of fun with it, so I'm going to also play online all
Sure.
the time.
Yeah.
And
And
then
that's
I
how you got
learned a
better.
lot.
Right.
Right. And then I got better than Juan because he didn't have those.
it's like taking
those,
the training
So
wheels off.
now
Right.
that
So
now
he
that
didn't have the resources.
the counter argument to that was something I would actually agree with more. Is if you guys are on a level playing field and then you go and you get online and you start winning. Now Juan's thinking like, okay, well I fucking am handicapped. I'm not gonna let this fucking take me down. Now the fucking rivalry to him would be beneficial. Now he's picking your brain because you have the extra knowledge. You're not both noobs anymore. You've got the knowledge. He's going to pick that from you and try to fucking level the playing field. Now it makes more sense.
Here's the thing.
From Juan's perspective.
At a certain point, Juan gave up, which
Okay.
sucks. Because you have to have that equilibrium. You have to have the point. You can't fight somebody who's way better than you.
But, okay,
like,
so-
Juan will not learn anything from me beating the fuck out of him like I would right now in any
well,
game.
it's a confidence thing too.
Sure.
Yeah, like
Right.
he has to
Right.
have the knowledge of, like, I could dash up on him and do a spinning pile driver. If he doesn't know what the fuck that means or know how to deal with it, it doesn't matter.
That's the
like
thing.
that means zero.
if me
so
and-
he has to understand how that works.
If me and Dereck
and then
started
how to
playing
counter it. If it hits
Injustice-
him, it's his fault, and he needs to realize. He
If
needs
me
to
and
recognize
Dereck
that.
started playing Injustice, fucking level head, whatever the fuck, and we go, and then Dereck goes online and he starts getting better, and then he comes back and all of a sudden he's better than me, and we're playing and he's beat me every time. It's not easy for me to be like, hey Dereck, how you doing that? Or if Dereck looks at me, he's like, hey man, you got to do this and that. I'd be like,
It's
the
exposure.
fuck are you
It's
doing? Like,
exposure.
we were just
Well, hold
level.
on.
You're not going to tell me what to do. No, hang on. It's hard for the fucking person that's losing to the person that was level with you, who now has some kind of advantage, for the loser to accept, like, oh, this person does know more than me now, even though he's my close friend and we began at the same point.
What character?
It's hard for me to like listen to that and be like,
Know what
I
to
need
do with it.
Derek?
Let's say,
Yeah.
let's
Because
say it like
it's
this.
hard to accept. Like,
Yeah.
we started at a level field, now you're better.
Yeah.
I can't listen to you telling me because I still don't accept it.
Yeah.
There's something wrong here. Something's.
Well, here's the
gumbo,
difference.
What is it? Fucking, I don't know.
Juan would come over, and I'd, like, learn something, and to be like, I just crossed you up. And it's like, I just crossed you up, resetted you. And then I would get this tech, and then pull it off on him, and be like, I just did this, and this and this. I learned that from here.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't feel salty because I was like, fuck you, Juan! It was like,
right, but
no.
he still doesn't want to hear it because he doesn't.
That is not
think
the
that
case.
it's shit.
Sometimes.
No, but he wants to. because he cares and wants to fucking kind of play.
He didn't care.
Because that's not for you to say. If
just said it, he fucking gave up. That's what you said.
That's not... No, at some point, yeah. But not at a certain point. Because it wasn't like, I just played online and was fucking good all at once. Because that never happens. That does not happen. So anyway, I fucking played online. I learned something and was like, Juan, I just did this. Try this when you do it. And then he would sort of learn, and we learned together. There's a point where we are both climbing up the fucking pyramid, and then there was a point where I really ascended because we didn't play for a while, and I got way better than he did. That is what happened.
Okay.
So we both learned together. So let's say you're playing Batman, and he's playing fucking Poison Ivy or whatever, and you guys are playing together, and you're like, Batman has this. Dereck, you can think about that on the next time you're knocked down.
It's just...
Batman could do an overhead.
Fine.
So it's like, I'll ready myself for this and that.
Okay, here's the thing.
It's a fucking building block.
Great. You win this argument on the fact that all of that's true. The issue is, it's fucking rare to care as much as you do.
No,
I won't care as much, and Dereck won't.
People play fighting games. Like, I don't know what to tell you. That's what happens.
I was just gonna say, it's without, I guess...
You can't teach passion. You can't force it.
And it's just how
if you don't care, you don't fucking care.
I was just gonna say, just how I play, like, if I play, like, a fighting game, or if I play, like, UFC, biggest thing I'm always trying to do is, like, impose my will. No matter what it is. I'm always moving forward. I don't like countering, I don't like any of that. I like just moving forward and just throwing.
Yeah.
So it's like, maybe over time, I'll figure out how to counter somebody's counter, but I'm always moving forward. Like that's just like, and that's hard for me to pick up like a game like Street Fighter and be like, fuck, because all I want to do is punch you.
That's the way you want to play the game. That's the way he wants to play.
There's a character that's there for you, but you have to learn the step.
Take the time.
You don't jump in a fucking octagon and just start punching and kicking.
Bullshit, you don't. Matter of fact, I was just about to say Matt fucking Brown, right? Mm-hmm. He was just on the Joe Rogan podcast. Literally, was just saying. He doesn't always fight to win. He obviously wants to win, but that's not his goal. He's doing what he loves to do, and he's doing it the way he loves to do it. It doesn't mean he's always going to win. He's going to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
He fights aggressive. He understands that it's not literally like not the best strategy at all the time, but he fucking fights that way because he loves doing it that way. That's the way it is.
Look, I can only tell you how fighting games work. You have to be able to be like... You have to have some sort of rivalry.
And if you don't want to, then you can just enjoy the game.
That's the way I look at it. Is it's just
there's
like,
nothing.
I win some, I lose some. That's
There's
how
nothing
I think about
like
fighting games.
I'm not going to argue. If someone's enjoying the game whatever fucking way they want, they can enjoy that. That's if somebody plays Sakura and they love doing tatsus all day. If they love the game that way, fine. They're not going to beat me doing that.
What? Okay.
But if they love the game doing that, what the fuck ever.
Hey, but
I'm not going to argue with them.
Let me tell you something. I like playing Street Fighter. I'm not good. And I will beat you 1 out of every 15 matches. But that one match feels good, and I don't get angry unless I'm on a fight stick. The fucking 14 matches that I lose.
What I'm saying is, if you want to take it to the next level, which you don't have to do, obviously,
you don't.
If you want to... It's not a bad idea to have a rival. That's all I'm saying. What I'm saying is that is the best way to get better. If you have someone who's on your level and you are thinking about the match a little more critically than just I just want to do with these inputs. That is what I'm saying. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
That's like
I'm not trying to convince you. Who fucking cares? Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Is that no matter, even if I'm enjoying it, I still gotten shit on because I liked playing as Ken.
As long as you're having fun.
Ken, yeah, dude. Yeah.
Here's the thing: if you're leveling up and it's a struggle and you don't like what you're doing, like I played Street Fighter 4 when I was playing with Juan. And when I was online, I was losing a lot because that's going to happen. You're going to lose a fucking boatload. But if you're not having fun while you're losing...
That's the point.
Then fuck it. Forget it. Don't even bother.
That's why I stopped playing Ultimate
come on.
Team.
If that was...
If you're not enjoying it, don't bother.
That's the point. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. Is fucking pitchers will get... You're going to quit because you throw a lot of fucking balls that get hit out of the park.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You're having fun doing it.
You have to enjoy it. You have to.
Yeah.
Matt Brown...
I would never... Yeah, I'm not going to argue against that. If you're not enjoying yourself, then who fucking cares? Like, why bother?
Yeah.
But... What I'm saying is...
To get better.
You can get that enjoyment out of having a rival.
Yeah.
That is where that comes from.
The only problem I'm saying is you have to have the passion. You have to find somebody that meets the passion, or you won't have a rivalry.
Yeah. It's got to be a true rivalry. Bad. Like if you get good,
you can't. If you had
if
a
you
rival,
get really good and you beat the shit out of them, you're just like.
But if it was a true rivalry, you wouldn't because you know it's coming back.
I don't know because like I've had that where I've been playing like I'd play UFC with whoever and I'd be like. Yeah, we're neck and neck, but after a while, I just started beating the shit out of them, and it wasn't sweet anymore.
Well, then you know they don't care anymore. Yeah,
it's not that they don't care; it's that they got fucking mad, and I was like,
it's like
it's not fun. It takes all the fun right out of it.
As long as they fucking don't quit, I mean, it will.
Well,
come back.
that was my rival, but you didn't make it fun anymore because even when I'm winning, it's not fun because you get mad. Like you know what I mean? Like
it happens. It happens.
It sucks. I don't like that. I don't feel like I like helping people or like. And some people aren't receptive to that if somebody that they started playing with got better than them.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I mean. Because whenever I think of rival, obviously it's there's fucking. Because I'm into sports. The fucking rivalries around here: Michigan State, fucking Red Wings, Blackhawks, any Chicago,
but
Detroit.
They're neck and neck, right?
No, not always. No, matter of fact, the Blackhawks and the Red Wings. Teams. The Red Wings kicked the shit out of the Blackhawks for so long. Eventually, obviously, this would go. In favor of your argument, the Blackhawks literally started doing everything the Red Wings did from top down, from management to coaching, everything the Red Wings did, and then they started winning.
Yeah.
Then they turned it on its ass, and now the Red Wings are fucking the not good team. And it's not a rivalry anymore because they're not in the same division anymore. Well, but that's what it is. You start copying, you start learning. But no, because that is different because it's a draft. Again, there's a draft every year, just like dogs and cats, motherfucker.
All right. Anyway,
bye with your fucking spaghetti. But no, it's been a dizzy. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since
talked about
politics,
fucking politics, transgenderism.
I know.
Street Fighter.
I think that fighting game bit at the end kind of took over the whole sport topic.
Yeah,
I was gonna name it after.
So sound design in fighting games sounds cool when you block.
Sound in fighting games great though. The fucking Injustice.
Injustice has some nice sound.
Injustice presentation is one of the Injustice 2. I will say, not 1. Injustice 2's presentation.
Explosions.
It's not even that.
Great.
The fucking.
That's what Mortal Kombat was.
And that's what. However long it is until we do another one, we can talk about some game engines. I think.
Yeah.
And it can even come up with this, but yeah, the presentation as a whole, sound is important, but Injustice period.
Yeah, it's
Injustice
so good.
2, really good.
It's good.
Okay. Anyway. That's that. Again, don't forget. You can go. It doesn't. Unless we're going to say bye. Say bye now.
Bye, Rory.
We're wrapping up. But yeah, it'll be on... it's on YouTube, obviously. Go ahead and rip it. Do whatever you want. Don't forget. Don't expect a podcast every week, because it's not every week. It's not every anything. It's whenever we feel like it now.
Shut up.
And that's kind of it. I mean, if I can get the band together, we'll do one. Otherwise...
Boys are back in town.
That's right. Go though, because Dereck, what are you doing these days? You don't have to take long. We should have talked about that earlier.
Out here, just in these streets.
You still ain't? Oh, you don't want to talk about your music?
Oh yeah, huh?
Take it easy, Dereck.
See ya. Bye. Yeah, we're playing music and stuff and working. That's about it, and training. So not much has changed over here.
So can't find you anywhere new?
No. Nope.
Bullshit.
It's kind of
Xbox One.
Yeah, Xbox One, and that's been occupying so much of my time because how fucking cold it is outside. I don't want to do anything except stay inside, cozy up with my nice little blanket, and play some Xbox.
There's literally nothing wrong with that.
No,
that keeps you out of a lot of trouble.
Yep.
I wish I had been playing Xbox for steady for the last year.
Cheaper life.
I'd be so much better.
All I'm buying is
I wouldn't be in school.
Is live.
Huh?
I said all I'm buying is live. That's it. I'm not buying anything else.
There you go. Well, I bought it. I'm in school now. I should say that for these people. So wish me luck because that's what I'm doing.
Cool, man.
And that's kind of cool. That's why I've stopped doing this. But that's that, man. I'm gonna be fucking hacking your computers in a couple of years. One thing I want to say.
Really?
No. Well, I'm in computer. Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
But I'm not gonna be hacking computers.
Well, don't, because you'll find a lot of things you don't want to see. But
oh yeah. Well, you hack mine, you see JFK Reloaded right there.
Oh God!
But no, speaking of that, real quick, I just want to say this, and this is a public service announcement before we end the goddamn show. There's got to be something we can do. People need to have guns, and I don't care what your political side is, but motherfuckers walking into schools and shooting a bunch of unarmed students is fucking bullshit. I can't remember what the total was yesterday.
17, I think.
17? Mm-hmm. Okay, I had heard of 12, which is easier math for me, so I'm just going to do it that way. That 12 students dead is 24 parents who lost their fucking kid. That is garbage. That is bullshit. We need, first of all,
34 parents.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Motherfucker. But seriously, somebody's got to have a fucking weapon to be able to stop this way before it gets there. Not only that, please, don't fucking look at me and tell me that in the age we live in where everything is done online, there was no way to fucking predict this. There was no way to cut this guy off. Whatever the fuck he was doing, whoever this was, I'm telling you, he left a trail on the internet and we weren't there to fucking spot it. I'm not into spying on Americans, but I'll tell you what, I'm 100% into it. If you're ignoring everything but flagging certain things, something that he did should have been flagged. This should have been stopped. That's all I'm saying. Kids can't be killed in schools anymore. Fucking shows in Vegas, that's not good. That's definitely not good. But I'm telling you what, those aren't kids. You have to, this school shooting shit, it's done. I'm done with it. I will go fucking berserk if it happens again. That's all.
I get it.
I was passionate yesterday.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand it.
It's tough. It's tough, man. It's really, really fucking tough.
That's when I decided that, internet security is not what we're doing. We shouldn't be preventing against attackers. We should be looking for people that are about to kill people.
Yeah.
With weapons. Mm-hmm. Kids.
Yeah.
Fucking kids that belong to... that's it. All right. BA Start Podcast, man. It's on YouTube now. Woohoo! That's it.
Bang, bang.
Yep. Have a good February.
Yep.
Olympics. Go Team USA.
Shaun White, killing it.
Bye.